It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks.
Opie and Anthony.
The biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony striking again.
I sat with some of the greatest gangsters in the world. John Gotti, Sam Gravano. And I went in there and said, John, you ever with me again, this is over. You hear? Now sit down.
Opie and Anthony.
I was amazed Guns N' Roses starting to blow up, and you didn't have guitars to play because you were pointing them off to get some dope.
Yeah, I was a big fan of the Apes.
Big fan.
Opie and Anthony.
This country went off the cliff and it's just in free fall now. It's just a sick, it's disgust in my voice you're hearing.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Hi. The ONA virus spreading across America.
I guess I could take my coat off, huh?
Yeah,
a while?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Why not?
Why not?
Not that bad in here. Phone number 877-212-ONA.
Got long sleeves on.
Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy's back.
Hi, boys.
Jimmy's back. Jimmy's back. Tino's back. Barney, Tino's back. I was hoping we were going to get something fun on the HD this morning.
Oh, I know. Yesterday was great. Oh, you'd have loved it, Jimmy. It was a little special on some African people, and the ladies weren't wearing any tops.
Oh.
Yeah. But some of them, you know. Very long.
Most of them.
Yeah, the only one that wasn't was some girl they were trying to marry off to some guy, and she had to be all of 13 or something. And even she was showing signs of gravity. I don't know, there must be more gravity over in Africa.
So they run braless everywhere.
Yeah,
that
must be what it is.
Thank God for the brassiere. Well, today, it's a car thing. Oh, well. Turn off the HD Discovery. We were excited. We thought we could check out another African booby show. African booby show. Let's go to Jared in Rochester. We never say hi to Rochester for some reason. What's up, Jared?
What's going on, guys?
How are you, bro?
Pretty good. You know, I thought I'd just be the first caller.
Oh, no.
You know.
Oh, no.
No.
Are you,
No.
Oh, no.
What?
Well, something's going on here. I think they're revolting against us. Let's say hi to Brooklyn Ace.
They are revolting.
Brooklyn Ace, what's up? Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I called to tell you, I missed Phone Call Thursday.
See.
Phone Call Thursday was the best.
No, it wasn't. It sucked.
See, that's what Jared was getting.
And you suck.
Let's say hi to Mark in Delaware. Mark.
Anthony.
Hey.
Good morning, Mr. Cumia. Little Jimmy, I just miss you to death.
Thank you, fella.
Just wanted to be number 3 this morning. Happy Phone Call Thursday.
But I thought we tried to get rid of Phone Call Thursday.
Yeah, what happened?
As a joke, we said Thursday is now Talk Like Tim Thursday, but that never took off either. I thought we were finally done with Phone Call Thursday.
No, it's a fan favorite forever. Has to be.
No, it doesn't.
What is this? Oh, my God. We got production and everything.
What's that?
Who saw this coming?
Everybody.
All right, hold on a minute. Just waiting for something to queue up.
It's the return of Phone Call Thursday. Phone Call Thursday. Phone Call Thursday.
Oh.
Remove the receiver and listen for the dial tone. It sounds like this.
It's Phone Call Thursday.
I hate Phone Call Thursday.
Phone Call Thursday.
Phone Call Thursday sucks.
Opie and Anthony.
See, this is what happened. We truly were trying to get rid of Phone Call Thursday.
Yeah.
Came up with Talk Like Tim Thursday. That did not take off. So the people, they're clamoring. They're clamoring for something to do on Thursdays with this radio show, Ant. And now look at the phones. Look at the phones.
Why are they lit up? Why are you people... I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Because Phone Call Thursday just returned officially to the Opie and Anthony show. And it kind of sucks because I was ready to, start a bid, and now... We can't start the bit because now the phones are lit with people that wanted to say hi.
Yes, we can. Oh, well, Chris in Middletown wants to say something that's very pertinent that we noticed.
Yes, Chris, we noticed exactly what you're going to say, but go ahead.
It was beautiful this morning watching that. Jill gets up on TV, and looks like it's a little cold in there this morning.
Yeah, Jill Nicolini on the Channel 11, the local news here that we watch. She looked a little chilly. A little chilly this morning in the studio. You could see some things, especially during her first break. And then I think they might have pulled the tape out. They might have pulled some gaffer's tape out for the second break.
Oh, really? It wasn't as noticeable?
It wasn't as noticeable.
Maybe they, start their show in a cold studio like we do every morning.
Yeah.
See, look.
Please don't your
ever again
your headlights.
But you also noticed that Jill's a little cockeyed.
Well, sometimes you got to adjust things in the brassiere. Sometimes girls got to adjust.
I think there's...
Or else they go all Marty Feldman on you.
Well, she was a bit cockeyed, but I'm thinking what's going on there. There's so much stress inside that brassiere.
Yeah.
That's just being pushed into other areas of the
other directions, and
it's not able to just naturally sit there.
Yeah,
there's just too much stress,
too much beef.
Wow! Now we get to see naked pictures of her. Thank you, E-Rock.
Oh, E-Rock, there it is.
I wonder if she wants people to forget that she did this back in the day.
No. Why would she?
Well, when we talked to her, she was still proud that she,
of course,
she posed for Playboy, right?
Why wouldn't she?
Jill Nicolini, just throw that in the search. You'll find it eventually, E-Rock, for the people out there that need to see it.
Yeah, that's her, all right.
All right. What do we?
Wow. I have a taxi story, by the way, when we have a moment to.
Oh, should we get the Harry Chapin music started?
The show or an actual taxi story?
As I was leaving here last week on my way home.
What happened? Did you get in a car accident?
Well, kind of like an accident. I wouldn't say yes. We're driving, and I was talking to him and annoying him as to which way I want him to go, and we were headed toward the horses on Central Park South, and we did hear a loud thud, and I heard the cabbie go, ah! And I saw a homeless guy fly over the hood of the cab and smash against the windshield. He had hit a homeless man.
Get out of here!
He hit a bum on a bike. He hit a bum on a bike, and the guy looked like Grady from Sanford and Son, which is how I knew he was homeless. It was really disturbing because it happened so fast. I heard and then you see the guy thud bounce off the window, and I'm like, he just killed a guy.
You saw him bounce off the window?
He bounced off the window, dude. He hit he thudded off the hood, the window, and then hit the ground. And he just laid there. I'm like, this guy's dead. And 5 seconds later, he pops up, and a cop pulls up who had been right by Columbus Circle. And the homeless guy's like, I'm all right. And,
Jesus Christ, another commercial?
What is that?
I don't know.
You okay, sir? Sir?
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
He was okay, and the amazing thing was, the cabbie was such scum because the guy, it was the homeless guy's fault. He came right out in the green and got hit, But when the cop's like, you want to do anything? And the homeless guy's like, no, I'm all right. And his bike had a huge dent in the wheel. So it was like a crescent moon, his bike wheel.
So and he rode off on it?
No, he pushed it. He was pushing. It was like, the wheel couldn't turn. But the homeless guy goes to the cabbie. He goes, you want to give me $20? And the cabbie should have thrown him $20. And the cabbie's like, no, I don't. So the homeless guy's like, all right. Like, he just didn't know how to drive a hard bargain. He was like, all right. And he just walked away with his broken bike. But
could it have been like a scam he does?
No, because the bike was dented. He really hit by
the cabbie wouldn't give him $20?
No, and all the
He's insane.
The homeless guy could have said, you know what? The light was green for me.
Absolutely.
And immediately he could have gone to the hospital. And the cabbie's insurance, when you hit a person, your insurance goes up more than $20 a year.
Yeah, I would think.
And that dummy didn't give him any money. And he said what the homeless guy did is, as the car was about to hit him, he said the homeless guy looked, and this is the genius move. He took his legs, and he raised his legs real quick, and so the bike is what got hit by the car.
Oh,
the fender didn't hit his shin or his leg.
Oh, smart.
What a great move by a guy who doesn't understand that you shouldn't go to the bathroom in your pants. Like that man doesn't understand that inside is better than outside, and yet he knew the physics of lifting his legs
just in time
in a crisis. So yeah, that was.
It is amazing. You must have felt like they were filming a movie or something.
He was okay
as you're watching this. Like, this has to be a movie.
God, wow! That does it look like it does in the movies? Is it cool? Does it come out of nowhere and just like
so fast
surprise you?
It's so fast because the cabbie's reaction, I heard, and he was veering towards the horses. I'm like, oh my guy's gonna hit a horse. And then when I heard that, like, and the thud, and you just see a man bouncing off the windshield.
Like, wow, that's cool.
We were moving too, man. We were doing 20, 25
Did he break the
miles an
windshield?
hour. No, he did not break the windshield. It was more. I guess the impact is mostly on the hood.
It's probably all the padding of all the coats the homeless guy was wearing.
True. That'll save him.
It's like hitting a big cotton ball, a dirty cotton ball,
big,
filthy,
a smelly cotton ball,
one that's used to like clean your shoes. Oh, by the way, I was in a hotel, and I had suede shoes, and they do this thing where they'll brush up your shoes for you at night. So I'm like, with my girlfriend, we're gonna go see her family, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. And they shined my suede shoes.
What?
I don't know. They're foreign.
Aren't they ruined?
They're horrible. She said they look like a homeless guy's shoes that like have been polished up. They terrible.
Ruined them.
They ruined my shoes. They bought me new ones.
Why would you polish?
I don't know. My $90 Rockports, because I have bad feet. My feet, it's hard for me to walk. I have fat feet.
Oh, that's funny.
I need wides.
Tragic.
Yeah, my 8.5 wides.
Yeah, let's say hi to Joe in Connecticut. Joe, what's up?
Hey, good morning. I'm just calling to welcome Jimmy back.
No,
she's trying to.
I think it's a guy that sounded like a girl.
Is it?
Because they're doing the talk like him thing.
Girl.
Guy or girl?
I'm a guy. I'm a man.
There you go. Let's say hi to Steve. Steve, what's up?
By the way, I want to welcome Jimmy back. Should have given away the gender.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good morning, Opie. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hi.
That's it. And the phone call. Now watch this.
No. Let's say hi to Frank in Cincinnati. Frank.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Frank.
Hey, how you guys doing this morning? Just checking in. I want to welcome you to the radio program.
See.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Oh, okay. A question.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. On Casino Cinema, you know Howard's old lady used to run on that thing, right?
Is she not on that anymore? Yeah, her and Steve Sharippa.
Yeah, what's going on? How come she's gone? Did Howard not let her work here anymore? What's up with that?
I really don't, for the most part, I don't pay attention to Howard's life, so I really don't know. Maybe she moved on.
I just see that. Go ahead, man.
Maybe she just moved on to other projects. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe she moved on to another dude, maybe another guy or girl or something like that. Who knows?
All right, sir. Thank you.
I did that show.
I just wanted to welcome you guys. We'll see you.
All right, thank you, Frank. Let's say hi to Sean in North Carolina. Sean. Did you?
Yeah.
Hello,
I wrote
boys.
my book. They're very nice.
First of all, phone call Thursday. I don't like it. I love it. Ron and Ferris, noon to 3.
All right, very good.
Oh.
We're trying to, open up the phones, though, because we got some things to talk about. We used to do phone call Thursday because we were just killing time.
Yeah.
We were lazy. There was a period there where we were a little lazy, and now we don't need phone call Thursday anymore because we got actual things we want you guys talking.
So
stop it.
The lazy period was from 2000 to mid-November 2007.
Tim, what's up?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
I live in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I'm making a right off of a side street onto a main road.
Yeah.
And that's, that's why they tell you to ride your bike with traffic.
Oh, well, yeah, with traffic. You're right.
So, yeah, I'm looking out my driver's side window. I make the right-hand turn. This guy comes off like the curb, kind of like in the air. I had a little I took him out. I took him out at his bike. He went flying over, like, into the other lane. As I swerved to miss him, I hit his wife.
Wow.
Did you kill her, or is she all right?
It was, no, I didn't kill anyone, but he was all bloody and drunk. They had 2 bottles of Budweiser on him. And in the police report, it said 2 bottles of Budweiser were found at the scene. They appeared frothy and fresh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Wow. All right, thank you,
Well,
sir.
good for you.
Any more phone calls, sir?
No,
you don't.
Kathy,
No.
Virginia, what's up?
Happy phone call Thursday.
No.
Let's see.
No, I just wanted to call and tell Jimmy that I listen every morning. I didn't realize how much I miss him. When he's gone, it's terrible. I really like him.
Oh, thank you,
Well,
Kathy.
thanks.
I like you.
Well, he's back,
I'm
so.
glad you're back. I missed you.
Thank you.
All right, Kathy, thank you.
Thanks.
We got lots of good things to talk about today on the show. We got a missing girl that led a secret life as an internet porn star.
Yes, we were looking at some of her pictures. We were perusing some of her pictures online.
How does
Girl?
this, huh?
Is it Tub Girl?
Tub Girl.
My favorite. A naughty one.
How does this story go?
Girl is missing. College student?
Oh, okay, yeah. A missing Kansas college student believed to be the victim of foul play apparently led a double life as an internet porn star by the name of Zoe Zane. Nude photos of 18-year-old Emily Sanders appeared on a Zoe Zane website before she vanished, and investigators are looking into whether her modeling had anything to do with her disappearance last Friday.
I would say yes.
Yeah, I think that would be an absolute yes, right?
Yeah.
She enjoyed it. She's a young teenage girl. She wanted to be in the movies and enjoyed movies. She needed the extra money. Nikki Watson, a close friend of Sanders at blah, blah college. Nobody in El Dorado knew besides her close friends. Sanders' brother, Jacob, confirmed that the nude woman picture on the website is his sister.
Oof.
Sanders was last seen leaving...
The brother had to identify the
nude
pictures.
photos.
By a mole on the thigh.
Sanders was last seen leaving a bar in El Dorado about 30 miles from Wichita, with a man identified as Israel Morales, 24. Sanders and Morales had met that night at the bar, according to Watson.
Oh, boy.
After Morales did not show up Saturday at his job at an Italian restaurant, his employer went to the motel room where he was staying. His motel room was found to appear in great disarray.
Great disarray.
And a large quantity of blood was found in the room. What the F did this guy do?
A large quantity of blood.
That's not good.
No.
Bed clothing was
Not
found.
like, ooh, I was shaving. Or, ooh, I was shaving and 5 gallons of blood ended up on the floor.
Yeah.
Probably raped her and killed her in a panic or drug, and then just beat it out of town.
Well, and then it says bed clothing was found to be missing. So now he's has to kind of pile up the bloody sheets and blankets, get rid of that evidence, but leave the rest of it. He must have tried, all right, maybe I could clean this motel room up and no one's going to notice. And then halfway through went, oh my God.
All right, let me just get rid of the body.
I got to get the F out of here.
Just the body, and I'll leave the blood.
Sandra recently signed a contract for the pornographic work on the website and told her parents about it on Thanksgiving, Watson said.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, her boyfriend,
I'm a porn star.
Her boyfriend broke up with her because he did not approve. Of course not. So there you go. She was living a double life.
Wow. Was she having sex in the porn stuff, or was it solo stuff? Do we know?
I think it was pretty much...
all I saw was solo pictures.
Like webcam stuff, right?
Oh, that's pretty hot.
No, like hot pictures.
Really? And he didn't like that?
No, I guess not.
I guess he was just banging guys. That would probably disturb me. But
That's all we saw, though. Who knows what she was doing? If she went to the bar and just picked some guy up and goes to a hotel room, maybe she was hooking or something.
Oh.
I'm just speculating.
Wow.
Yes.
That's hot.
Maybe that was going on.
But then again, why the blood? I mean, who knows? Maybe the guy was a crazy person. He might have been a crazy person.
Guy was probably one of those nuts.
Let's say hi to Eric in Jersey. Eric?
Good morning, boys. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hi, Eric.
Okay, so I was driving my car. I got my car fixed, so I was driving home. And I'm going, this kid, comes out in front of me, an 8-year-old kid on his bike. I slam on my brakes, and I just, nudge him, but it was enough to knock him off his bike. So I'm shaking. I'm freaking out. The mother comes running up to my window, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, is he okay? She's like, I tell him not to ride in the street all the time. Don't worry about him. And I'm like, well, all right. Told her to let me go. It's great.
Oh, so there you go. You got out of that one, huh?
Yeah, I thought I killed the kid, but she's like, "Oh, are you okay? Don't worry about him."
Wow.
It was funny.
That's good, though. What a loyal woman.
It was funny. Trust me. Trust me when I say it was funny.
I never hit anyone. Knock on wood. I've never had anyone roll off my windshield before.
No, it's when I was 15, my friends Chris and Jason were crossing Route 130 in New Jersey, and Chris saw Jason get hit on by. He was killed. He was. They were on their bicycles, and that was the first friend I had that was killed.
Happy little story. Thanks.
But I'm just saying that, it really messed Chris up bad.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally right behind. They were like, following your friend across the highway.
Yeah.
And he got clipped, or his friend was following him, but he got a good clipping at 60. Car. Yeah, that's awful. Little bike went flying.
Let's go to Adam in Middletown. Adam.
Shoes? Did he come out of his shoes?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Actually. Yeah, where they just...
Everyone comes out of their shoes.
The shoes just sitting on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
Just awful. Adam, what's up?
Not much. I hit a kid on a bike one time. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh, did it?
I just got my driver's license, and I was driving to get my parents some food for dinner, and I pulled out from an intersection. This little black kid on a bike just all of a sudden appeared over the hood of my car. I almost shit my pants. Scariest thing in the world that can happen to you.
How about you try to keep it clean for the radio?
Does anyone understand?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm listening on XM. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm actually watching, as you're talking, Adam, there's footage on Channel 7 of, safety testing. They're showing a guy getting hit.
Yeah.
It was like a dummy, you know how they have those dummy simulations? And the car...
Well, I thought you meant like a retard.
Oh, no. The car would have been dented. He would still be standing there eating his, multicolored lollipop, and the car would be dented around him. Right. Hit a light pole.
Just think cartoon.
And he would just be jumping up and down in a circle with, the swirly, multicolored lollipop and a hat with a propeller on it.
All right, listen, stop with the phone call Thursday so we can get some real phone calls on the show today. We've been doing real well with that. 877-212-O&A. Jimmy's back. It's Opie and Anthony. Stay there.
Opie and Anthony, Bad Boy Radio host.
Opie and Anthony.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Phone number 877-212-O&A. Chris is reminding me that I did hit somebody. I like what Jimmy saw the other day, though. Chris, go ahead. I know what you're going to say, but go ahead. You say it.
A couple of years back, I remember he telling a story about hitting a guy, and he just hauled up and punched your mirror off.
Yeah, punch the side view mirror right off your car.
I'm noticing something about the phone calls. I don't know if it's this guy's call, but this is the second call in a row where the quality has been kind of bad. We'll have to take a close look at that. I tapped a guy when I was driving out of the city with Anthony one day back in the day. I tapped him, though. Because the light was green and the guy decided he was going to show me who's boss by just strolling across the intersection.
That's what the pedestrians do. If there's too much traffic for you to cross the intersection, even though you have a green light, you do the right thing and you stop because you don't want to be in the middle of the intersection when the light turns red. But then when traffic clears up in front of you and you're able to go because the light's still green, the pedestrians have been crossing in front of you. And they should notice that you now have an opening, the light is green for you, and let you go. I don't care if they're in the crosswalk. They got that big red hand that says, don't walk. And that's when I will just map and go and get them out of the way. And this guy didn't want to move. So Ope kind of rolled up a little bit and gave him a little hip check with his vehicle. And the guy didn't find it amusing, funny, or anything. He walked up to my side, where I was a passenger, so I, as the tough guy I was, quickly slammed down the lock on the door. And he punched the side view mirror right off the truck. But it hung there from the cable that you used to adjust it.
Yeah, I tapped... a monster, basically.
Yeah.
This guy was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And, he one swipe took out that side view mirror. And then that thing hung with that wire or that thick
just
wire.
Scraping the paint off in a perfect circle.
For months, it just turned into a perfect circle on the side of my car. And the car was nice at the time. Just ruined my car because of my stupidity of tapping this guy in the intersection.
I was driving one time down Route 130 again because I grew up around there. There's a lot of oh my God, I was almost killed when I was still smoking pot. Me and my friend Steve Giacalona. Steve was an animal. We used to smoke cigarettes in his car and then just flick the ashes on the rug. He was a savage. And we were both high out of our minds one time, and we were crossing Route 1 on Route 130, and we were crossing the light, and we heard, and a gas tanker had run the light.
Wow.
And you do see your life flash before your eyes. I saw it. It was in an instant. I saw everything, and Steve jammed on the brakes, and the rig had to be doing 70 miles an hour. The back 2 wheels on the 18-wheeler yanked our bumper off. Like,
wow.
It was that close to being under the
and just
trailer and being completely dead.
An
people.
inferno.
It was the bumper got ripped off, and the guy pulled over, and then Steve actually stopped and pulled over and talked to the guy. And they exchanged insurance. And then we got in the car and drove across the highway, and Steve pulled over and cried. It was just a delayed reaction that we almost got killed. That was.
It starts sinking in.
It was like your body, you go into shock. It's almost like when a relative dies, how you prepare for the funeral. It's almost like you avoid the horribleness of it by doing things.
Yeah.
And that's what this was. The insurance exchange was a thing. It was a process. And we crossed the highway and pulled over, and he wept like, I don't know, like some grandmother, to quote Brando in Apocalypse Now. But I didn't think anything of it like he was faggy or anything, because I was sitting there going like, when you're high, nothing wrecks your high like an 18-wheeler ripping your bumper off. It's a high ruiner.
You got to allow him a good cry after that.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's something you don't make fun of. You're like, oh my, you should be crying along with him if you had any emotions.
Anytime Jimmy tells a story like that, all I do is picture the animation in my head.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because that is a perfect story to animate.
Well, because he uses real names, which makes it really funny for some reason.
And I'm just seeing them smoking pot, the little high cartoon characters driving in the car, the tractor trailer going,
I'll only use real names if it's not a slanderous story. Like,
of course.
I wouldn't care.
I never cried. He's going to sue you. I did not cry.
I got a picture of me and Steve, because Steve looked like he was 40 back when he was 17. He said he was like one of the. He had like Donnie Brasco glasses. I wonder whatever happened to him. He had these like, they were kind of always tinted. And I got a picture of me and him together. I just found when I was like 19 and in my like white homeboy phase. With my hat tilted to the side. It was just a couple of asses.
No, the real.
You should have been hit by that tanker.
Awful. That was God driving, trying to save me from embarrassing myself. You're not black.
Let's say hi to Dave in Illinois. Dave, what's up? Speaking of trucks, by the way, that's why we go to Dave. Dave, go ahead. Dave has a really good story, but I think we might have lost it.
Hey, Dave.
Ran over a guy with my semi once.
Ooh.
Is that guy still on the phone? Maybe his name's not Dave.
I think he's gone.
All right.
You know what I hit one time driving, which was very upsetting? I ran over a dead dog. I was coming home one night. I ran over it was like a dead German Shepherd, but it was a loud thump. A horrible thump. And I pulled over, of course, and I saw there was a dead dog. And I knew I didn't kill it, because as I drove up, I kind of saw something and hit it. And it was laying in the road. So
Opie probably killed it.
it had a knife sticking out of his liver.
Easy. Maybe he was just taking a nap and you didn't really kill him.
Maybe he was very tired. He just made it halfway across the highway. He's like, stretch.
I hit a big, ugly possum once where, same thing, thud, over both wheels, where the car kind of goes up in the air a little bit. It's such a creepy feeling.
I pulled over and I saw what it was, and I did cry on the way home because I thought it was like somebody's pet, and I felt so sad that I'd killed somebody's pet. It was around a holiday. I don't remember what it was, many years ago.
Dog's not coming home.
Yeah, the parents will just say that the dog ran away. Don't worry about it, Jimmy.
Were you done?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had an old Mustang years ago, and the brakes were bad. So I went to get the brakes fixed. And driving back from the place that fixed the brakes, I'm coming down a hill. I step on the brakes, nothing.
Oops.
I mean, nothing.
They didn't tighten something.
And I'm going right into a main road, like a major just road. There was nothing I could do. I just shot across this road, and by the grace of God, nothing was coming through at that second that I blasted through. But a tractor trailer passed by right after that, and I'm just thinking 2 seconds. Yeah. Like if I just would have been driving a little slower. And I did pull over and just started shaking like crazy. Like your body just, your mind transfers that to your body, and your body just loses control.
That's a nice shot of adrenaline that hit.
Oh,
that's adrenaline being
and
released.
I had to at the end of the road because I shot out of this road into a main road, but it didn't go all the way across. It was just a chain link fence and a sump on the other side. So I also had to wrench the wheel and turn so I wouldn't fly into the sump.
It was like a movie scenario.
It was horrible.
Your sinus is clear. You ever have your sinuses clear? When something horrifying like that happens, it's all done. Like I can breathe really well.
Yeah,
like when my adrenaline
for a
rushes
few
like
seconds,
that.
yeah.
That's your body
Oh, yeah, 'cause-
preparing for horrible things.
Yeah, your
For
body,
death.
your body just sucks all the fluids back in.
Your body, that's why I want to punch myself in the face sometimes because my nose is stuffed. I'm like, when I have an adrenaline rush, my head clears. So it's like your body can do it when it wants to.
Yeah, then why can't it just do it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's go to Al in New York. Al, listening on KMOX. What's up, Al?
What do you say, Al?
Who are these? Hold on. Who are these naked broads?
Zoe Zane.
Oh, that's the gone chick. Which one is she?
Did you just say Zoe Zane S?
No, chick.
Oh, chick. Okay.
She's the one on the right?
Yeah, with the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz.
Wait, she's dead now?
Well, there was a large quantity of blood found in her hotel room.
Get that off my screen.
Why?
I want to see more of her. She's hot.
Look, nah, it's kind of hot.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot knowing she's dead now.
I don't know. She's dead.
People
She's
die.
missing, and there was a large quantity of blood.
They're saying that
she
could have
killed the guy. She could have killed the guy.
I can still scrap looking at Jane Mansfield photos, and we all know where her head wound up and the old shoulder
in a bowling bag.
It certainly did. Boy, she was with a friend named Steve who didn't hit the brakes in time. and,
Oops!
And that little head came right off.
Oh God!
They smashed that little man. What a lovely head to lop off to.
What's up, Al?
Take that home with you.
And none of the guys she dated noticed for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
because her cans were so nice.
It's like finally she shut up.
That's right, folks. I'm gone for a few days, and I'm back with Jane Mansfield jokes. You missed nothing.
Hey, Al, what's up? Hey.
All right, I just got a story. It's almost in the same area on Route 17, parallel. First day of daylight savings, going to work, come around a corner, I see a tractor trailer on the other side of the road, and the next thing I know, the world just blacks out. And everything slows down. And I'm like, why can't I see the sky? And I can't figure it out, and I can see the ground, but no sky. I realize it's a tractor trailer. Swing the car to the left for whatever reason, go halfway under the tractor trailer, and the back wheel kicks me out. Saves my life.
Wow.
Total car is completely crushed. If I had a passenger, they'd be decapitated from the shoulders down.
Wait,
hold on, sir.
Did you?
Let me discuss his remark about decapitated from the shoulders down.
That's a little. That's kind of tough to pull off there, sir.
I meant from like the stomach up. I mean, it was that low.
All right, wait, but did your
stomach up?
Did your? We all know. Did your Honda pass under the tractor trailer?
Yeah, it went like when I went to the left, and it's a two-door Honda Civic. So when I swung the car to the left, I started to spin out. So the entire passenger side went under the tractor trailer. That's why it was crushed so low.
Because your instinct is to turn away from it.
Yeah, I was trying. I didn't know what I was doing. I just went to the left for whatever reason, and then the back wheel of the tractor trailer kicked me out. Hit the front of my car, knocked me out before I spun under too.
So another say half a second, and you would have been decapitated from the ankles up. This guy counts.
I had one toe left.
Yeah.
What a buffoon.
If his toe got cut off, he would have said I was decapitated from the middle toe up.
Yes.
It's all decapitation.
He decapitates himself when he clips his toenails.
Yes.
Let me tell you what's weird about it, though, is everything goes in slow motion. And
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at my legs and saying, wow, when are they going to be crushed? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the...
It is amazing how quick your mind can process what's going on and make you think about things. You're like, oh, I'm in real deep trouble here. I hope it ends quickly, or I hope I spin out and end up okay, but it's still going on, and we'll all have to just see how this ends. All right, that tire's really big, and it's coming towards me. Your mind could just kind of...
That's the conversation you have in your head, and in real time, that was like a quarter of a
It's just
second.
like this.
Yeah,
that's it.
I never saw anything. I never saw anything except the sunlight below. It was the first day of daylight savings time.
I know.
We know that.
All
And the
right,
decapitation
Al.
from the stomach up.
Woody Allen had a very funny bit years ago about getting ready to be hung, and he's like, he goes, and my life flashed before my eyes, and I'm seeing myself as a kid at the general store buying gingham for Emmy Lou, and then I realized it's not my life. He's like, I'm about to die, and the wrong life is flashing in front of my eyes. What a smart guy.
He's amazing. Roy, New York, what's up? Hi.
Yeah, okay.
Roy.
Yo.
Let's go.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
You guys grew. Listen, I used to do auxiliary police, which is volunteer police officer here in New York City.
Yeah.
I was out in the corner doing patrol. The funniest thing just happened. This guy's on rollerblades going across the street. The guy's making a left turn. Boom! Knocks him out. Guy gets out the car, punches him in the mouth, gets back in the car, and drives off.
Wait, so the guy that hit the rollerblader jumps out of his car, and he's so pissed off he has to punch the rollerblader that he just hit in the face?
Right. So the guy comes on, guys, can you help me? He just punched me in my face, but it was too funny. We couldn't see the plate or the model of the car because the guy just took off.
Did a hell of a job there,
Funny.
sir. All right, thank you. Let's go to Dave in
This is what
Philly.
some people find funny.
Dave in Philly not listening on WISP.
Hey,
How are you, Dave?
All right, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, love you. Love the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I got hit with about 12-13 on my brother's bike. Carried the bike home, bent up in two pieces, basically. And when I got there, he kicked the crap out of me for looking at his bike. I had a broken arm from the accident. Car hit me doing probably about 40. I ended up in the hospital with broken teeth and a broken arm. Broken teeth from my brother. I'm nice, huh?
Your brother punches you because you wrecked his bike?
That's understandable.
Yeah.
I guess when you're 12 or 13, it's understandable.
You don't care. As long as he's walking, you can punch him.
Yeah, you're like, you seem okay.
You're fine.
Now I got to hit you for wrecking my bike. Let's go to Danny the trucker. Almost done with this. Danny, what's up?
Hey guys, good morning.
Hey.
I was in Philly, unloaded my first load, and then I was going across town to pick up another load. Luckily, I was only doing about 30 mile an hour. Come across this, I think it was a bowling alley. There's a bunch of kids out in front, and there was a dump truck parked on the side of the street, and I had one guy walk right out in front of me, and I swerved just in time to miss him with the cab of the truck, but I think the nose of the trailer hit him. I got the truck stopped just in time and looked in my mirror to see his head move, lunge forward, because it was the trailer tires that moved it. You know, I just about ran over his head with the damn trailer tires.
Yeah, that could have made a mess.
Yeah, and then, you know, he was drunk off his butt, which is actually probably what saved his life. And, you know, he's like, oh, I'm okay. And, you know, I'm sitting there, what do I do? You know, and I figured there was enough people there. They called the cops, and I got kind of pulled off the street a little bit. And sure enough, the cop came and talked to the people up there, and I was waiting for him to come.
Then what happened? Jesus Christ, all right. You going to run us through the story you told when you got home that night?
And then my insurance rates went up.
Yeah, I got the bill, so I opened the envelope.
Right.
A lot of pedestrians in the city get hit by tractor trailers and buses because they stand in the road waiting to cross the street. And the tractor trailers, you know, it's pretty tight here in Manhattan. So they got to cut the corners. And the people look and see the front of the tractor trailer is way out in the intersection, not even close to them.
Yeah.
But by the time the back end of it gets into the intersection, it's pretty much scraping on the curb. So they're standing there not looking, and the rear tires just run them over. And that's it. Bye-bye.
A lot of the bike dudes get hit. Can we get a stat today, E-Rock? How many pedestrians get killed in New York City by being run over?
Yeah, and I
supposedly it's like well over like one a week. One a week here in Manhattan.
And let me tell you something. I don't know what the deal is, but when you're driving down in Chinatown,
why would you be driving down in Chinatown?
Well, there's people that live down there. They got to go see.
Yeah.
Big
piece of Manhattan.
Got friends that live down there and stuff.
Sometimes you got to go to Brooklyn. It's the fastest way to cross over.
Yeah, you get the Brooklyn Bridge, One Police Plaza. It's over there. But, you know, you got to drive through Chinatown. And People will walk right out in front of your car, and you're constantly reading about Asian women, older Asian women getting hit by cars. Constantly. They just shuffle out in the middle of the street. They do not look.
Maybe it's an insurance scam.
No, because they're usually dead.
Oh.
They just get, wailed.
Maybe they're really team players.
Yeah, well, I'll take one for the family. Could be.
Oh, wow. Let's. This is a hell of a way to start a morning show, by the way, with these horrific stories, but very interesting. Let's go to Maine. It's Andrew. What's up, Andrew?
Hey, what's up, Owen?
Hey.
Yeah, I pulled up the end of my boss's driveway one day, and I'm waiting for traffic to clear on a major route, and all of a sudden, screeching tires both ways. I look and I see this tan thing flying through the air. What I thought was a deer. It was a guy wearing a Carhartt suit, so it looked like a deer. And, of course, his boots, he came right out of his frickin' boots. And so I called up 911, said, someone hit a deer. And then everyone gets out, starts looking, and I go over and look. It's a guy. He jumped right out in front of a truck.
To kill himself?
Yeah, to kill himself.
Oh.
The poor driver of that truck, man, he was all messed up.
So what finally tipped you off that it wasn't a deer? Was it the orange hat? Or was it the note that he left behind?
I walked over it.
I have Lyme disease. I can't handle it.
Oh, by the way, you don't want to know what it's like to have your foot crushed. I've lost my toes in an accident. That is painful.
Were we taking
nice non sequitur?
Were we taking toe crushing stories and I didn't know?
You're right, sir. He's like, you wouldn't want to know what it's like to have your toes crushed, as if we challenged it to say it seems fun.
No, I want to know.
How many did you lose?
Well, I lost all of my big one, half of my second one, and just the top of the third one.
What did you do?
I was wearing steel-toed boots, and I was on a job site. Someone had disengaged the hydraulics and rigged it up. So when I stepped out of the Bobcat, the hydraulics didn't disengage. So when I stepped back in, I got caught, hit a foot pedal, and it brought the bar down over my steel-toed boots.
Oh, that has got to be painful. Those nerve endings, man.
That's a nasty one.
At the end of your fingers and your toes.
You had two little loose toes in your shoes?
Just think of a tube of toothpaste. That's what it did to my big toe.
I thought we didn't want to know.
Yeah.
Remember a little while ago you said you don't want to know?
Do you remember? You could have saved us that horrific visual. Bob, Missouri, what's up? We're taking a break, but what do you got?
Yeah, hey, man, I used to drive a big truck on the road, and I had a guy jump off the overpass in front of hit the windshield and slid under the truck, and I ran over him. He committed suicide in front of him, splattered him all over the highway. They had shovels out there shoveling him up.
Man, look, man, there's people listening to us right now. There are people listening right now that are going to kill themselves someday.
Yeah.
Leave us out of it.
Yeah, stop already.
Leave us out of it.
Yeah, he was nuts.
Seriously, I know you're nuts, but please leave us out of it. We don't need that horrific visual in our heads for the rest of our lives.
Don't jump out a window. Don't stand in front of a train.
Remember the time we were doing afternoons here in New York, and we got word that there was a guy splattered like pizza on the sidewalk?
Yeah, that was in front of the old Harley Davidson.
And we got some pictures of it and everything, and we threw it up on a website back in the day. But it was a big story here. The guy decides to kill himself, jumps out a window. I forgot how high up, 15, let's say 15, somewhere between 15 and 20
yeah, it was pretty high up.
And the guy, as he falls, is this woman just walking. It's lunchtime. And the guy
just barely brushed her.
Just before he hit the sidewalk. And that's what she has to remember for the rest of her life, how close she was to being killed by this ass.
I love guys that jump naked so their body splats. There are people that jump naked just so their body goes all over the place.
Sexy.
Yeah. Just a big, because, clothes will kind of hold it in a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going all over the place.
A little redecorating in the plaza.
I was reading an article on like suicide or whatnot. And a lot of these big cities, a lot of these landmarks, the workers at these landmarks have to be fully aware that people will travel to this particular landmark just to kill themselves. I mean, the most famous one is the Golden Gate Bridge out there in San Francisco.
Yeah, people love that.
People will travel from all over the world to kill themselves by jumping off that bridge. But that's not the only big landmark or structure that people decide to kill themselves on,
Yeah, people want this connection with things, I guess.
They do it with the bridges here in New York, the Empire State Building. They attempt it every once in a while. But for some reason, it's the thing to do. Kill yourself at a famous site or landmark.
Did you hear a story about people dumping remains, like when they cremate somebody in Disney?
What?
Yeah, a woman was caught dumping remains of a loved one in Pirates of the Caribbean in the water. and apparently. This has been going on for quite some time.
People want to be there?
Yeah, people have been dumping remains of loved ones in various attractions at Disney. Because, if people really like Disney, they want to kind of sprinkle their ashes there.
What do you got, Than?
Just being on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and getting a big face full of Uncle Ted.
Yeah, just getting...
Now, hold on. It's going to be the wildest ride this side of the Pecos. And you might get ashes in your face. Yeah. No flash photography.
I just want to be dumped at Disney. Little kids vomiting all the time on you. Awful.
Let's. We're going to stop this, but this guy ran over a hooker. I mean, come on, Sean, Jersey, what's up?
Playing GTA?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm a police officer, and I was on route patrol on a police motorcycle when a hooker ran across the highway, going to a truck stop. Never even seen her. Hit her, broke 2 femurs, her hip, her back. I broke my left arm.
Is she okay? I mean, she lived finally?
Yeah, she ended up living, yes, and I still have the rods in my arm.
I heard the hooker
Just where she has them. In her face.
Is it true she had to spend the next 6 months on her back?
In a body cast.
Yeah. All right, Sean, thank you. Jimmy, anything else happened to you on vacation? Because that killed an hour.
Killed an hour.
Yes, when we get back, I did the Gene Simmons roast, which was much more fun than I thought it would be.
Really?
And I booked New Year's Eve in Long Island. Tickets on sale tomorrow at the North Shore Theater.
New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve in Long Island.
Is it the North Fork Theater?
Yes,
or
it's an 8 o'clock show.
You said North Shore.
Whatever, I don't know. The old Westbury.
Right. The old Westbury Music Fair. Why do they have to change the name and make it confusing for everybody?
I don't know what North
Now you
Fork
drive
is.
by the place, it looks like it's just like it's a big bank.
Yeah.
Where's Westbury Music Fair?
Oh, it's a bank now? I gotta see a show at a bank?
I just see a logo for a bank. I'm confused. Where did the venue go?
But you know what? You eventually do stop saying that, because now I called Continental Arena the Meadowlands for years, and now I'll go, they're over Continental. It eventually did get to me. Like, you do start.
Catches on. Yeah.
You can't help yourself. So
I'm not a fan of naming buildings after corporate like companies, because it's just boring.
Man.
But it's just boring. Like, you know what I mean? They used to have cool names for arenas and stuff, and now it's like it's named after a bank or something. It's not the same thing.
But if I owned a place, I'd probably do it. Like
the money they get for doing it, how could they refuse? But maybe they could take the corporate money and then still make a cool name somehow.
Yep.
That's all I'm getting at. What? The Izod Center. What's
it's
that?
It's not Continental anymore. It's Izod.
They just changed it. Yeah.
When did they change it?
2 weeks ago.
No,
Are you kidding
this is
me?
New Jersey. This is not the New Year's Eve show.
Yeah.
Why would anyone say I'm going to the Izod Center? Are you?
They lost a lot of their stuff to the new Prudential building that built in Newark, and Continental just didn't want to do the upkeep anymore, so now it's the Izod Center.
So now we won't be able to say Continental. Everyone will still call it Continental.
Let's see, Continental, boring. Prudential Center, boring. Izod Center, boring. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'll tell you what is exciting. North Fork Theater.
Right.
They say at Westbury, just so you kind of know where you are.
Yeah.
The North Fork Theater at Westbury, as if it's a resort.
That's where Jimmy's going to be New Year's. We got to take a break. It's Opie and Anthony. Stay there. What's up, bitches? Opie and Anthony. Hey, before the break, Anthony was saying that people dump their loved ones down there in Disney, right?
Yeah, in Disney, people have decided, people that enjoy Disney and they pass on, that they get cremated, and then people dump their ashes in various rides, their favorite ride. Yeah.
We got a phone call about that. It's Mike listening on BCN in Boston. Mike, what's up, buddy?
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Pretty good,
man.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
Thank you, man.
Hey, listen, I was listening to BCN last week, and Crash from the Toucher and Rich show said that he dumped his mother on It's a Small World ride.
That's
Really?
exactly what we were just talking about.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular ride for people to dump their loved ones in. That's great.
Can we... Yes, Mike, go.
Happy Phone Call Thursday, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Hey, can we get Crash for the Toucher and Rich show on the phone to talk about that?
It's a small world.
Everybody's not trying to be up at this hour.
I know. What are you kidding? They're probably still out.
He's going to bed shortly.
I actually got a email from Toucher about his alcoholism.
It's a small world. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mommy.
Oh, that's a big mommy.
That's the whole urn.
That's a big mommy.
Bye, Mommy.
Wow.
Oh, there it goes. Bye, Mommy. There you go. Wasn't there someone else with you on the ride? No.
Hey, we got a communique from Toucher and Rich. They write, hey, guys, just want to thank you for all the plugs on your show over the last few weeks. Great stuff, brothers. We had a great time hanging out with you guys at the Hard Rock on Halloween.
They remember?
I believe Toucher, Crash, and I may have had a few drinks that night, although admittedly not even on the same planet as the amount we have had at station events in the past. So they're openly admitting...
They were lightweights that night?
That they were lightweights when we thought they were completely hammered.
Amazing.
And then they write, I know, Opie, you had said at the end of the night that if we ever had any funny audio to send it your way, here's some dry audio of a hidden mic bit I did a while back. Here's the story in a nutshell, blah, blah, blah. I'll forward this to Steve. We'll see if it's something we want to play on our show. But there you go. Toucher and Rich thanking us for calling them alcoholics to an entire nation the last month or so. Bunch of interesting stories coming in today. The 9-year-old drug test, dude.
Yeah.
This is a great story,
Well,
man.
what else are kids for? You know, they're your kids. What else are they for? To help out. If you want to take a drug test and perhaps you can't stop smoking pot for a few days, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this guy? That's what your kid is for. Hey.
To help you pass a drug test.
You know, it's not criminal. It's not a criminal thing. I mean, it's an ethical problem, I would think. But they arrested the guy on, child endangerment. Hey, wait till you hear the story.
All right, here it is.
Well, a Long Island man is behind bars for pulling his son out of school to help him take a drug test. Police say that they saw 36-year-old Brandon Constantino of Center Reach and his 9-year-old son acting weird in a deli parking lot yesterday. Now, when they confronted the two, Constantino admitted he made his son urinate in a cup because he needed to pass a drug test for a new job. He's now facing child endangerment and possession of marijuana charges.
You think this guy likes drugs, Jimmy?
I don't think he has an affection for drugs. To make your kid urinate in a jar to protect you, you have to love drugs.
Of course. That's great.
I was in a child endangerment, though. Was a kid doing it in a tub with a toaster in his hand?
I know. He's just filling up a cup.
And by the way, what a dumb father. How are you going to get away with that? They're probably going to think, what do you eat, Twinkies and Flintstones chewables? This is not your urine.
You're not doing drugs, but you have the chicken pox.
And why not go somewhere else to have the kid do this for you?
How about a bathroom?
Yeah, he's out in the parking lot
Behind
somewhere.
the building. You know
the cops probably thought they were onto something that was really bad.
This guy's got the kid on the hood of the car waving at passersby. Her father holds a little juice bar. Good improv skills.
Juice bar.
Boo.
You know what? That's the second time that happened. This is not set up right today, by the way.
Uh-oh. Someone's head.
The first time I thought it was me, but it's definitely not set up. But anyway, I was thinking as I was listening to that story that we could get away with a lot of crap if we didn't act weird.
Like having your 9-year-old son in a parking lot?
But the reason he got caught was because people saw that this guy was acting weird.
Yeah.
If you could just stay cool in these situations and not act weird, you would get away with a lot of stuff in this world. But people panic and start acting weird, and that makes people call the authorities.
That's true. Well, I'll give you that one.
Well, just stop acting weird.
Probably no way to do it not weird, though. Unless you just got to go into a bathroom and say, look, here's what you got to do. Whatever. Tell him, make up a reason why you need the kid to do it, and tell him to keep it under his hat. Or have him do it before he leaves the house in the morning. How forgetful was it? Then again, he's doing drugs. Probably overslept.
True.
I want it to be a responsible, smart guy, and he's trying to beat a urine test with a 9-year-old. It's like, this guy has no planning skills at all.
Right.
I got a pregnant woman to do it quickly. What are you doing, stupid?
He's apparently a trucker, I think, and he's going for the test, yeah.
Okay. Hey, the other thing, it is Perv News Thursday. There's a great story. I think it's out of Westchester. There's an old doctor that died.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess they were going through like a storage facility.
Yeah, it was a huge storage facility. All they showed was
boxes
of child porn.
50,000 35 millimeter slides. Yeah,
slides,
and more than 100 8mm movie reels. Reels. That doesn't mean movies. That means movie reels. It was a hidden storage space. I guess it was during a renovation project, and it was in his home. And they set out to find more victims because this is a guy who once faced child abuse allegations, and they called his collection staggeringly large.
Staggeringly.
And they said
that is big.
Most of these things were made. Kids were between 6 and 15 years old from the 1960s through the 80s.
Groovy.
So they fired this guy. They took away his medical license in the 90s, and he died. Mercifully, he's dead. But they want to find the kids and see if they could contact other people that have copies of this stuff.
Kids. No,
but that's what I'm saying.
Kids, they're in their 50s.
Men and women.
If you're in the 60s making child porn movies, you're like, you're how old are you now? You're like my age.
You're either over it and working, or you're screwed up.
You're 45.
I don't think there's any fixing that.
You've never recaptured your film glory. You probably went on to a normal life after that.
Yeah.
Thought you'd be a big star in the movies.
What a creep, though. Just picture him in his house.
Yeah.
With that the slide projector going.
Ugh. With a beep that tells you it's time to move on to the next creepy picture. What was the sound it used to make, those stupid slide?
Oh, the film strip.
Or the film strip.
There's a film strip. Beep. And then you'd have to advance the film strip.
Why didn't you get rid of this crap?
Because he probably didn't. Maybe, I don't know what he died of, but he might not have been thinking of it on his deathbed, or again, maybe he figured, well, maybe I'll pull through and want to watch these again.
People don't like getting rid of their stuff.
Do you really need 50,000 35 millimeter slides?
Well, I mean, I'll say.
Do you need over 100 movie reels?
Maybe you get bored. It's a guy. I mean, I'll say this: that I have 2,000 songs on my iPod, and I get bored. So yeah. So I mean, I'll just say that, play devil's advocate.
2,000,
maybe more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm the iPod Kid. That's my nickname.
Right? Oh, right.
Hey, we got Bretta. She's a girl in Jersey. Bretta, what's up?
It's Brita.
Brita.
It's Brita.
Who you named after?
God damn it.
Brita, who you named after?
I'm named after St. Bridget of Ireland.
Okay.
All right, what do you got, Brita?
Yeah, dude. Dude, you rocked my morning because I couldn't fucking fall asleep because it drive me crazy. What?
You dropped a bomb.
Yeah, you
starts with the letter
I'm
F.
a terrorist. Don't get over it.
No, I mean it starts with the letter F. Yeah, you get what we're.
Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry.
So wait, you couldn't sleep last night, and
a little buzzed,
and you're buzzed.
Couldn't sleep. I drank some coffee. I'm on a natural high.
Yeah.
I pissed in a cup yesterday morning. Excuse my language.
Well, there's two.
And then she goes, "Excuse my language. We can't.
We can't excuse your language. Come on.
You're like LaMotta at the table, talking to Tommy,
and now she's just babbling.
Go ahead.
All right.
Whatever. I didn't mean to try to converse with you. Sorry.
I just think cut losses immediately.
Really?
Yeah. Talking. No. Too many people talking.
I know
you're the one that's talking.
We were letting you talk. We were letting you talk, and you cursed a couple times. So
I have a mouth.
Oh, I hope that the family says, I can't believe she went like Jane Mansfield. I hope that happens.
Yeah, you know what they do? They throw me in the hospital because I have a mouth on me.
Oh, what? So you've been in the hospital before?
Many times.
For what? Mental problems?
Well, they keep telling me I'm bipolar. Yeah,
right.
I study at Montclair. Yeah, listen, though. I'm a psych major, and I study at Montclair State.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 classes left till I graduate.
Yeah.
And I ran away to Florida, and they came back. And
why'd you run away to Florida as an adult? Who, you Ratso Rizzo?
No, dude, I was raised in Clifton. I was born in Ireland. I'm not American.
Do you have a MySpace?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
What is it? Let's see.
It's Beautiful Brita.
B-R-E or B-R-A? B-R-A.
B-R-E. B-R-E-D-A.
All right.
B-R-E-D-A.
Check it out. E-Rock is pulling that up right now.
Wow, she's cute.
Very cool.
Are you kidding
That's
me?
me, like, blind. No. That's me blind.
There's nothing cute about her.
Absolutely wrong.
You saw me now,
Dude, she's
a Lisa Loeb thing from this distance.
She's got a Lisa, yeah.
No. Are you fat or skinny?
She's using MySpace like...
Fat and skinny had a race.
Hold on! She's using MySpace voodoo, and I can't accept it.
No, the MySpace
This
picture
is MySpace
pics?
voodoo.
Voodoo.
This is not a color photograph. It's like kind of a black and white photograph. I think it's hiding up a world of hurt.
Rita, are you pretty? Hold on. Like, what, are you a good-looking girl?
I'm gorgeous.
But are you fat?
I'm fucking, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not fat anymore.
You-
I was fat because I had a fat, excuse me.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. Are there any other? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Are there any other pictures on there, Iraq?
No, it's
Yeah, but you gotta add me. I'm private.
All right, well, then
you're private.
Friend request me because I'm MySpace.com, Jim Norton, and then tomorrow we will look at your pictures on the air. But she looks like, I can't tell if she's fat.
It's MySpace voodoo. I'm telling you right now, man.
It is not my, it is my, and even the background shot, I shot in Mexico because it's a lotus blossom.
No, there's something going on.
Nobody cares
Your
about
picture.
crazy.
Your picture looks good. The one picture we can see definitely looks good, but I think it's MySpace voodoo. The angle is such that it's too artsy. It's an artsy type photo, and she keeps talking.
Will you shut up? You have to have a give and take. You talk a little. Opens
I know.
No, you don't know because you continue.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're awful.
Good morning.
You're pretty cute too, but
She's
you're
not.
awful. No, she is. She's a pretty face. I mean,
She's got that
I hate
photo.
what's coming out of that hole in the front of her face, which is all that sound.
We all know about MySpace voodoo. I'm saying there's a little MySpace voodoo happening. Why don't I just hang up on her?
I don't know.
That's my problem.
I know.
That is my biggest problem.
It's
Why? Why won't I just hang up on her?
Cut losses.
She's annoying all of us in the studio. She's annoying our listeners, but for some reason I can't hang up on her.
Please don't, because I'm blind right now, sitting in my car because I'd rather not be in my house.
She's
gives
like
a crap?
She's like Citadel stock. We should have dumped it a long time ago.
I love a Marine. Help me find my Craig.
She just.
Government won't let me touch him.
You are a little bipolar.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
I'm not bipolar. I self-diagnosed myself, and I used to smoke a lot of marijuana. And I think it was all self-medication, and it kept me sane. And then after 19, when they started throwing me on pills, they're like prescribing me crack, and that's not cool.
I think they prescribe crack. I don't think
No.
so, but
I can listen to you talking,
pharmaceuticals.
and your inability to like shut up and listen and then talk is mind blowing.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
All right. Well, let's take some bets. I say.
Hey.
I'm not going to argue with Jimmy. Oh my God!
Wow!
Oh my God!
Wow!
How close are you to 57th Street in Manhattan?
Yeah, I live in Franklin Lakes. I have to get my eyes dilated because I'm so fucking blind.
Oh my God! We're gonna run out of.
I'm sorry. Please don't hang up on me.
Listen to me.
Yes.
I'm with Jimmy. The picture looks good, but I'm very suspicious, and I'm going to call it MySpace voodoo. And tomorrow we're going to see other pictures of her, and I want to bet somebody in the studio that this thing is a mess.
Won't
go inside and approve all. Hold on, shh.
She won't.
Go inside and approve all of your friends because E-Rock had friend requested you. So just go approve your friends.
All right, definitely.
Okay.
Do you get nervous when there's dead air? Do you get nervous when there's silence or something?
Nervous? Nervous? Do I intimidate?
Do you get nervous when there's silence?
Nah. I like silence.
You don't like
I wish
silence.
everybody would shut up. I love silence.
You don't, because every time there's a moment of it,
you fill
destroy
it
with your blather.
It doesn't even have to be silence.
Right. Listen.
Can I comment? Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God.
I got a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I cannot hang up on this chick. So someone get the F over here and hang up on her.
Jersey knows me.
Dan,
No, don't. No,
Dan,
don't
take
listen
this,
to them.
take
Don't
this,
listen to them.
because I don't know what's wrong with me. Just hang up on her.
Yeah, she is babbling.
Thank you.
Thank God.
I don't know why, but
What,
for
is it
some
calling
reason,
her back?
Huh?
What's it calling her back? I heard it ringing.
Now go in there and approve. Listen, she's probably still talking on the phone. If you're listening right now, nut, go inside and approve your friends so we can look at you.
Yeah,
Eric
we wanna
friend
see.
requested you.
Right.
Friend requested you.
All right, let's go to Andrew in Jersey. Andrew.
Hey,
Hi. What's up, Andrew?
I'm on my bus way to go to school.
Oh, you're going to...
You're on a bus?
On a bus going to school? What grade you in, son?
I'm in 8th.
Eighth grade? Yeah,
I
you...
wish
I wish I was out, like, listening to your radio station, because that's all I ever do.
Your voice has that 8th grade, sound to it.
That 8th grade coolness.
Yeah.
This kid's cool.
Are you a cool kid, or are you a dork in school?
What?
Are you a cool kid or a dork?
Nah, not a dork, not a dork.
I love that all these kids have their own cell phones these days. It's amazing. All right, you're on the bus, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Any cute girls on the bus right now?
Not right now. Wait.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
You know what used to happen to me on the bus?
What?
Nah, probably shouldn't say.
Hey, listen.
No, I used to, for some reason, and I don't know why, I would just get on the bus, and I'd get into a state that is normally reserved for encounters with women during some kind of sexual contact.
You'd throw up and cry?
Yeah.
Wow.
And for some reason, just being on the bus would do that. And then I get off the bus at school, and I have to take my books and kind of hold them in front of me for a little while, and then it would just go away. But every time on the bus, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Come on, everybody.
Hey, Andrew.
No?
What row are you in?
7.
7th row?
Yeah.
Well, you're in the 7th row on the bus?
Yeah.
Punch the bus driver in the side of the head, and then just turn the wheel into an abutment.
How many rows on the bus, though? Is it one of those short ones?
About 11. About 11.
All right, so you're almost cool. You're like more cool than nerdy.
You should be in the back seat.
Why aren't you in the back?
Reserve seats. It's gay.
Reserved seats in a bus?
Yeah, it's stupid,
Well,
right?
what is that about?
Wait a minute. What's going on with
When did they start that crap?
I know.
What, do they keep the troublemakers up front?
No, they usually push them towards the back.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
And they sit them next to like a dorky kid.
Wait, who gets the reserved seats, Andrew?
Like the younger kids.
Like a first class?
No, like 6th graders, and they're like really annoying.
Oh, hate 6th graders, don't you?
They're the worst.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, you want to go to an Islanders game?
Opie
longer.
Opie will take you to an Islanders game if you wait 10 years.
All right, Andrew, why are you calling, by the way?
Yeah, what do you need?
I don't know, because I was bored. I need someone to talk to.
That assigned seating isn't working out for you? They didn't put anybody cool next to you?
This radio show does give that personal touch where you feel like, you know what?
I could call them, and they'll just kind of talk.
I need to talk to these guys about nothing. All right, sir. Andrew, good luck to you. You want a song played for you later?
Sure. Can you play like Right Now by Korn?
There you go. All right, Andrew.
See, he's cool. Likes corn.
Bye.
Bye.
Do well in your studies.
Next time you hear that song, it's for you. Okay, Andrew? That's how it works. See, we can take care of all requests. Just request a song and how we do it. Next time you hear that song, just remember it was for you. By the way, there's a hater out there that hated the fact that I said MySpace Voodoo over and over again during that phone call. So for the rest of the show, if you're calling the Opie and Anthony program, please say MySpace Voodoo.
Oh, Christ, pony.
MySpace Voodoo, MySpace Voodoo, MySpace Voodoo, MySpace Voodoo. Over and over and over again. Hey, we got Crash from Toucher and Rich standing by.
Wow.
Dumping his ashes, his mom's ashes down there in Disney. We'll talk to him next. It's Opie and Anthony. How many did I take? 3?
Are you taking drugs?
No.
What are you doing? I don't know. I see you opening a bottle. You popping pills. What are you taking? Uppers, downers, Benny's, Dexies, meth?
What is that
B12 commercial, or like Adam 12 or something, or Dragnet. Some crappy show.
I don't list pills. It's like an always an old show.
Uppers, downers.
What are you thinking? Black Beauties? Yellow Jackets?
Reds. Yellow Jackets.
These old bad cop shows, they list all the drugs.
Yeah.
What are you on, dope? Taking marijuana? Black Beauties? Uppers, downers? Lefts, rights?
He's taking the bennies.
Just a B12 pill there. I don't do the pills.
B12? You just did.
It's B12. It's a vitamin.
You said I just took a B12. I don't do the pills.
It's a vitamin.
But it's a pill.
It's a vitamin. There's pills and then there's vitamins.
There's nothing wrong with vitamins, but it's about
vitamins.
Vitamins. Crisco from Grand Rapids, he writes, hey, MySpace Voodoo, let's make it #1 on Google Trends.
Oh.
MySpace Voodoo. Everyone understands that. There's, hold on, let's go to Chris in Monroe. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey.
MySpace Voodoo.
Yeah.
Horrible.
All right, these girls, they're geniuses when it comes to photography, especially the ones that are a little bit fat, but they kind of play it off like they're skinny.
Yeah.
I met up with this one girl, right? Meet her off of MySpace. I can't really tell what her body is. Like, it looks all right, but it's not great. Turns out she's like 170 pounds, dude, right? It's absolutely disgusting. So, anyway, long story short, we wind up, whatever. We're done. So she goes, hey, are you ever going to call me again? And I just laughed and walked her to the door. That's what you have to do.
What a gentleman.
But you could cover up a world of hurt with your MySpace photos. That's all we're getting.
My favorite is just the eye pictures.
The eye
just
picture?
the eye.
Yeah.
When there's a picture of them from 8 miles away, like it was taken with the Hubble, or when there's a photo of them and one of their hot friends, and you're looking at the two of them, and you're like, well, I wouldn't be the fat one if I were you. Hopefully you're the hot one.
Yeah.
Like, you don't put a picture, if you're a fatso, don't put a picture of you and your hot friend in the MySpace.
Yeah, because you're going to think, oh, is that the... Oh, no.
Unless your name is myspace.com/disappoint. Because that's what you're doing to people who contact you.
Let's continue with this MySpace voodoo. Other things that women do to make their pictures look good online.
Yeah, just the eyes.
They do the eye picture. They do the picture from above. They do a black and white photo.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a great one. They have pictures of when they are all tan and nice on vacation with their girlfriends.
Yeah.
Everyone looks way better when they go on vacation, right? You look relaxed.
A couple of years ago, maybe, too.
Yeah, you got a few drinks in you. You're all tanned up. You're wearing, nicer clothes. And all of a sudden, you throw that up there like that's how you live every day.
Yeah.
That's another little MySpace voodoo trick.
Or they're standing there waving in front of a Rocky II movie poster. It's not recent.
Mike in Rhode Island's going to add to this. Mike, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? I just want to say fat chicks are masters at MySpace voodoo. Like, they hide their chins and armpit cleavage and all that shit.
Why? The cursing today.
Today is like, wow.
Today's
People are really
potty
just
day.
blowing it out.
Hey, if
you know what? As soon as you curse, let me just explain something to the people out there. Because I know the listeners want to be stars in their own right. As soon as you curse on this side of the radio show, your audience goes down by 50% easy, if not more.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to try to keep it clean so you get more people hearing what you're trying to say on a radio show?
Yeah, because the technology isn't there to just nip out the curse word. We lose all of your funny line.
They lop when we hit the dump button. It's a lop.
Oh, they're hacking.
It's anywhere from 4 to 8 seconds. So you think one little curse they could just dissect that out? No, we're lopping heads off.
Let's it's like the Jane Mansfield thing. Let's say Jane went in for she said take a little off the top, and they were all right. And they just swung mid-chest. That's what the dump does.
I got to back up. Crisco from Grand Rapids, she's screaming at me. She's a girl. I don't know. How am I supposed to know Crisco is a girl's name? Yeah. All right, we lost
We have
him.
our friend.
Yeah, let's say hi to Crash from Toucher and Rich.
Yes.
Hey, Crash.
What's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
How are you, sir?
Can't complain.
How are the guys?
Doing pretty good. If I sound a little tired, I apologize. Fred just dropped me off about a half hour ago. We were out all night. So,
of course you were.
Where were you?
No, just kidding. Actually, you know what? In Fred's defense, and this is not just because I've known him for 10 years, he's really not the station's biggest drunk.
Yeah, I'm hearing that you're kind of mad that we've decided to tell everyone that, Toucher's a raging alcoholic when, in fact, you're the raging alcoholic. Is that true?
I'm kind of pissed because 20 years in radio in Atlanta, I built my entire career on being fired 4 times, being the drunk, screwing all the women, and I come up here and I'm like, okay, let's just carry it on, and I've lost my title.
They think you're like they look at you like you're like the stable one, the goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't exactly go that far, but I promise you, Fred's just a natural born prick. So you put a few drinks in him, and he gets that stare. He gets that dumb look, and he looks like he's really wasted when he's not. He's
that dumb look.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it, because that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw that.
He was kind of staring off into space. And
yeah.
Is he the one that which one is he the one that wore the slippers the day I saw him? He looked like that old guy in Arthur. He looked like Liza Minnelli's father, but skinnier.
Yes, that's really
That's
good.
who he looks like. Just picture a skinny version of that guy, unshaven and a mess, doing a good radio
He
show.
grows a 5 o'clock shadow by the end of his shift.
Yeah,
up there in Boston.
Well, I'll have you know, it's all because of what you guys said, that he is not only dressing better now, He's now got a personal trainer. He's in the gym. You've completely screwed the man. He's a totally different person now.
Right. We might have helped him.
No. I seriously doubt that. But you know, he's in fact, that's why we're doing a contest right now. We're doing a thing called the Effin' Champ. It's a drinking game where we all were seeded 1 through 6, and we're going up against each other. So
very
we'll
cool.
find out who the champ is. Although we do have a 350-pound Mexican guy on our show that can just.
Who's the number 1 seed?
Actually, that was him. His name's Adolfo, and there's just absolutely no.
Oh yeah.
Well, the kid's like 22 years old. He never drank before, and he's so uneducated that he drinks like a fifth of Jack Daniels. And he's like, "Oh wow, now what happens?"
Wait,
he's too stupid to realize he's drunk.
Is he the guy that when I was in studio, he's all the way against the wall, kind of? Like he doesn't talk much?
No, he doesn't say a word unless spoken to, and even then you have no idea what he's saying. But the reason he was in a corner, because we make him go in a corner when he has flatulence.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a creep. I saw
Yeah,
that
something
guy.
tells me it probably would reek the whole room out.
Hey, Crash, what's the deal with you dumping the ashes of what? Your mom?
Yeah, it was my mom, because we grew up in Miami, so, you know, it was always like grab the kids and do a little trip to Disney World. So we spent just about 2-3 times a year in Disney World. So, you know, it became a big family tradition for us. And then on a real happy note, after Mom got her cancer, we took her there one last time.
Jeez.
And she said, you know, hey, this is where I want to be. But she also loved to fish. So we put half her ashes in the Atlantic Ocean off the Florida Keys, and the other half we went back to It's a Small World and dumped the can of the rest of her ashes off the side.
You know, that's too much responsibility. What if we're supposed to have our ashes in one place when we die?
You know what?
You might have messed up her whole, life in eternity.
Yeah.
She's not able to cross over because she's half in the Atlantic and the other half listening to It's a Small World.
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
And, dude, how do you know what parts get dumped where? Like, you may have in one place put, like, the ankle and the scalp, and then the Atlantic, her nose and her ass floating right next to each other.
Right.
There's been all these sightings of just an old lady holding a cigarette. Her arm just holds up like Excalibur. Comes out of the It's a Small World.
Yeah, when my dad died, he wanted some of his stuff donated to science. And then now that it's been about 3 years, I'm like, man, did we do the right thing? Was he supposed to be, whole?
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know. I mean, you know.
What if you're in the afterlife and going, I knew I should have just left it all alone in one piece. And
I'm in the afterlife getting no dates because my stupid family thought it was a good idea to give a few parts to science.
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine
how am I going to get dates with no eyes and no whatever?
I would imagine that was all over with once she was finished being cremated. If there was any chance of her going to heaven as a whole, that was done after they cooked her.
Yeah.
Good point.
So it's a small world, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anthony was saying that people in America are getting so fat that they have to, dig out the
They
ride
have to dig out the ride, yeah. Apparently there's a turn in there that is getting bogged down and the boats are stopping. And they actually had to build a platform for employees to come out and push the boat because people are getting so fat in this country.
I'm thinking it's because of people like Crash dumping the ashes of loved ones.
You think it's just dead people ashes that are...
It's like a mud pit
like a sandbar?
Like a sandbar of dead relatives.
That's people running over the ass of my mom that's up there.
I love it. Crash,
That's one of her arms reaching up saying, get that son of a bitch, get him on, stop the boat.
That is, that's a novel idea. I mean, I've heard about it, and apparently a lot of people do it. A woman got caught dumping a loved one into the Pirates of the Caribbean last week.
Yeah, I think the Haunted Mansion's getting a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion's another one. But not any water in there, so that just kind of lays around and...
Yeah, you wind up on the floor, and then Pedro comes in and sweeps you up.
Yeah, sweeps you up afterwards, throws you in the garbage pail.
I want to change subjects for a second, Crash. I'm hearing that Rich from Toucher and Rich was one of the first internet celebrities. Is that true?
The first internet for what? For doing...
I don't know. Let me go to Pez in Atlanta. Pez.
Yes.
You're on with Crash from Toucher and Rich.
Hey, Crash.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah, Rich was one of the first internet pictures to be passed around. Do you remember when he was protesting out in Augusta?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was. I mean, I knew that was big on Sports Center and stuff, but I didn't know that was one of the first things on the internet.
No, that was everywhere. For you guys who for O&A, the picture is there's a bunch of women at Augusta
protesting, and he's the one in the background holding up a sign that says "Iron my shirt, bitch."
All right.
That's all right. That's an old story when they were trying to get, the women were trying to get into Augusta so they could play along with the men, right?
Yeah, he was a stunt boy actually in Atlanta. They put him up to that.
Spuds Buckley?
Hey.
No?
Hey.
Thought his name might have been Spuds Buckley.
Hey. I wish I did something like that as Spuds Buckley. That's great. We got to get the picture up on ONDARadio.com later today. Very cool.
Yeah, it was all over ESPN.
Iron my shirt, bitch.
All right, guys. Pez, thanks. And Atlanta Crash, thank you so much.
No problem, guys.
Oh, there it is. Look, Iron my shirt, bitch.
Yeah,
there's I recognize him.
Wait, is that really him? That picture? Is that Dumbo?
What, you've seen that picture?
100 times I've seen this photo.
Wow.
Who is that?
That's Rich from Toucher and Rich.
Rich?
Yes.
Oh,
I totally recognize him now.
Iron my shirt, bitch.
I've never seen this picture. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the man's got a cast iron sack. I mean, he was there screaming when Martha Burke was trying to talk and everything. You can hear there's audio that goes with it and everything. The cops are escorting him out and everything. I mean, it's great.
Hey, that's a great bit right there. Yeah, it was when the women were trying to play alongside the men at Augusta. Look at these women. None of them even know how to play golf.
Iron my shirt.
It says iron my shirt. Right along. right along signs that say sexism is a handicap. College 80,000,
dignity, respect,
124,000, busting up the old boys club priceless.
And then a big iron my shirt bitch sign.
It's a big yellow sign. It couldn't be more obnoxious. That sign is so great. I thought it was fake for years.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a real. No one really did that. Wow.
That is great, and that's Rich from Touch and Rich. Bravo, man. I was so against that whole thing too, man. Why did the women want to play alongside the guys?
Because anything we enjoy, they have to ruin.
Go open your own club.
Exactly. And call it Hens. The Hens Golf Club. And you can cluck at each other from hole to hole. How about that? The Hens playing golf. And what you can do is instead of a golf cart, you can have a portable laundry line and then talk to each other over it. Did you hear what he said? Shut up.
You don't see guys like trying to join women's clubs.
No, we don't want to.
That's why I'm so against this crap. If you want to play golf, go open up your own club. Who cares?
Leave a little separation here and there.
Yeah, you don't have the guys running to join women's clubs.
What they'll do is they'll join, and if they join and just assimilate to the way it is, that's fine. But then they'll start complaining that it's too sexist, and the guys want strippers, and it's like, you know what? You're not fun.
Yeah. Hey, you got pictures of the girl now? Yeah. All right,
hold on. We're going to go back to, let's say goodbye to Crash.
Take care, man.
Hey, Crash, and 1 second.
Yep.
I told you, by the way. Crash.
Yeah, man.
Did Dave ever forgive us up there?
You know what? To be honest with you, I haven't spoken to Dave since he effed up my Thanksgiving, so I really wouldn't know.
Oh, you're mad?
Yeah.
What happened? You weren't allowed to go home for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, my wife made the reservations, and she had us leaving on Wednesday, and, we're in the big ratings period, so no one's allowed to take a day off, so it kind of screwed things up. She had to fly in Wednesday, and I flew in Thursday. When I fly in alone, I get drunk, so I showed up in Atlanta with her family drunk on Thursday, then stayed drunk all the way through Sunday, so I blame him for putting the ball in motion.
There you go. Yeah, our Tom Brady thing caused a bit of a stink up there. We were just trying to have fun. I'm all for the Pats going undefeated this season.
I'm not.
You don't want the Pats to go undefeated? Why,
No.
Jimmy? Your Cowboys are 10-1.
Dallas.
You got a big game tonight.
Yes, Dallas against the Green Bay Packers.
Both 10-1.
Are they 10-1, the Packers?
Yes.
Favre stinks. You know what?
And Favre's going to retire.
He's a queer. They haven't. Favre can die as far as I'm concerned. They haven't won in Dallas since 1989.
What, the Packs?
Yes,
the Packers?
Green Bay. Favre has not won in Dallas since '89.
Yeah.
He could shut his face and put his stupid fingers up in the air. Is that bastard really 10-1? I haven't been following.
Isn't that amazing? And he was going to retire. I mean, the team was kind of like kind of just there for a couple of years, and he decides, I'm not going to retire. Now they're 10-1, having one of their best seasons in a long time. Hey, Crash, say hi to Toucher, say hi to Rich. You guys are, the kings of afternoons up there. Continued success for you guys.
Thanks, man. We appreciate everything. You guys take care.
All right. For everybody in the Boston area, Touch and Rich on BCN in the afternoon.
Hey, wait. Do we have, now before we say, do we have this girl on the line now?
Let's get her on the line.
Because, I mean, the pictures are up. Hey.
Let's. I can't really get a look from here. I'll have to walk over there.
Go to the second row, third picture in. Proves my point. That
that.
I can't see from back here.
That is not a beard.
I can't see, goddammit.
All right, listen, let's set this up. So we got Brita, whatever the hell her name is. She called back and then she hung up because she has the worst attention span. So I guess
awful.
I guess she had to go chain smoke again or
She's
something.
eating bugs in the corner like she's in Papillon.
Right. And all the people that are on hold because they want to talk about MySpace Voodoo, please stay there. Also, E-Rock found that website where they show what these girls do to make themselves look hot on MySpace.
Really?
There's a million
website dedicated to that?
A million great examples. Yeah, and we'll do that next as well, okay?
And can I just say, New Year's Eve tickets for Long Island, North Fork Theater go on sale tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. at Ticketmaster. I'm finally coming back to Long Island for a New Year's Eve show this year. It's an 8 o'clock show, so you can get completely loaded after it.
There you go. It's Opie and Anthony.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. As Opie is sipping water, Anthony's talking about alcohol. Colin Quinn, who just walked in. And I'm now leading the show, and here it is. We're back.
You're leaving the show.
Leading us back in from break.
I know.
And it was pretty powerful the way I did that.
It really was.
And by the way, I was informed that while I didn't know Colin was here while I was doing my brilliant sports analysis break about Green Bay and Dallas, and apparently Colin was in the dressing room not agreeing.
It wasn't that I disagreed. First of all, I grew up loving the Packers, I was from New York. But second of all, just the fact that it takes a real amateur to spout a fact like, Dallas, Green Bay hasn't beaten them since 1989. That's not a fact that a real sports fan would even know. And I'm not even a real sports fan. I'm a half a fruit myself. But I know phoniness when I hear it. How would you know that unless somebody handed you a paper?
No one handed it to me.
Are you a big sports? Do you watch football every Sunday?
I saw that.
Shut your mouth.
I used to watch it.
And the Cowboys stink, and so do the Packers, and I'm a Packers
fan. They're both 10-1. They're
20-1.
Against garbage.
The Jets stink.
I know the Jets stink.
You can pick a team that actually stinks.
I like Eli Manning, and I'll tell you why. Because whether he throws 8 interceptions or 4 touchdowns, he has the same attitude after the game.
It's so true.
He's like, hey, dude, what are you going to do, right? And the fans are like, oh, kill you.
He's like, what are you going to do? I'm Peyton's brother.
That's exactly
Now what? Now what do you got for me?
He's either like...
They're so right.
Even if
How about some emotion out there?
Even each play just stands there like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I hate Eli. I hate the Giants. Can't stand the Giants. Never liked the Giants.
I always hated the Giants, but with Eli for some reason, they were always boring. Even when they won the Super Bowl, they were so boring.
Phil Simms. He was just a...
Oh, yeah.
Well, they hit the Santa. When I was a kid, Joe Pisarcik was the quarterback. Just to show the losers.
Pisarcik.
Did they wear helmets back then?
It was just leather.
Leather helmets?
No face guard.
No face guards? Is that
Joe Pisarcik, just to show what losers they were, there was in the magazines, they would have the Shy Man's Guide to Picking Up Girls with Joe Pisarcik. The guy was the quarterback of the Giants. I swear to God.
That's like Norton's nonsense in Steppin' Out magazine.
Yeah.
You have your own column in Steppin' Out?
No. It's like the Jackie the Joke Man joke. They put your face in your name and they pick an awful joke.
And they just, pick a joke. You have nothing to do with it.
Chauncey, Chauncey always picks your joke and totally misquotes it.
Oh, yeah, it screws it.
Yeah.
Hey, you check out MySpace broads there, Colin?
No. My MySpace is a national disgrace.
Is it really?
My brother's supposed to be running it. Kids come up to me on the road. What's with your MySpace? They scream at me. I have less friends. It's unbelievable.
Can we see?
You have 8 friends?
Yeah, I have less friends than Keith Robinson.
That's not good. Well, we got into this discussion that a lot of girls on MySpace, they look really hot.
Right.
And then you meet them. We got a bunch of guys that have met some of these girls on MySpace, and they're just awful. They don't look anything like their pictures whatsoever. So we're talking about MySpace voodoo, some of the things girls do to make themselves look hot. And there's a whole website dedicated to girls that look hot on their MySpace pages, but then the reality is that they're just hiding up a world of hurt. And they were able to do that, by the way. They tricked a lot of people.
So they have their MySpace picture, and then they have a real picture of them just kind of hanging out.
Right.
Literally hanging out all over the place.
Yeah, a picture that they decide not to have on their MySpace page.
Yeah.
And it's quite different. You want to, scroll down and show some of these to Colin there?
Well, let me ask you something, not to immediately attack, but how is that any different than... Robert Kelly Live, MySpace.
Oh, how Bob would
see him in person, he's 480.
Is he using his old publicity shots still? When he had hair and abs?
He just called me from the airport. Dude, I just got in a fight with a Hindu. some Indian guy behind him on the line at the airport was kicking him with his leg with some bag, and Bob turned around and almost hit him.
He's got to stop playing that video game.
And the Hindu was probably worshiping him.
Yeah. That's a cow joke, people. Oh, that's very funny. Hey, let's go to Casey in Nevada. Casey, let's get this going. What do you got?
How's it going, boy?
Hey, Casey.
I got a girlfriend. She's not really a looker, but on one of her MySpace pictures, she's pretty cute.
She's not a looker.
What does she do to make herself look cute if she's not a looker in person?
She's on a boat, and I took a picture of her. And it's really
She's on a boat.
Sure, on a boat.
Take a picture.
She's biting Robert Shaw in half.
All right, well, your phone's crapping out. Maybe you can call us back. Let's go to Baltimore.
Drink to your girl.
Yeah.
What's up, boy?
Hey, Jason in Baltimore, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I met a chick off MySpace. Should I not give her name out?
Nah.
Yeah, I'll give her a name.
No name.
Never mind. All right. She was cute. Little bit, not dumpy, but, you know, that sort of cute, chubby.
Yeah.
Okay. And she had stealth boobs, which, you know, have you ever experienced this?
No.
No. It's where the bra makes the boob instead of the boob making the bra.
Wait, the bra makes the boob instead of the boob making the bra. Gotcha.
Exactly. So she's cute and everything, and we get a little amorous, and when she takes her clothes off, I swear to God, she looked like Patty.
Well, Patty's a mess.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a little amorous?
You can't talk that way on regular radio.
I know, so that's a little. That
Clean
might
it
get
up.
dumped out of.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. We don't want any FCC fines or anything.
A little amorous.
Colin's MySpace page is a national disgrace.
Terrible.
It is horrible. The first is the picture of him and Jerry Seinfeld.
Where?
That is up here in the
hold on.
I haven't seen
the
it.
upper left-hand corner.
Are you friends with Jerry?
That's like his picture.
I know you are.
And by the way,
It's embarrassing.
this is what here's it says MySpace comedy Colin Quinn, and then it says stand up / as seen on TV.
Yeah, what is...
You're an awful product they're selling on WPIX.
You're a Floby.
Yeah, you're...
Oh my God! Colin was made by Ron Popeil. And there's a picture of him and Jerry, which kind of annoys me because it's so much better than my picture with Jerry, which is me on the steps and him standing above me at the Comedy Cellar.
Well, you know how I feel about all your celebrity pictures.
They're fantastic.
I'm praying a celebrity kills you.
Why?
Because I hate it.
Why? I had fun.
I told you a long time ago. We have a lot to discuss today about your attitude, and I'm going to start as soon as I feel the time.
By the way, and now with the rest, here's what Colin's page is. It's a picture of Colin on stage. His hair is kind of a mess. He's like got his it's a typical Colin pose. He's kind of standing there just with the mic in front of him and his hands in his pockets, kind of laid back. But it's the same picture, one on top of the other.
It's a tightly tiled background, which means instead of just having you on stage at Joint in Las Vegas, it's 800 pictures of him next to the same picture. It's tiled.
Yeah.
I don't think my brother put this up. I don't know what this is. I honestly...
This is your MySpace profile.
It is.
It's MySpace.
I got to do something.
It is.
This isn't a fan site. This was made by you or somebody very close to you.
And by the way the dates are, there's no clips of Colin or that I can see. It's like you click on it, right? And
I have no CDs. I'm a wreck.
A bunch of dates. Like
It's the end.
Colin's at
the end.
Gotham. What are you at Gotham tonight through Sunday in New York?
Yeah.
He's here in New York at Gotham Comedy Club.
Ooh,
and
he really is commanding the show. He throws in the plugs organically as he trashes
Well, I
you.
would like to.
Organically as he tries.
He's
it's
a
the
pro.
truth.
All right.
I mean, but it's just listed.
Hey, Jim, I'll say the joke that you thought was funny from 12 to 14, and so did I. Hey, you're a real pro. Phylactic.
Let's go to Arizona. Matt, what's up?
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Matt.
Yeah, I dated a girl. She had those MySpace voodoo pictures. She was disgusting. She looked like a little 12-year-old Mexican boy when I met her.
What was good about her picture then?
What's the downside?
Well, she had a cute face when she exactly. She had a little bit of hair on her chin too, which was really sexy.
I once actually slept with a girl with a goatee years ago. Yeah.
But what did she?
Horrendous.
But the point is, what did she do on her MySpace picture that attracted you, and how did she hide all this crap?
She had a vagina.
That's what attracted him.
All right, thanks. Let's go to Let's go to Pete in Jersey. Fair enough.
Had a vagina.
Pete.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's up?
Hey, listen to this one. Go to meet the chick on MySpace, and she puts a picture of herself from like 10 years earlier. And then you go to meet her at the bar, and she looks all of the 45 that she really is.
Yeah, they do that all the time. It's an older
God.
photo. You have to look at other stuff in the picture. Like if you're getting out of a car, that was in Freebie in the Bean. You should probably...
Freebie in the Bean.
Don't you joke like that. They'll remake that movie and ruin it, too. I can just imagine.
Let's go to Mike in Pittsburgh. Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, go to that website, E-Rock. What's up, Mike?
I've been burned a few times. I checked out a few girls who look totally smoking hot, but their photos are cropped out, their faces are like blocked out.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror shot, and then you go up and you meet them, and their face is just like divots. Disgusting.
Hey, is that a real picture on that website, E-Rock?
That one I'm not sure.
Oh, come on.
It is.
I'm starting to think it's a real picture.
Oh, it is a real picture.
That girl's gigantic.
She may have had. There's a picture of a girl laying on an orange blanket, and she looks like she's probably 500 pounds, and she's propped up on her arm with her breasts kind of like in a sexy little top, and like the middle of her looks good, like her face and her cleavage looks good. The rest of her, she looks like just a sea animal.
So,
if you show just the face and the breast, she looks like she could be a skinny
I believe
girl.
they would call that the MySpace iceberg.
Yes.
That's like 90% of it you can't see, and it's the most dangerous part.
Yeah, it's cropped to the point where you see her cute face and her cleavage, and she looks like an average, a regular looking girl.
Human being. She looks like a human being.
And then you realize that what she's not showing is a really, really, really large.
Yeah, she should have Carrie Fisher on a chain.
Right. What are some of the other ones? What is this website, by the way?
We'll link it up.
All right, we'll link it up.
I heard Chris Hansen is doing a Catch a Predator with those girls, where he brings them
and goes, "What's wrong with you?"
He goes, "Sit down. What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Goes, "I'll be right back." Look at you, you fat pig.
And they don't even answer. They just go right for the cookies. They don't even use their hands. They keep their mouth in the bowl.
It's worth it when they try to run out and the cops throw them on the ground because they're so fat it looks hilarious.
All right, go to the other one. So then they talk about the MySpace angle, where the girl figures out what angle makes her look good, usually like a profile shot. And they're showing an example of this girl. She looks really, really hot in her profile.
It's a side shot. She's looking to the left.
Yeah. And then there's another picture of her, which is more, from her breasts up, and you can tell that she's pretty large and should be playing for a football
She's
team.
an elephant.
Yeah.
And what they do is they use the hair to loop under and cover their neck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you don't see the neck fat. Yeah. Right. All right. What's
That's
the next
a good
one?
move.
Here's something that happens on MySpace.
By Steve Miller. Back in the 70s.
Right. This is the very large glasses to hide a fat face.
Yeah.
They're showing a picture of a girl. She's got the very large kind of like Paris Hilton sunglasses
Got those,
on.
the old guy that just got cataract surgery glasses on.
But the stylish version. And she looks like she could be a cute blonde, right? And then you take the glasses off, and it shows how fat her cheeks are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a much different.
They all wind up looking like field hockey players.
Yeah,
they really do.
The Asian one's not that bad. This girl, she sucks in her cheekbones.
Yep.
So she has really nice cheekbones. The picture is kind of from above a little bit, and it's a side shot with
hair is strategically placed.
Right. And she's sucking in the cheekbones. You see nothing but cheekbones. This girl looks like Carney Wilson.
Well,
yes. Was it Carney Wilson?
Yeah.
The fat one? She actually
John
looks
Panette.
like. Yeah. She actually looks like Carney Wilson when she's not sucking in the cheekbone.
The angle you're seeing is picture like she's a little bit below you and you're to her left. So she's probably holding the camera with her left arm and taking the picture from above. And
she has no friends.
She shouldn't. She shouldn't
take it herself.
And she has her right hand up like, stop! Like she's holding her right hand up like she's doing some sassy pose.
Sassy.
All right, what's the next one?
What a manatee.
Oh, yeah.
This one is really classic. This is a risky move. Very talented, this girl. She's wearing nothing but it looks like a bra and panties.
Yeah, little boy shorts, right?
Little boy shorts and a bra.
Or a very short skirt. It's hard to tell because that's how much she's messing with the angle here.
This is also what I call the underwater shot because it looks like it's underwater. The flash really lights up the face, but the body and stuff is left in this darkness. Right. Like a great white coming at the cage. It's like,
oh, very good.
Because it's coming out of the murkiness at you. She's leaning over now and hiding 90% of her body.
Because from the top angle, you can see the breast in the outfit and then the skirt. Like
and her face is right there in the picture, and like Ann said, because she's leaning her face forward.
Face is right in the picture.
The fatness is way behind her, so it looks thinner. The other thing she's doing to kind of trick you here is using that artsy, like, black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because she knows in color she looks awful. And then the next picture is her during the day, outside, color photo. It looks like she's in front of the Alamo or something.
Soccer mom.
And she is...
she's dumpy.
She's nowhere close to...
She's a dumpy girl.
Dumpy.
She's nowhere close to that other picture with the short skirt.
You couldn't even... If you put those pictures... with like 5 other pictures, you would never, ever pick her as the same girl.
Like, I'd let her service me in the car, and then I'd kick her out. Like, she's not atrocious, but she's a dumpy girl.
But if you were meeting the other picture, it's the same girl, you would take her out to dinner and...
No, he wouldn't. He'd have a service in the car and kick her out.
Absolutely.
Well, because he's not a real human being, but the average guy would take her to dinner.
If the girl on top showed up, I would at least talk to her before I took it out.
Yeah.
The girl on the bottom would literally walk in my door, and as she was sitting on the sofa, she'd hear this.
Zip.
Wait, no, I thought that would get a big, like, buckle sound.
Now the buckle sound didn't really work.
Yeah.
Very well.
That's
you need a Foley engineer.
You're a little rusty since your enema on stage closer days.
Oh, you remember that
props.
Oh, yeah, when I would hold the fleet enema?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Did it ever occur to you guys that these pictures say more about us and where values are than the ladies?
Yeah. But we don't like thinking about that. We feel better about ourselves by making other people feel bad, Colin.
Now,
you know.
Oh, do I ever?
This next picture is a girl. Same thing, kind of that artsy, not black and white, but one shade of color. You can tell she's kind of a chubby girl, but
picture's way overexposed too.
Her face,
go for the Natalie Merchant vibe.
Yeah, her face looks smooth, like there's not a blemish on it because, like Ann said, it's overexposed, one shade. That face isn't bad.
And then the bottom, Rocky Dennis.
Right, she's got
Rocky Dennis.
It says at the bottom, picture taken by local Erie fag hag. Friend, high school friend and fag hag.
The other important thing to point out with the good picture of the two, she doesn't have her mouth open. She's smiling and covering her teeth. And we find out why. She has horrific teeth.
Yeah, there's a problem there.
She usually wears glasses and awful glasses, and she has all sorts of acne on her face.
Well, I like the way
it's like rosacea.
Like Jim Garrison. Yeah. He goes, he's like Jim Garrison in the Kennedy or something.
Yes, JFK.
She doesn't open her mouth, and then in this picture we find out why she's got awful teeth. This country was founded.
Remember, you're a dying orthodontist. She has gigantic gums, and like if you look at her teeth and gums, there should always be more tooth, but it looks like a pink and white even separation. Like her gums are the same size as her teeth.
Way too much gums.
Disgusting.
Let's say hi to Tara. She's from New York. Tara, what's up?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. Your girls do this all the time.
I love you guys.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Tara.
I have friends that, are addicted to MySpace.
Right.
And actually convinced me to get mine after years. And this one girl that I know is a large girl.
Is she a large person?
Takes her
She's a great big fat person.
Yeah,
she big
large.
through the hips, roomy.
Yeah. Look, we're all pretty big, and I'm a big girl, and I'm proud of it. But I'm honest about it.
Listen to this show.
Well, I'm honest about it. If you look at the page, you'll see all my pictures.
All right, we get it. You're honest about your fatness. What are you trying to say about this subject?
If you looked at hers, all her pictures are like you said, the iceberg pictures.
Yeah.
Where it's just the face and the chest.
Yeah.
And nothing from the boobs down.
Because she's shaped like a pear.
No, more like a pumpkin.
More like a pumpkin.
Just a big round fatty.
It's like you ever see Barton Fink when John Goodby goes, okay, I have a weight problem.
All right, Tara's now listening to herself. Could you go back to that website? Sure. I don't know why you need to go.
Where are you going,
come
E-Rock?
on, man.
Finding something else.
Just pay attention. You could find something else.
By the way, there's another girl on there, and she's got the angle up like where she's holding it like
Holding the camera above her head, looking straight up at it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, that. Let me tell you what that does. Thins the face out. Her hair is placed by her cheekbones, so that thins the face out. She's got bangs that kind of go into her eyes, and the camera is on the ceiling.
Right.
It's like she's looking into a ceiling fan. And
that keeps the fatness far away from the camera lens.
It also makes the eyes look very attractive because you get a lot of the white of the eyes underneath, and it makes her eyes look very big.
All right, Anthony, you're starting to sound like Project Runway.
I really am.
Her hair is cut correctly.
Yes, of course. She's gorgeous. But then the reality is... what is that? It's not the same person.
She's at some kind of street fair. It's daylight. She's with the crowd. She's giving the peace sign.
She is the crowd.
Yeah, and she is. This can't be the same girl. The other picture looks like a girl that would be easily 150 pounds heavier than the one we're looking at.
And then you realize the ceiling fan she probably avoided because it reminded her of when propellers would hit her back while she was in the lake on the boat. What a fat body. And believe me, I've hooked up with girls like this where you talk to them and they say,
we believe you.
Believe me. You might not believe this one.
Believe me, you.
She actually looks like a girl that I met up with before MySpace. It was when
Which picture?
The bottom one.
Of course.
Please.
All right, let's go to Vinny in Jersey. We got another example as we talk to Vinny. Vinny, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
All right, yeah, so I met this girl on MySpace. It was about last year, actually. She looked cute in the pictures, you know, the lighting was all good. She had this nice, fine blonde hair, pretty face. So we agreed to meet, all right? So I meet up with this girl. She steps out of the car, and I thought I was in Mario World or something. I swear to God, this girl's like Kirby.
She was what?
She looked like Kirby from, the old Nintendo game.
Nice reference.
She was a fatty, huh?
Yeah, man, like the pictures look
She looked like Tyrant from Resident Evil.
Yeah. All right, very good. Let's go to Princeton and say hi to Phil. Phil, what's up?
Phil? Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
You missed a real biggie here. It's the women that go to the mall and get a glamour shot with a fuzzy filter on it.
Yeah. Oh, those glamour shots.
Yeah, fuzzy filters. There's another
Wow.
story.
A totally contrived pose, and it's like, 80s hairdo and an outfit from I don't know where.
80s hairdo, the big puffy hair.
We are jerks, though. Colin is right. Like, these are girls who just want to have a few MySpace friends and finally understand what it's like to kind of be cute and have guys flirt with you instead of avoiding you like the disgusting animal that you are.
I understand,
But they don't have to show up then, They can just keep it in.
I agree.
I understand maybe putting on a little makeup, Jimmy, and maybe turn the lights down a little bit for your photo. But
Yeah.
why don't you explain the next one?
That is brutally deceiving.
That's trickery right there.
That girl should be arrested. She should be arrested.
The next one is amazing.
Yeah.
Explain
Right
this
there.
one. Well,
Over
basically
that
what I
monitor,
said.
Colin, sorry.
Basically what I said, she turned down the lighting to make it nice and soft. She definitely put a lot of eye makeup on around her eyes, to make them all dark around the edges there, right?
And turn down the lighting to make it soft. A vampire would go, could we turn on some lights?
Yeah. And
his pitch black, excuse me.
No, you know what the problem was? I forgot to set you up. How dark is it?
People can be cruel. Okay, I have a weight problem.
The bra couldn't be skimpier.
So skimpy.
The bra couldn't be skimpier, showing
How skimpy was it?
showing ample boobage. Very nice breasts, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Nice black bra.
Get to the Slauson cutoff. Get out of your car. Cut off your Slauson. Back into your car. Go to the I-5.
Monty's talking about Syracuse. Sally Syracuse in there.
And once again, the photos from above. She's kind of looking up at the camera, and you see the nice face with the eyes well done.
Yeah.
And very nice boobage and a very, very skimpy bra. That's all you see. You don't see her waistline or nothing else, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
And then what do we get?
The next photo.
And that's after training camp for Nebraska.
The next photo is her still with the kind of the same look on her face, but it's a front shot where there's a censored across where her breast would be because obviously she was topless.
Yeah.
But then it shows her below all the way down to the thighs, and it looks like a human head has been placed on an elephant.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
It is taking a light bulb, turn it upside down, and put hair where the screw end is. Wow. That's what she looks like.
Yes.
Giant, big, fat person.
But not as useful as a light bulb. She can't light a room. She darkens everywhere she goes by her blockage of the sun.
Picture Shallow Hal with dark hair.
Yeah. She's that big.
She is that big.
And that
She's
picture,
got the biggest panties I've ever seen in my life.
The top picture is stunning.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd want to meet the top picture, right?
Yeah.
Would it be one of those cases where the guy kills her, like when they find out it's a transvestite, and then the guy kills her? Or let's do a movie like Boys Don't Cry about a fat, ugly girl.
Or when the guy kills her, or the guy continues to see her anyway, just pretends he doesn't know. The guy,
the
I
guy.
have a friend. And by the way, Bob Kelly's picture, if you're talking about Bobby Kelly's picture, is if you look at Bob Kelly's picture, he's got like this sassy lip pursy thing, like he's blowing a kiss. And he looks like The Professional.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy from The Professional.
Wow, those are old Bob Kelly pictures.
They're deceitful. Like there's a picture of Bob with his middle fingers up, like, dude, like he's a real rebel. Hey, F you, dude, MySpace rebel, F you.
He's trying too hard to be cute.
But it's because Bob used to be such a handsome stud, let's be honest.
Yes.
But now, he doesn't realize.
Yeah.
All right.
It's horrendous.
Let's go to Kyle in Michigan. Kyle.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
One thing these big fat messes do is they'll take pictures of themselves peeking from behind a tree. Linger longer.
Oh, wow. All right, that goes back.
I did work at a radio station, and we all had to take publicity photos, and there was a girl that had a real hot voice, but she wasn't much of a looker. So they decided to put, like, Tom Cruise sunglasses on her and have her peeking from behind a tree. What is to continue the clever ruse?
You saw none of that girl.
What do you mean?
None of it. Like, it was a tree, the side of her hair, and glasses.
I don't want to blow up her spot. She's
No.
really nice, but she had such a hot voice that the radio station understood. A lot of guys were listening to her at night because they're picturing a really hot girl because her voice was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
But then, this web thing became huge, and everyone needed their pictures online, and like, ooh, what are we going to do? So it's Tom Cruise glasses and a tree for her. So there's another website? What's this one, E-Rock?
What is that one?
This one's called The Truth About MySpace. It shows you all the different poses and
Is it
techniques.
thetruthAboutMySpace.com?
Well, what is this one? DrunkReport.com.
Better be.
And then you can find it /MySpace. The Truth About MySpace. Yeah, the one we didn't talk about, the blurry picture.
Go to that second one, E-Rock. Can we see the second one, the Asian girl?
The Asian girl, the self-portrait is used a lot.
Why would it be at The Truth About MySpace? Why would it be?
What are they doing? They're showing you tricks, but you can't see what the girls really look like, so these might not be tricks.
Yeah, but they're talking about extreme angles, the up-close dark photo. What else?
But they're not showing you the girls as they are. Like, these could be the way they really look. This could be an accurate representation of the girls.
The long hair.
First of all, Jim, you just saw it for 1 minute. The guy worked a long time on it. Why don't you give it a break? We're critiquing the guy's critique of MySpace and let it slide.
No, I want more detail. He's not giving us details.
Well, they're saying when you see the obvious photo of the goods, they call it, like, the girl down below, and she's not willing to show her face, that's a problem, too.
No, she just knows what a man wants. No one cares about her head. She can have advertising taped to her face for all I care. If I show up, she can have a Petco sign on her face and nothing.
You just kept going.
I know I did because I felt
we didn't know where the pause was.
I felt disinterest and silence. And
Stop. We needed a period there, so
Let us
we know
laugh.
that the sentence was over.
Well, I figured I would use that to I would say I'll take the fact that everyone here sees me bombing, and I'll spin it into a good one, and it just the Petco one
work.
did nothing.
Let's go to Jeff in New York. Jeff says dating websites even worse. Jeff.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yo, your shows have been on fire lately, for real. Just want to let you know.
For real, yeah. Thank you, sir.
You have no idea. The photos on these websites are like glamour shots compared to what these broads look like in real life.
Yeah, that's what we're getting at for the last half hour.
Yeah, I can understand on a dating site though, but again, wouldn't you be embarrassed to show up? Like, I would rather show pictures of myself that are less attractive, so when I show up, they're like, wow, you're a little cuter than I thought you'd be.
I think everyone tries to look good in a photo, but there's a point where you're just being ridiculous with what you really are.
Like, if I want to meet a girl, I'll take a photo of myself. I have a sweater and I have like a collar shirt under it, and in front of a fireplace.
That's a good look for you.
It really is. A gentleman's photo.
Yeah.
Let's go back up to Boston. Listening on BCN, it's Charlie. Charlie, what's up?
Charlie. What's going on?
Hey, man.
Hey, what about a nice, accurate picture of a hot chick, and then when you finally meet her, you see that the arm crutches that she wears were never in any of the photos.
Well, like the arm braces.
Did that happen to you?
Yeah.
So you
Yes, it did.
so you met her and she comes popping out of a car and then starts walking over with her crutches?
Oh, she was already sitting down in the bar, dude.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Let's go to Elena, I think, in Boston. Elena.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Elena.
I just want to say how horrible I think MySpace is. My husband was put in jail over somebody copying his MySpace page, and no one did a thing about it.
Wait.
All right. Wait a minute. This sounds interesting.
Yeah, we're going to pick this story apart.
Hold on, Larry Craig, family member, believable excuse.
What?
Yeah, what are the details of this?
Details.
Okay. Somebody copied his MySpace page, copied just his picture, made that fake page private, and what they did was they sent his ex-girlfriend a threatening message.
No, because IP address would be revealed that it wasn't from him, and he would not have gone to jail.
Oh, well, here's the best part. The DA, the courts, no one ever did anything about that. If they did their job right the first time, he never would have been taken to jail on my birthday.
Well, hold on. Who was his defense lawyer? Was it Arthur Kirkland?
She doesn't care that he went to jail. She just cares that he went to jail on her birthday. Anyone else pick up on that?
Yeah, ruined my birthday.
She doesn't care that he went to jail.
You self-centered.
Why do you have to do it on my birthday?
What happened with the ex-girlfriend? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, no one knows where she is. No one really gives a crap about where she is.
Oh.
But all I know is that she's living a good life right now because she doesn't have to worry about what's going on. She's in the clear.
Breathing.
I just thought it was her.
So wait, miss, you're saying that he went to jail for a threatening MySpace message? You're not telling us
that
everything.
he didn't send, and then the girlfriend disappeared.
Oh, yeah, they also found dead bodies in his backyard in shallow graves. But
Here's where she is, she said.
Yeah.
No, this actually happened back in August. No, like I said, if they did their job right the first time, he never would have gone to jail. Then the funny thing was, he was sitting at my work, at my old job, when the message was sent. No computers. I mean, it's the D'Angelo's, for crying out loud.
So, miss.
No computers, no nothing, no internet.
Why was he doing it at your job on your birthday?
Exactly. What do you do besides sound like Pacino's wife in Dog Day Afternoon? He was at my computer on my birthday. He says, "Send the MySpace message, you fat pig." I says, "He gonna kill me and throw my body in the river?"
No. The court date was on my birthday. It was a month later, but the court date.
Oh, get over it. You'll have enough birthdays.
Exactly. Hopefully that'll be the last one.
Enough about your stupid birthday.
What happened?
You want a gift card? We'll send it out.
What happened, though?
Yeah, what happened, miss? A threatening message. What did it say?
If you don't let me see Riley, then I'll take care of you. All eyes will be on you. Some bull crap like that. But
it's quoting Tupac.
How long has he been in jail?
He was in jail for 23 days. He's out now. But
So for that message, he went to jail.
Huh?
He went to jail for that message alone?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it. One threatening message would not get you a month in jail.
No.
Oh no. Well, apparently someone did the same thing last year and put him on probation.
Was it on your birthday?
Her birthday. Enough about your birthday.
I think this girl likes her birthday, huh, Jimmy?
She loves her birthday.
Perhaps more than that.
Perhaps more than that.
All right, Elena, we don't buy your story. There's more to it that you're not willing to reveal, so we got to take it out of you.
My opinion is your husband's a creep.
Yeah, you're being naive. What, someone set up another threatening message that wasn't from him?
Yeah.
Stop it.
All right, let's being naive, Kate.
Just
one more before the break. It's
K, by the way, not Kate. K.
Jennifer and Rockland. Jennifer?
Kate.
Hi, boys.
Hi.
I never did the MySpace page thing until recently, and of course, this weekend I happened to leave Jimmy a comment. And I'm freaking out, thinking y'all talking about me.
No, I actually.
Well, let's see your picture. We'll tell you what's going on.
Go to my page. E-Rock's going to my page.
Did Jim respond to the comment?
No, Jim did not respond to the comment.
He's got thousands of people leaving comments. He got a comment.
Of course, there's a million people.
Well, when did you leave the comment?
I'm just thumbing through a few of these myself, trying to.
What?
People are giving me links to MySpace, and
right.
He's in there just
hey,
horrific.
Jennifer, can we look at your MySpace picture? Why you do some of that MySpace voodoo?
No, I don't think.
By the way, we want everyone to throw MySpace voodoo in Google today. MySpace voodoo.
Did you try to take?
Comment page.
Did you try to take a sexier picture than maybe you should have?
No, I did not try to take a picture. I just took pictures that I had.
Oh.
So you get points for honesty.
Yeah. All right, we're jammed up here. Hold on the line, Jennifer. We'll try to get back to you after the break. We got Colin Quinn in studio. He's playing Gotham Comedy Club, what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I was trying to show Colin how a real page was set up, by the way. Not just the same photo 30 times with your dates in white, which are hard to read.
Yes.
Have someone else do your page. I mean, go down to the top, just real quick, just show them. Go down to the top of the page.
Who does your page, Jimmy?
My agent. And I answer the emails. To top, at the very top.
First of all, nobody asked you part 2 of that. You don't answer all your emails and lies.
I do.
Let me explain.
Shut up.
Let me explain why Jimmy. Let me explain why Jimmy wanted us to go to the top of his MySpace page, because there's a huge banner that says Jim Norton in concert, New Year's Eve, Northport Theater, Westbury. He's not trying to help you.
I am trying to help.
That was a clever way for us to
get his plug in.
Opie, you
New
are too
Year's
cynical.
Eve show.
Opie, you're too cynical.
With tickets on
Jim
sale
doesn't
this
care
Friday at
about
9
his
a.m.
Northport
Click
New
here
Year's
to
Eve.
purchase tickets. It's all right there, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, you want to go to
What
see
does that have to do
But
about
you're
a
not
nice
doing this about
MySpace page?
Because you have to have links to your stuff. You just have a bunch of white letters. No one can read your stuff.
But you're saying the Northport what? New Year's Eve gig? What?
North Fork, it's Westbury Music Fair,
Yeah.
New Year's Eve,
I
and
think
tickets
you're
on
being
sale
cynical,
tomorrow
Opie.
morning. That's not about me, it's about you. You're in New York somewhere, too, this week, which
Colin,
is nice.
I know you're right there with me. Give me a,
That's right, baby.
give him a little fist touch there on that one. It's Opie and Anthony. We'll continue. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Colin Quinn in studio playing Gotham Comedy Club here in New York City. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There you go. There you go. What are you talking about with this?
Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
I was just on MySpace, YouTube, and there are so many Wilford Brimley little goofs that people have put together about his diabetes commercial. You ever see that one where he talks about getting your diabetes supplies from Liberty? I get them delivered to my house. I got diabetes. And everyone I know, and every time I see it, I go, why isn't he saying diabetes? What is diabetes?
Oh,
that's my catchphrase. And then someone's like, I want to be the beatus man. The beatus man. Wilford Brimley, like he was an actor in everything. You know his face if you see it. He's that big mustache guy, the big white mustache. He's been in so many movies, and now all you see him is talking about, I have diabetes, and I get my supplies through Liberty. If you got diabetes, and you sit there and go, why is he saying it like that?
But why did this take off?
Because he's an ass.
Was it Family Guy or one of those? Usually that's what happens.
I don't know, but
like
now
Family
there's...
Guy or South Park will make some obscure, joke about, somebody from the past, and next thing you know, it's a YouTube sensation.
There's remixes that people have done and parodies that they've done about him. Oh, is that from Family Guy?
Why don't we get some of the Brimley stuff for tomorrow's radio show?
Get some Family Guy stuff.
Because now that I see you searched it on YouTube, there's hundreds of them.
It's just one of those things that you think you're the only one that's thinking it when you see it, and then you realize, okay, everyone thinks this guy's an ass and is saying, why is he saying diabetes?
We'll have a lot more tomorrow, but we got a little taste for you today.
Diabetes, 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 diabetes testing supplies.
Diabetes. Come and rock me, diabetes.
But dude, doing a song like that, how do they not think he was going to get goofed on?
See, Jimmy, I don't think you understand. Diabetes. Yeah, it's just one of those commercials that pop on and you're like, what's he doing?
It's all over YouTube.
Big
Everyone's
fat
making their
Wilford
remix.
Brimley.
All right,
Well, he was scary in The Firm. God, could they have gotten a bad guy? He was just a nerd, the Quaker Oats guy chasing somebody with a gun. It was idiotic.
That was pretty creepy. They did a good parody on that one on Seinfeld, I guess, with the mail delivery one where Kramer was protesting the post office and they pulled him in and he's the postal inspector. That was a very funny one. Regardless if you know it or not in the room, I'm sure there are plenty of people listening going, I saw that and I found it very funny.
Hello, Newman. right?
Yeah, that's it. Colin's with you.
Sure he is.
Colin's right
Colin
there
knows
with
that.
you.
You know, you have a picture with Jerry on your
MySpace page.
You should know every episode.
Yeah, you would think you would have seen his show.
I'm the opposite of those girls. My MySpace page is so horrendous. It drives people away. It doesn't attract them.
I know, but you talk about my celebrity photos, and you're a celebrity. Although one of minor stature, you are a celebrity.
I'm not minor stature. I'm just descending rapidly.
No. And
Don't patronize me. He goes, no.
No.
First of all, if I am or not, your opinion's not going to matter either way. Now go on.
Well, I'm just saying that.
Shut up and continue.
I am. I can't shut up and continue. Those things are they're antonyms.
This better not end with Northport Theater or North Fork Theater.
No. I'm done. Who cares about tomorrow morning tickets on sale? It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I'm talking about your picture with Seinfeld. You're a famous guy. You have a picture with Seinfeld on your MySpace page. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, it's true.
What's his picture on his MySpace? It's probably not with you.
It probably isn't me.
No, it's not.
Does he even have a MySpace, you think?
I'm sure he does.
I bet he doesn't.
Hey, we got a great little news story. It is Perv News Thursday. We love to find these little pervy stories, and this one's a classic today. Check this out.
An Oak Creek man accused of planting a hidden camera in his friend's bathroom will spend the next year in prison.
Wow.
Only on 12 News, Caroline Leiters reports on an emotional morning in court for both families affected by his crime.
Sean Komorowski came to court asking the judge for probation, not prison.
If I could take the pain away, believe me, I would.
He admitted to the crime. He bought this camera clock radio at a Sharper Image store and for more than a year collected the video images it captured from his best friend's bathroom.
Oh, God.
Who is he watching? His buddy or his buddy's kids?
We'll find out more, but...
doesn't matter. The guy sounds like a poor slob. Let him go.
Well, that's what I was getting at there, Colin. He's a disabled man.
Yes, can't even
Disabled
little pleasure.
man plants camera in best friend's bathroom.
Now, why the bathroom? Because he likes that activity, or is that the only place his little crippled body can get it to? He was trying to get it onto the mantle, but it was too short.
Disabled, your whole life revolves around the bathroom, so it's associated with a lot of things.
Oh, very good, Colin.
Look, I'm telling.
It's true. That's true.
His little twisted body
Old
in the
target
bathroom.
chest.
You know what?
Let's
It's kind of sad. Do you think you should go to jail now?
part of me feels a little bad for the guy.
Me too.
Really? Disabled guy probably didn't get any action his entire
Just
life.
wants a little thrill.
Just wants a little peek.
On To Catch a Predator, they had this young guy, and the guy goes, "You knew she was 13?" He goes, "Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie to you. It's one of my fantasies." Chris Hansen's like, "What?"
Yeah. I don't know what this guy was...
Okay, you're free to go.
I want to make it perfectly clear. I don't know what this guy was peeking at.
Yeah, what the hell's he looking
I'm hoping
at?
it's hot, college co-eds, but...
I thought it was his buddy.
It's his buddy's house, so I don't know what's going in his buddy's house there. Is it
Maybe his
kid
buddy
or-
was a real swinger.
Wait, had the buddy,
maybe.
Had the buddy not know, and he goes, "Here, put this clock in your bathroom. Could you turn it to the left a little? Why? Just so you can see it better."
It looks like that stupid clock in Scarface where the 12 is missing. Big black hole. Bunch of savvy drug dealers don't notice there's no 12 on the clock.
And he wants him to put it on the tub ledge, so it's at level of the guy's ass. Like, how stupid are these people? Could you put it on the ceiling and aim it down to between your legs on the toilet? Hang this clock from the ceiling.
Komorowski's parents begged the judge for leniency, saying since childhood, Sean's been teased and tormented because of his physical disabilities. His mom told the court the same disabilities that made him a target in school would make him a target in prison.
The world is a
Wait. What's the disability that makes him a target? His ass starts at the back of his neck and it ends at his ankles. He has a giant ass. That would make him a target.
That kid's all ass.
And it's a birthmark, and it looks like a tattoo, and it says "I dare you to" right over the ass. What's his disability?
The world is a cruel place. I don't want to imagine what it would be like for him being behind prison walls.
But his victim said prison is where he belongs, that this camera violated their privacy and took away any sense of security they had. In the end, Judge Joseph Donald agreed.
This court finds that the probation recommendation would unduly depreciate the serious nature of this offense.
He sentenced Komorowski to a year in prison. His family devastated, saying he needs help. His victims, who didn't want to be on camera, were relieved.
But they don't want to explain who the victims were.
And what was his disability?
I don't know.
And show the video from the clock then if they don't want to show up.
They said his disabilities. It was Komorowski's Polish.
He was sentenced to prison time, and that made me feel, that's going to make me feel a little bit safer.
Oh, sounds hot.
Komorowski was the best man in the victim's wedding and had been friends with them for more than a decade. Even though he did plead guilty, he never said why he committed the crime.
Why do you think he did?
He liked looking at toilet footage. That's my educated guess.
Yeah.
Idiots.
He's a bit of a voyeur. Yes, Danny.
I just wanted to make it clear that the victim was the friend's wife. They do show her in the footage. With
Was
her
she
face
hot?
blurred out.
All right. That makes more
She
sense.
was a mess?
Yeah.
She should have been flattered.
Oh, so he was probably taking like tub footage and stuff and shower footage.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it was probably her, getting out of the shower.
How'd they catch him?
So what's the big deal?
That I don't know.
The guy was desperate, obviously.
Well, yeah.
And how would he sneak into the bathroom to unload tape? How'd that happen?
I don't know the specifics of how that specific camera works. So I mean,
That's what Jim's trying to get to.
Of course it is.
I mean, if he was best friends with the guy, I'm assuming that he had access to the guy's house on a fairly regular basis.
Colin and I are good friends. I've been in this bathroom once in 6 years.
Yeah.
Which means I have a lot of footage to collect. If you remember that clock I gave you.
All right, we got one more quickie before we get out of here. Perv News continues with this fine story.
He calls himself baseball player. Some holiday shoppers, though, are using a few different terms to describe him, or at least his actions.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Oh, there's your...
I love it when the
there's your local
neighbors,
resident.
those who contribute nothing to the story.
Yes.
What are they going to say? That's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
What's he do, this guy?
Well, we're going to find out, but obviously it's something horrific.
So wait, we're hearing the opinions of neighbors and other people before we hear the crime.
Well, I think it's opinions of shoppers. From what I got from the beginning of that story.
Shoppers?
Some holiday shoppers feel there's another word.
Oh, holiday shoppers.
People that are standing online for a Wii or something.
He's getting in the way of the commerce thing.
Can we start over again, please? I'm sorry, my
Here we go.
apologies.
Running out of show.
He calls himself baseball player. Some holiday shoppers, though, are using a few different terms to describe him, or at least his actions.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting. There's obviously something wrong with him.
According to the website
Added a
consumerist.com,
lot.
which is a consumerism blog, this
Yes.
man is a, quote, bad consumer. Why? Because the 21-year-old college student who likes baseball and camping also likes masturbating in the Arrowhead Town Center in Glendale.
These days, I tell you.
Well, this guy goes to these stores and does his thing on camera.
On camera.
Where? In the dressing rooms?
Oh. Huh? Yeah, just
in the aisles.
Yeah.
How fun would that be?
That's his gig, man. Let's learn more.
The mop guy must be busy in that place.
This man has posted more than 30 videos of himself masturbating in many stores. Stores like Dillard's, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble. But so far, neither police nor Arrowhead Mall has received one complaint. Now, though, after 3TV contacted them this morning, they've launched an investigation.
We are aware of the website, and we're working closely with Glendale Police Department to check its validity. But to date, we have no reports of this incident.
This guy rules.
This guy does rule. Someone told the news about his his videos online. He's just finding his internet angle. His angle is to go.
That's it. He wants to be an internet star.
Him doing his thing in the aisles of big time stores.
Good for him.
What do you got, Dan?
Yeah, it's good for him until you bite into a Cinnabon at the Starbucks and the Barnes & Noble.
The stills from the news story were just hysterical because they had taken, obviously, still frames from his videos that he made. So it was just like you'd see some old grandma, like looking at a towel or something in an aisle, and just everything below the waist has been blurred out.
I think I've actually seen footage of this guy. I saw something like that where a guy brought his own camera, obviously in a case, and he's in a library, and you could see he's got sweatpants, and he's just pulling the sweatpants down. He would do it for a second, and there's a fat lady in the back perusing books. It was just antisocial behavior.
That's what I'm saying.
Course.
In my ideal world, a guy like him, good for him, would be killed.
Really?
Why?
Yes.
These rules.
You don't like him, Colin?
No,
Come on.
I don't.
Let's
I'd kill him.
Let's
And by the way, the
Just
whole
finding
time,
his niche in showbiz.
Can I say one thing? While we were doing this, when we were talking about Surreal, the whole time we're talking about this, in the background, I'm watching Montel Williams play Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, that was a little odd.
Huh.
this world is finished.
This is the last of the story because we got to get out of here.
Police say since this morning, they believe the man has pulled all 30 of his videos off the internet.
Pulled the videos.
Right now, they're trying to identify him and want to figure out if there are any victims of indecent exposure. Meanwhile, holiday shoppers say if they should run into the man who calls himself baseball player, they'll run faster than a real baseball great stealing home.
They always have a funny little, way to wrap it up. It's, that's so funny.
Why couldn't she have said something funny to tie it for baseball? Like, they'll run faster than Thurman Munson from Flaming Wreckage. If you're going to go with a baseball reference, they'll run faster than Billy Martin's forehead from a windshield in the snow.
Because it's California, they're not going to do those references.
Oh, you're probably right.
Not Yankee references.
Well, that was a non-story. He was getting away with this. No one noticed.
So we're going to continue on XM. Are you coming over, Carl?
Oh, yeah.
Good boy.
There you go.
Colin's at Gotham Comedy Club here in New York on 23rd Street tonight through Sunday night. What? Okay, 23rd Street tonight through Sunday night. I guess, I don't know what their website is, but the Gotham Comedy Club is pretty easy. Oh, tomorrow we got Jason Statham and Guy Ritchie here in studio promoting their new film, which I can't see because the publishers won't give 3 copies. Thank you, stupid.
Shut up, you crummy idiot.
I want to see the movie.
You stink at the host. Get off.
I'm very good.
You're terrible.
Tomorrow morning, my New Year's Eve tickets go on sale for the whatever.
Get him off. He's crummy.
I'm not crummy. Watch your language.
Why don't we give some love to Syracuse today? Stay tuned for Alexis
Scorch
on 95X. Scorch, the kingdom of nakedness, is at another station. I don't even know where he works these days.
Who knows?
It's all about Alexis on 95X next.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching just a bit of the Roots.
All right, we're out of here. See you guys tomorrow.
I got no place to go.
Dad, don't you?
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
porn star Missy Jean. How about that girl?
Yeah, we talked about her earlier.
They got a nice picture of her on the paper over here.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on XM Satellite Radio. Jimmy is chomping at the bit over there. What do you got, Jimmy?
Well, me and Kyle were just insulting each other.
Oh, it's just they're just very hurtful.
No, because Jimmy put up a great suggestion. You guys have to have my manager, and he's got some wild tales from his trips. And then I mentioned, let's bring my accountant in, you jackass.
No, see, that's
Shut
where
your mouth.
That's where you're wrong, though, man. I've heard these stories from Jonathan. The guy's fucking insane.
Yeah, he's got to be a fucking arms dealer.
It's not like he's going to Vegas or to Yosemite. Yosemite. This guy is like, he's got pictures of African kings going by with armed guards as he's on the side of the road for the parade.
He's like Jay Peterman from Seinfeld.
Yeah,
you know that show.
It's not exactly. Yeah, it's not exactly like.
My mate.
It must be an
Bring it up
arms
again.
dealer.
Huh?
Excuse me. He's a guy that sells 700 Sundays in Sierra Leone. So I'm really not that blown away.
Well,
Sierra Leone.
He went to
Mr. Corleone.
Michael Corleone. He just travels a lot. So I just mentioned that, and as we were talking, Colin just was saying, why don't you bring on your accountant? And he was dismissing me by not looking at me with his fucking awful middle finger pointed at me.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
Why the
definitely
anger?
disrespectful.
Well, here's the thing about Jim. As you guys know, I spoke to you guys briefly at the Pat Cooper roast, and I said I really discussed it with Jim. And as you know, I'm only half joking when I say things like that.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that. Here's what bothers me about Jim.
What?
Okay, I've mentioned this to him before. Okay, we're in a car one day, and I was probably thinking him. He drives me uptown in his crummy car, non-celebrity car.
The fancy caddy. What are you talking about?
It's a caddy that looks
I
like
drove you
uptown.
Obviously, you haven't taken a ride with Jimmy in a while. Camry caddy.
It's a Camry caddy. It looks like a Camry. It feels like a Camry, and nobody knows it's a caddy unless you say it. Caddy actually took the insignia off and put a Camry. So we're in the car, me, him, and his girl. And, and so maybe I was singing him a little hard. You forget sometimes because we're comedians and we bust balls. But when you call Jimmy, I kept calling him an ugly creep and how he's worked out to look mediocre. And I forget that, even though we're comedians and we bust balls, probably his childhood had a lot of pain and horror, as it should have. So suddenly, here we are, me being a snide kind of idiot. His girlfriend sitting there probably politely putting up with it. And then Jim outbursts, goes, so what about you? You act like you were at 10 when you were younger. You weren't that great looking. Just with total anger and holding in this nonsense.
Wrong. No.
And I was like, first of all, I never thought I was a 10. I was a hard 7. He goes, you were fucking 6.
No.
He actually thought I was
No, you will not make a monologue out of this. No, he's lying. He's lying. He's lying or he's deluded.
Statement?
No,
this is
because
my opening statement.
it's a 40-minute dissertation. That's not true. It's a falsehood. You're spreading falsehoods.
No, it's not.
I wasn't angry. Here's what Colin does.
He was angry at outburst.
Believe me, I wasn't mad. Me and my girlfriend still laugh at that house. She's like, what did Colin say he was that day? I'm like, a hard 7. But Colin acts like he's fucking 10 pounds away from the glory days. Like he was fucking...
Oh, no, I don't.
All right, 140. He acts like he was beautiful, and he was not a bad-looking guy. But
that's all I said. I never thought I was
you
great
act
looking.
like you were gorgeous.
But that's what I'm saying. The fact that he thinks that.
But no, it's true.
First of all, even if it had been true, which I know how I really thought, but even if I did think that, why wouldn't you let an old man have his old delusion?
Because you're not that much older than me.
He screamed.
I didn't scream at you.
The amount of anger there, and here's my other point, okay? Here's my other point, which I do.
What other point? You haven't made one to begin with.
All right, here's my first and only point.
And he is a lot older than you.
He's 10 years older than me.
I'm 48.
Yeah. I'm 39. You're 9 years older than me.
But in entertainment years, Colin is a hell of a lot older than you.
Yeah. But here's what bothers me. The fact that he's angry about that.
It's true.
That was pretty funny, I thought.
Well, I didn't think it was an insult, but apparently it was.
You already call it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that Jim, right after his last special, goes to the club every night because it's almost like, hey, man, I'm a gym rat. I just work at stand-up. You're a compulsive ass.
Oh,
Take a few weeks off, shut up, and let me finish.
No.
Now, quit at your...
I'll tell you why. I'm not a gym rat.
You think to yourself, hey, I'm a guy that just blue collar. I take my lunch pail into the club every night with your fake humility, and I'm putting a stop to it today.
Why?
Now.
I don't want people.
Shut your face.
Hold on. No. Here's
You're
the thing.
compulsive. Take a few weeks off and just breathe.
I'm compulsive. Have you ever seen yourself in front of a buffet?
Oh, that was hurtful.
Of course it was. But it's not true. The reason I do it is because...
I don't think a buffet way.
I know. I couldn't think of a better way to say
it. Was
food.
good.
But the bottom line is I don't want people coming out after seeing the HBO special and seeing the same shit. They're going to get pissed off. It's selfish. I want to make more money.
What Colin's trying to say, though, you don't seem to enjoy all the success at
But
times.
I do enjoy the success.
No, that's
I
not
love
what
doing
I'm saying.
stand-up.
I'm trying to stop any enjoyment of the success.
Oh, you don't want him to enjoy it.
If he has any chance of enjoying it, I'm putting a stop to it now. That's really
look, another chewed pen. The fucking... they keep chewing the pens. You want to keep
pens?
I don't know. Whoever it is going to get...
What are you doing?
Oh,
he's putting it up his
There you go. Whoever chews pens, enjoy the chewed pen, fucking cunt. And you chew on that shit.
Ew.
Now, wait a minute.
Yes, that's shit, all right.
Chip, you have to be careful with that kind of behavior.
No, I don't like... I want to do new stuff, so I was done with the set in June, and I started doing new stuff. You don't do the same material. People come out and see me, they fucking not going to see the same act.
You know what? He's a little... I'm picking up something here.
What?
I don't want to completely bash Jimmy. But no.
Jump in, please.
I'm picking up something. I think Jimmy is assuming that everyone has seen the HBO special.
Yeah, you're right.
So that he's got to get new material because when they go out, everyone that's there has seen his old material.
No one has seen it, but it's more than that.
Not everyone, no. But I do think that a good amount of people will come who have seen it. Hold on.
We're trying to change the subject.
Can I address my friend?
I think there's truth in both.
No, I don't assume
I
everyone's
really do.
seen it. Believe me, I would love to be able to just live off that for another year, but you
That's
can't.
not what I'm saying.
What?
What I'm saying is that you think you fancy yourself a humble gym rat that goes down to the club and just works it out. And I want you to stop coming to the club, and if I see you there again, I'm going to punch you in the snout.
Well, you're never there. What are you talking about, you fucking lonely psychopath?
If I decide to go there.
You know, you're writing a manifesto like fucking Ted Kaczynski. You're never there. He's just in front of his computer railing about technology and Jews and the fucking lesbians that run show business. What are you talking about? How do you know where I am?
He's starting to leave the house again.
He's fucking...
That's right, I'm here, aren't I?
You were an agoraphobic creep. You had to, because Mazzilli threatened to fire you if you didn't fucking plug. You probably had 8 tickets sold. He's like, go on the radio. No one knows you're at our club.
Oh, shit.
But that's why he's here to plug. It's fine.
The hurt that is going on over here.
There's no hurt at all. That's where you have to go out and plug when you're doing a gig.
Oh, do you believe this idiot's trying to act like Mr. Pragmatic? Shut your mouth right
But
now.
it's the truth. It's reality. I am a very pragmatic, which I think means realistic, guy. I'm not exactly sure what pragmatic means.
Colin, what's going
Hopefully
on
it means
with you?
fun and joyful.
What's going on with Colin?
Well, actually, what Jimmy's saying is semi-correct in that I have been writing my manifestos.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But they're not really against anything in particular. It's just basically it's a compilation. You know, I have like, what happened was I got ahead of myself psychologically and wrote thousands and thousands of pages. So my apartment looks a little bit like Kaczynski-esque, a high...
A little bit like Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
They're just
notes stuck to the walls with strings, connecting bits together.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. So I've been trying to organize it, but it's very difficult. I wish I had like I fantasize about having like a really efficient Asian like assistant, you know.
Oh.
Yes, in stockings and of course the other part of it.
Yes,
but
and mail.
You know. But I'm just that's what I've been going on with me, you know.
Why don't you get yourself a trapper keeper? I used to use those to organize when I was drunk. Or the 5-section dunk book.
But I got like so many, you know what I mean? I was like thousands. It is like it's gone a little out of my control.
And what is this thing going to be? A book
well, it's
someday?
like 10 books. It's just so many things. It's too many pages of things.
Wow.
Are you being serious for once?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
So weird.
You just sit there and you're typing away.
No, his I don't like is I just go to OB like OB's like, so you got all the stuff like you're really trying to like I was like OB understands. It's like I got him and he goes, you being serious? I go, yeah. He goes,
Well,
it was weird.
It's weird. It's weird when you get serious, Colin.
Oh, I thought you meant it was weird that I have all my thousands of pages.
You're very protective.
Yes, you are.
We only see one side of you, the sarcastic side.
We don't get to see the real sweet
We don't get
Colin.
to see the sweet Colin.
You have a big fat shell around you.
Looks like I picture you crying alone in your apartment some nights.
No, not really crying, you know. There's a lot more anger than me than
chewing the inside of his mouth like a coke addict.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot more, you know.
We're just trying to see other sides of you today.
I can't imagine myself. Yeah,
this is kind of an intervention. You didn't realize what you stepped into
well,
today.
I'm just trying to say, like, I don't see myself as hurting myself before really damaging a lot of people.
A lot of other people, sure.
My own analysis of it, you know.
Really, you don't like when I was in your 30th floor apartment and he steps over the rail and he's kind of hanging on and letting go for a second?
Did you really?
Yes, he was.
That's cool.
Yes, he was.
36th floor.
And doing like the... Yes. Where you let go, fall backwards, and then grab the rail? All right, Colin, that's
I've
a
always been
problem.
like that.
That's a bit of a
I
problem.
used to do that on Tough Crowd. I'd lean out the window and hang on.
From what? The fucking on the set?
17th floor? No, the office on the 17th floor.
Why would you do that?
Wait, could you slow down a minute?
That's crazy.
Whose apartment was this?
His.
My
so you have an
apartment.
outdoor space?
It's a balcony.
Balcony, and he was on the outside of the railing?
Yes, he stepped outside the railing and he's like letting go for it. Not going back that far.
That's
because the arm is
hilarious.
just a
What were you
little
hoping
bit.
for? A really good reaction from your friends?
Well, you know what I was hoping for? Butterfingers.
He was hoping a straight pigeon would come by and jar me
and snip at his eye.
You were hoping for an ounce of care from Jim Norton.
The last thing you see is a smiling Jim Norton looking over the railing.
That's how Colin gets love. He can't just say, I need some love. He has to hang on to a rail so we'll all go, no, don't. Like he wants the value of having everyone appreciate the
somehow
fact that
he's turning my great beginning analysis.
What was your beginning analysis?
About you.
Well,
and suddenly it's turn around about me.
So what? That's the way life is. Turnabout is fair play, I always say.
And why would you? And you would hang out.
That's some tough talk.
You would hang out the window.
Yeah, but that
was easy.
I don't remember
That's such a small part of the manifesto. I can't even believe we're discussing it. That's nothing to me.
But you could have. You do understand. You could have fallen to your death.
Yes, but anything can happen.
What? But that didn't bother you, or?
How far did he lean back before he grabbed hold again?
Doesn't matter.
not
Just
far.
stepping. But that doesn't matter. Just the act of doing it.
Dude, I would be freaked out stepping on the other side of the rail, holding on tight.
But some people are also very scared of heights. Like Bobby Kelly's been over my house a couple times, and he goes on the balcony. Don't push me. You know, it's like
no, he's afraid the balcony is going to fucking just crack under his weight, as he should be. You better up back in a steamroller onto your fucking balcony, and letting Bob step onto it.
Yeah, he's scared that he's going to go right through that railing with a slight push.
He's scared, and the balcony is also scared. They look at each other with a mutual understanding. Just look over me from inside. I'll do what I can for you, kid. But Bob stepping on that balcony, it'd be like an elephant stepping onto a piece of tracing paper.
Sure. Poor Bob. Not
Fuck
here to
poor
defend,
Bob. Right
not
in his
here to
fat
defend
mouth.
himself.
Fuck poor Bob with a black cock right in his mouth. That's what I say to Bob. Fucking juicy lips. Fucking grab his head and fuck his throat.
You got Colin laughing. Or is he crying? Who knows? Are you crying, laughing? What do you got over there, Colin?
Just an elephant on tracing paper.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
that
very
got you.
good. I don't think it'll hold.
Tracing paper.
So you're going to be a Gotham, Colin.
Yeah. But what about the manifesto? I need an organized system.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah,
right?
what is it?
I don't know.
Is it like a huge book?
Is it a book about your
everything.
life?
It's everything.
It's everything.
Then start writing a blog. Are you a
10
blogger?
books.
No. I blogged for a couple of days. It was boring.
Well, then why don't you fucking stop being such an isolated homo and fucking get someone to help you
Is it a
straighten it out
movie?
and sell it?
Yeah, why the isolation?
I don't know.
Uh-oh, we are getting serious, Colin.
Yeah,
We're
he's
breaking
back
him
away
down.
from the
Colin's
mic.
depressed, I think. That's
Are
my
you
theory.
depressed?
My
Are you?
theory is he hasn't told me that, but I theorize he's a little depressed.
Self some drugs.
What? The Suffolk County solution.
In Nassau, my friend.
I know, but where you from? Aren't you from
Yeah, I'm
Ronkonkoma?
from Suffolk.
Where are you from, Ronkonkoma?
Huntington.
Oh, he's
no, not
changing-
Ronkonkoma.
He's changing the subject to where you're from. That's never good.
I'll go right back to it. Go ahead.
Are you depressed?
Why are you depressed?
No, I'm actually coming out of depression, but I was depressed for a couple of
seem-
years.
You seem way better than the last time I saw you.
Thank you, exactly.
I'm dead
I like
serious.
the fact that
I'm being serious now.
I'm agreeing with you.
You
I
had
said,
like
thank
a
you.
you had like a distant
Jesus Christ.
You had a distant look in your eyes for a while there. You
Yes.
don't I don't see that today.
Yeah,
1,000-yard
that's right.
stare. Yeah.
I was very
Absolutely.
I don't
depressed.
see that today.
Were you?
Right.
Yeah.
Did you name your
About it.
fucking computer Charlene?
About anything? Full Metal Jacket.
Yep.
Anything in particular, or just one of those chemical imbalance depressions?
No, I think I was just depressed in general. A lot of stuff. You know, I don't know. I don't think it was chemical.
You
but-
find yourself sleeping late?
No,
knocking out
not
of
like
bed?
that. I always sleep
No?
late. You know.
How did you get out of the depression?
Just kind of just facing it. You know, I mean, I've been going to therapy for many years anyway. But
Yeah.
Working out and stuff?
no, obviously not.
How could you ask that? Why don't you ask him if he's fucking painted his face black? Jesus, open. He's obviously not. No,
I'll
disrespect,
say
but-
something else.
Jesus.
I'm going to say something else. It looks like he did lose a few pounds. That's why I asked that.
Thanks, Hope.
Did you?
What do you think of that?
I'm not going to badmouth
Just
you.
think of that 3 years of working out and no definition whatsoever.
But I understand.
Shut up.
By the way, I said-
no
Cut your
definition.
heavy bag open.
No
I said a few.
definition.
I said a few, not a lot, by the way.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
feel the guns?
I can look right here, and I'm telling you.
I agree, actually. I have been kind of swinging in the wind there, fucking working out, hoping for a little definition, but I can't stop eating. It's
your
very
eating
difficult.
habits.
I know it is.
Yeah.
It's not the food.
No?
So what? You just started living your life again? Like,
no, I still haven't started living my life, but I've been depressed. But I've just been working on certain things. But it's a lot of stuff. I hate to even talk about it because it really is about the manifesto. I hate to say it, but it really is.
Yeah.
And so that's been a big part of it.
Is the manifesto? Is it your life? Is it some fiction? Is it like what's
I don't know. It's a bunch of different things, but it's just
Different things.
disorganized.
Like you would just wake up in the middle of the night and go, "Hey, let me type away here," and some ideas would just spill out of you.
Yeah, and also my divorce was a big thing, but I didn't realize it at the time. I forced it to happen, but
Do you back up your fucking stuff on computers, stupid, or no?
Oh boy,
what's wrong with him?
I had this vision.
This guy's opening up here.
I'll tell you
the
why.
backup process.
I had this because I had this vision of him writing for years, and he's such a
losing it in
and
one
losing
power
it all.
surge.
So I'm like, yeah, do you back it up?
Of course, I have
okay.
everything.
Don't say of course.
Back that shit up.
You're savvy.
So you never got over the divorce?
No, but I think that affected me greatly.
Oh, why?
I'm over it because it had to.
Stupid wives.
Because Colin was in love.
Oh, was that it? Sorry.
He wasn't in a miserable marriage.
I was in misery.
Marriage.
Yeah.
He wasn't married for a long time.
It was a short one.
It was a short one.
Man.
I was living with it for a while.
Do you see, like, that, was it your fault, do you think?
I don't think you could find anybody in the world that could say it was anything but my fault.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bad.
I literally left her no choice.
It's 100%.
No choice. If there's 100% of anything in the world.
Do you want to share, get it off your chest?
Wow.
I just literally left it like she had no choice but to leave.
Like, what type of things were you doing that a woman would not enjoy or want to be around?
Well, here's the ultimate thing. What I really did in the long run to chase her away was cheated on her and then told her, I'm not saying I'm going to not cheat again.
All right.
Who do you think you are, Gene Simmons?
That's pretty much 100%.
You know, I was waiting for the explanation of 100%. He just nailed it.
Yeah.
There's not a better definition of 100% than that right
You really
there.
are forcing the person to be pushing him right out of there.
Yeah, if you would have, like, begged and said, oh, I'm sorry, I absolutely wouldn't do this again, then you could say, all right, at least you tried.
Yeah. There might be a glimmer of hope.
But when you say...
You might go to therapy and figure this out together.
Exactly.
But
when you say...
or if it's like 1973, it's me and Kevin Kline in the ice storm, standing there in our jackets. Honey, it's a swinging world. But yeah, I just left her no choice,
Wow.
And that bothers you?
Well, it bothers me because, it does bother me a little bit.
Then why'd you cheat?
Well, at the time, it didn't bother me.
Oh, okay.
And then you realized that you really blew it, and this was
it was also a compliment. I have to say, my work, the things I've been working on are just the fact that I've written certain amounts of shows and certain amounts of movies that don't get done, that are really like what should be done, and I just feel like they're going to end up doing crummy versions of it eventually. It really makes me so angry.
Yeah.
About show business. I can't even talk about. I can't jokingly talk about the level of fury that I feel about it. And I know that relative to a 6-year-old like a Sudanese child, my problems mean nothing.
To me, they're actually more important. That's where we differ.
But compared to the people that I know do certain things or get certain success, I can't help it. I know it's the cliche of bitterness, but I know that my work, it all should be done. I prove it every time I do get some things. And I just want to burn down about 8 networks and kill about 5,000 people.
Same crap happens to us in this radio business, man. It's amazing that how hard they make this. Hard they make this.
Opie, we have a show.
Yeah, Opie, see, the one difference is you guys have a show.
See,
well, without getting into detail, trust me, we can relate.
Can I
Let's
say,
just put it that way.
I think what Colin needs, my opinion, because Colin told me other management problems he had, is I think you need a fucking good manager. That's what I think. Because this stuff is really fucking
Colin's
good.
very funny, very smart, clever guy, and the idea that for years. You're throwing your stuff out there, and these fucking like pieces of shit get on TV, get TV shows, huge tours, whatever the fuck it is. It's like there's no justice in the business, but it's not like there was supposed to be, though.
But I know examples of some great stuff, though. Who's Your Caddy? The Caveman series is terrific.
Exactly.
But I don't think that Jim's answer is correct. I'm not going to. My answer is not getting Commander McBragg with him.
No, I'll tell you why I said that.
Shut up and let the laugh finish.
You're right.
That's a big laugh.
It was
There we are, me, Robin, and Billy, and Jack Rollins.
My goodness, what did you do, McBragg? Well, I pulled out a toothpick.
You know, it was during the making of License to Wed, so of course we shot in Mozambique, as you know, because it's the finest hunting in the land.
That one time, Colin.
Shut up and let it happen.
I stopped.
One time, Carl, License to Wed? What are you trying to defend your company? Shut the fuck up. Let us laugh at the shit they put out.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I swear to God, I don't know who Commander McBragg is. I swear to God.
Really?
I
believe.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm saying me and Kyle were talking one time, and he was talking about his manager at the time being annoying because he's
he's supposed to be the manager.
But you know, yeah. I asked him, he's got more sense. Whoa, you think if I don't get my script sold, I lose $15,000? That's right. Oh! So I fucking
coffee.
In a minute, bring me the coffee. But he was complaining about his fucking manager, and he's trying to get his manager to push harder for his scripts, and you need somebody that fucking says this is a great script and is a fucking animal and fucking makes the calls and pushes through. Not somebody that's fucking wishy-washy with it. To me, that's important.
Wishy-washy. You don't want
it's
you got
true.
a wishy-washer?
Yeah.
It's the
I
truth.
don't have any manager or any agent right now.
But exactly.
For 2 years.
That's silly.
Now,
No,
Colin,
it's not. No, guys.
it is.
let me tell you something, please. I would read a Colin Quinn book. So you got to find your angle.
Well, I mean, but I don't know. I don't know what
Do you write on pop culture? Do you write about your life? Do you write about
I write about everything.
stand up? Yeah, but
Everything.
you got to find like some kind of angle.
He talks about it.
Here's what Colin's book should be. It should be you. Here should be the photo. Should be you, like, sitting in front of a computer with, like, a bunch of, like, papers piled up and your hands in the air like, what the hell, folks? and the book should be called Colin Quinn, and then should be calling after it Hodgepodge.
I told you that in my CD.
Oh, is that awful? What an awful picture you've just conjured up.
Hodgepodge, and he's in front of a whole bunch of papers. We don't know what it's about, ladies and germs.
See, I'll tell
I
you.
would throw that on the floor and step on it.
Colin, your problem is you got friends like him. You know that, right?
They don't help.
I'm
No
very
help
supportive.
whatsoever.
I'm a
They're
big
no help.
I'm
No help.
very helpful. That's not true.
No, you're not.
Your lips are awful.
You're not helping.
Fucking burn victim lips.
See, how's that going to help you, Colin?
He knows that it's not.
It's irrelevant. Not only that, but I
You
like
hang
that
out with the wrong crowd.
I like the hodgepodge idea with me in a turtleneck, though.
I like that too.
Hodgepodge.
It's a green turtleneck, and you have a red sweater vest over it, and you release it around Christmas. And there's like this tinsel around you, too.
No, you don't release it around Christmas, and I'm still worried
Oh,
that.
yeah. Okay. There's tinsel on you, and it's August 4th.
And
Hands up in the air.
Went forward is by Garrison Keillor or somebody.
Hodgepodge. It's just a mishmash of things.
Oh, never.
Well, I'm putting on a CD, American Gangster. I told Jim.
American Gangster.
American Gangster.
It takes I superimpose my picture in Denzel's face on that poster. No, you're right. They don't help.
So you're
They don't
leaving your
help
house
us.
more. Are you going on the road to do a little
No, I've been on the road this whole time. I mean,
You canceled Florida. What was that about?
when?
Well, we got spies everywhere.
Jesus.
I didn't cancel Florida.
Let's go to Tim in Florida. Tim?
Hey, Colin. Yeah, I was going to sit through awful Christian Finnegan and that Rosie O'Donnell replacement, Caroline Ray, to see you in Lakeland, and you canceled.
No, I didn't cancel. They canceled that gig.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Why? That was like last week.
Yeah, you got to come back to Florida.
They didn't
I mean, I was
cancel because they, I guess, lack of ticket sales or something.
Did you guys go on the radio and promote? You got to get out there.
Shut your mouth, stupid.
There really is no support base with the people that you know and hang out with. The comics are the worst.
They are the worst.
No, we're not.
No, you're terrible.
And the truth is, I was always very,
You should move.
supportive of
You
all
should
of them,
move
but-
and
Yeah.
change your name.
I'm done with them.
Move
What's
and
that?
change your name.
What?
You think so?
Yeah. Get away from these
Well,
guys.
I actually have an idea for
They're
a
not
name
good
that's
for
kind of
you.
hip. Ken Fresno.
That's good. What are you going to do, weather?
Pretty good.
I don't know, it's like an action hero name.
Fresno.
Ken Fresno.
That is instantly a new name on the message board.
And now,
Ken Fresno.
And now with your 5-day forecast, it's Ken Fresno.
Well, he had names for me and Voss, too.
Yeah.
Like what the names we should tour under, and mine was Little Pete Ferguson.
This is Little Pete Ferguson. And Is this a perfect name for Voss? Ronnie Garcia.
But he has to go the rat tail back.
And Keith, I had names for Keith. What the hell's Keith?
Well, yeah. Starts with an N.
So it's one word.
You got to leave this negativity behind.
Yeah, what do you mean you've been too supportive of us? We're all supportive of you. What are you talking about? Every interview I do, I talk about you. No, I won't shush. I'm going to finish my point.
That's what Voss says. I support you on every radio. Shut up.
What's Voss? No one listens to Voss. No one can understand him.
There's no...
I don't care that you say positive things about me when you...
Positive things? You fucking mumbling
fuck knuckle in, Butte, Montana doing your shitty game.
Positive things? Fucking...
This is support.
I know.
Listen to the two of them.
Well, what am I going to do?
This guy was hanging off a railing 36 stories up.
I know, with
this
those fucking awful sea bass stomach fish hands.
By the way,
your fucking little fishy sea bass belly hands make me sick.
They're awful to each other.
Yeah, that doesn't help things.
You two are horrible to each other. And Jerry Springer says every day, be nice to each other.
Yeah,
he really does. That redeems the whole show as far as I'm concerned.
Of course.
Be nice to each other. How about this? This is going to be a challenge for both of you. How about you say something nice about each other? Who wants to start?
We say plenty of nice things about each other.
We say lots of nice things.
We certainly do.
All right. How about one? Colin, why don't you start? Something nice about Jimmy.
Sincere.
I thought that Jim's last HBO special was even funnier when he did it. The first HBO special was funny. The second one he just did was even funnier when he did the same thing the second time.
No, that's not true.
I didn't see
okay.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit. See, they can't do it.
No,
I know. They can't do it.
I want to say something nice to Colin.
All right. One nice thing, Jimmy.
I saw your first HBO special, and... Oh, wait. There was no second one. All right, I better move on.
But I know he was trying to say something nice because halfway through he realized it. He goes, oh, wait.
These guys are scared. These guys are scared to show real feelings.
That's not true. We do all the time.
All right, then, Colin, back to you. One nice thing about Jimmy. We're going to get this done today.
Okay.
That Jimmy doesn't have AIDS after all the sexual encounters.
And I'll say this: if Colin was killed in a fire, I would be bothered.
See?
I'll say this.
They hide behind their laughter. These guys can't show a real.
If Jimmy is killed in an uprising during one of his management meetings.
Okay.
In Paraguay.
In Paraguay, of all places.
The great white hunter with Buana. his agent Buana. You too.
Well, that's not true. I think that we say a lot of nice things.
I just think comics are really incapable of sharing sincere emotion with each other without having to throw in a zinger.
You'd be surprised what Jim Atazoa is capable of emotion-wise.
Jim Atazoa? Equating him with some type of sperm, I believe.
Yes.
I don't know what...
I bet you this is
Jim
like that.
Sleeps in a petri dish.
I honestly think that these guys cannot do it.
That's not true.
Well, that's like, what if we told you and Anthony to do it?
Exactly. I said it all the time.
What
do you say? I love you, man? Like a Budweiser commercial?
Yeah. It's got to be like the punch on the arm. You can never just be sweet.
We've definitely said nice things about each other on the air. You guys cannot do it on the air. Sure we can.
Yeah,
Colin, back to you.
Sure
one nice thing about Jimmy, and then we could go back to trashing each other.
Jimmy is a very, very smart, funny comic, and really brought a whole new, refreshing, mindset to comedy.
Whoa. Stop there. Stop there. I know you're chomping.
I'm
chomping.
And I will say something nice about Colin.
Okay.
He is perceptive, and he is good at speaking the truth about funny guys. No, come on, how many good things? I love Colin. He's the funniest guy I know. I mean, I fucking said that a million times.
Colin is playing along, Jimmy. Come on. This will help Colin Quinn. He's in deep depression here.
But Colin knows that. Colin, there's not an interview I do, regardless of the size of the paper, where I don't say, when they say, about comedy and stuff, I say Colin's the funniest guy in the business. I always say that. He's the guy that makes me laugh.
I've read
he
that.
makes me laugh harder than anybody else doing stand-up comedy. I say that all the time.
Now I got to say this. I hate you guys because you ruined our bit.
But
we could continue with this for another 10 minutes.
No, we
wasted a lot of time on this.
It's going to be fucking vile again. I mean, what do you think? It's going to be a love fest? I'm looking at his hands. I want to fucking bite them.
What's wrong with my hands?
They're fucking horrendous. In the break, we said this because he was giving me the finger, and that liver spotted foot he holds up out of his sleeve. It looks like fucking olive loaf. I want to put your fucking hand between two pieces of white bread and watch Fat Bob Kelly eat it out of a plastic baggie.
They had to go back into the safe zone.
Yeah.
I hope people are really listening to this. How it's so uncomfortable for them to say something nice that they have to get right back into trashing.
It was awkward and uncomfortable when they had to compliment each other.
So they have to go right back.
And now it's all
I wasn't going back to it.
It's all fun.
Maybe Jim was, but I was happy to just sit there and say
I never left it.
Jim was.
Believe me, I never left it. It was only on pause while I said something nice. All I did was hit play again. Of course, we're going to say awful things about each other. Nobody wants to hear two comedians being nice. You're terrific.
I don't think it was I don't think it was right that Bob Kelly got dragged into it about the pimento loaf.
Neither did I. I pulled my back out and I pulled that pig anywhere.
All right,
that's just ignorant because you're supposed to slice those things.
See, this is very healthy for Colin. This is a very healthy hour for Colin Quinn.
I want to somehow see or read this manifesto.
I want to
see it on TV or in the movies or whatever the hell you're going to do with it.
I think it's going to be like,
Colin, you can take a break from show business. This is what you do. You get.
What do you mean you can take a break from show business?
Oh man!
Sign your book deal. Get a fucking book out there. Promote the shit out of it.
Why not?
But promote the shit out of it. Do book signings. It'll be a great experience for you.
Because I'm not like some of these guys that just you constantly see them pushing their books and their dumb CDs and their specials, constantly doing every stupid thing. They'll do a line in a shitty big action movie. Just I'm not like that.
Absolutely not.
But you got to
do real work. They'll be in Spider-Man 5. They don't give a damn. I'm trying to do real work.
Well, we don't all have Crocodile Dundee 2 to fall back on. I'm saying that. That's fucking I had.
If he kills himself today, it's gonna be on your head.
Good one, Hope. You're right.
Constant
It's gonna be on your head, Jimmy.
I didn't mean it.
No,
that was a Paul Hogan song.
You don't like self-promoting, do you? Why?
No, that's
would
not
you
the
if you
point.
had that?
Why don't you like self-promoting, Colin?
No, it's not a question of self-promoting.
But it's part of your thing. Like you got to tell people where you are.
No, I just can't organize. No, I have no problem with that. I look. Stand-up wise, I have no problem with something. I'm just saying right now, getting all my other stuff together is it's out of control. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's all these papers and these fucking.
You need organization somehow.
I need to somehow get it out.
Colin's too mean. That's the problem.
It's in the computer and it's in everything. It's hard,
if someone tries to help Colin, if you, hey man, I know someone who can help you organize and back stuff up, he'll go, shut your mouth.
No, that's not what it is. Nobody ever, believe me, he's making it up now. I've never said to me, hey, Carl, I know so.
Well, I never knew it until now. I didn't know you had a whole pile of papers, you fucking psycho.
You got
I didn't know you were sitting there like a fucking pack rat.
You got a very protective wall around you, Colin.
Exactly, and it's made of blubber.
I remember
lamp oil.
I remember one time trying to have a moment with him. I'm like, you haven't been on the show in a while. Why don't you come in and do our show? And he goes, shut up. Like, all right, have a good day.
Hey, Colin, where you been? Shut your mouth.
Right.
In case of a blackout, I'm going to put a wick in you and light it.
What does that mean?
He's implying that, like a whale, you would have some type of blubber that would be workable in a lamp. Like lamp oil.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
But no, I knew you wrote, but I didn't know you had a pile of papers that were disorganized. You just said that. I said you've been writing for 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been writing for a long time.
Wow.
Thanks. But, I'll do what I do. I don't know. It's hard to get it organized. That's all I know.
And then to get it out there somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow get it out
but
there.
It's mostly the organization. It's like everything's like finished, but it's like first draft, and I just
All right, let's go to Lonnie.
So why don't you have somebody? Why don't you have somebody go through your computer? Honestly, is it all on the computer?
But I'm telling you, it's thousands and thousands of pages of shit.
So have somebody. Here's what you do: back it up onto a fucking. Here's how simple this is: you buy an external drive from Mac. A Lacey drive. I'll help you hook it up. Or Bob Kelly would probably be more qualified to.
Probably.
All right, he would be. You have somebody on a backup drive, so you don't have to do it. They don't have to be fucking with your computer. Take everything and somehow organize it. If it takes them a month, it takes them a month. But have them do it the best they can. And there are people who will be able to do it through word searches and stuff. Fucking organize your stuff a lot faster than
Well,
you
if it's
think.
going to use that kind of profanity, I don't want to be
I
involved.
don't mean to, but that's good though. Right now, you're putting fucking sausages on a bagel.
With
Let's
egg
go to
yolk.
Bill. Let's go to Ralph in North Carolina.
It's Lonnie.
If you should see what he's eating right now, why don't you just fucking... I had no reference.
All right.
So I bailed out.
Lonnie!
It was a heart attack reference, and then I realized, why don't you just... Good. Hold on. Stupid is eating a fucking open-faced bagel with eggs dripping and yolks and a fucking sausage. And as he tipped it, the egg fell onto his hand, and I couldn't be happier. That was a safe.
What's up, Lonnie?
He's just filling up loneliness.
Jimmy,
Yes.
hey, do you and Colin live together? Because you sound like an old married couple.
No, we don't.
Y'all guys should live together. Y'all.
Well, this is how we interact. This is why Colin's a piece of shit. I'm talking to him. I'm having a heartfelt talk with him because I did the Gene Simmons roast, and I never hired anybody to write for me before. But I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of comedians on the roast. I wanted to get the perspective of a comic, and fucking I'll pay him. I don't know how much to pay. My friend Kurt, and stupid Kurt, gives me 2 pages, like one the day before and the one the day of. Fucking lazy Kurt. So fucking, they were funny jokes though. So I get them, and I'm like, Colin, like, I'm talking to him about it, and on the elevator, he goes, you know, I don't want to humiliate you in front of everybody, but I've never hired anybody to write for me. Wow. In front of the whole elevator, I had to justify myself. So I try to have, like, a nice, ask a guy who's been around for years to fucking help me out with a piece of advice.
Help me out here, Hendry.
And I've been around for years on my own 2 feet, not Kurt's.
That's true.
Kurt's.
My buddy Kurt. Kurt Metzger is a funny writer.
Oh.
He's a funny comic.
All right, let's go to James in
But
Jersey.
as Carl says, he looks like a Bosnian war criminal. That could be the best slam I've heard about a comic.
It's true. He really is horrendous.
He fucking called him a Bosnian war criminal. And he has a big head with short, awful black hair. He's truly awful.
He sends shivers up people's spines when he goes on stage.
Look, they're working together now. This is good. This is good. See?
Because they have a common enemy for a second or two.
Let's go to James in Jersey. James.
Holy, where the fuck did Kenny get this omelet?
He's right behind you.
Now Kenny gets
Wow, did
dragged
Heather Mills
into
leave this on the kitchen floor?
Oh, fuck.
Do you want another one? I'll go back.
It's okay. Where's the ketchup? Am I supposed to fucking do bleed onto it? Where's the ketchup?
Kenny, you got my...
Hold on a second.
Jimmy really is like LaMotta.
I'm not like LaMotta because I want ketchup. I'm like Lenny from Mice and Men.
I'm supposed to bleed
I
on it.
want fucking ketchup.
Tell him about the message I gave you. I text messaged you and Kenny after your special, stupid.
Oh, so he said that the worst part of me shooting a special is that me and Kenny were probably sitting there together, like having a serious moment.
Afterwards, they just like, yeah.
Looking at each other. Well, don't tell me to tell and then fucking jump in and interrupt me.
Why didn't you want to ruin it?
I'm not ruining it. Fucking just have the stroke while you're eating that. You've never seen anybody have a worse fucking meal than he is right now. Just fucking gulls are more polite in the dump than you are eating that. Fucking should be circling a garbage scow. Fucking cunt.
I almost had him on the same page, Ed. I almost had him. Colin, just leave me the password to your computer so I can make you famous in your death.
Yeah, posthumously.
Yeah,
posthumously.
Hey, James, Jersey, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Colin, I was wondering if you were really bitter or upset when you used to do Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live and they replaced you. I wonder if that, does that really depress you or that really bothered you when that happened?
Well, that bothered. I just saw a picture card. Yeah, that pissed me off too.
Okay, no, I thought you were pretty good. I mean, Norm Macdonald was great at it, and
Yeah.
I remember being really upset when they fired him. I thought that was total crap.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you said to Colin you were pretty good, and I remember Norm Macdonald was great.
Yeah.
Why kick a guy while he's down?
Yeah, that's not going to help
nothing.
Colin today by saying that, sir.
Oh, all right. Okay, thanks, guys.
So hold on, Colin's what he said to me in the message was very funny. He texted me. He said the worst part is that me and Kenny were probably sitting there after the thing. And do you want to say what you did? Because I will fucking butcher the quote, but it was very funny.
Now he tells him to tell the story.
Why did you wait for him to have a mouthful of food,
Well, no,
Jimmy?
because if
make it
not,
really
what am I going
tough
to do?
for
Wait
him.
till 3 in the morning when he finally falls asleep?
I said they sat in the dressing room and clicked glasses together and goes, "Hey man, we did it."
Click glasses together.
Can you redo that as, what was his name? Ken Fresno?
Ken Fresno.
Ken Fresno?
Ken Fresno.
My other character action movie is Rick Lucite.
Dude, do you know how you had, if that is what I think it is, I'm gonna spit on you.
Oh shit.
What?
Okay, that's not. Okay.
What?
I thought I saw something right on top of the microphone. I said, if he got fucking ketchup on top of the microphone, I'm gonna fucking spit on him. But he didn't.
Let's say hi to Keith in Louisville.
Kenny
Keith.
Fresno needs a catchphrase, though. Kenny Fresno would have to say his name on stage.
Hey, Colin, I really loved that show you had on Comedy Central where you used to bring Bob Kelly and all them on. Whatever, why'd that end all of a sudden? And I thought it'd be better if you guys got it on like HBO where you could, get a little more raw language.
It would have been, but HBO didn't want to do it.
Oh.
They don't like, a lot of people don't like the agenda that we bring.
Well, the other thing was I couldn't figure out why they couldn't afford to get you a chair. You always were half cocked on that desk.
Like when you lean against the pool table or something.
So these idiots can slam my awful legs.
Yeah.
That was a crime that show got
Yes, it was.
canceled.
It was disgusting. Oh, my God. That's me and Carl.
That is the worst.
just eating.
That was awful that got taken off.
There's no reason for it. No reason.
You know what's funny?
There was a political reason.
Well, also, they got some complaints, because I think they were rerunning us the next day at 7, and then The Daily Show, they were rerunning at 7:30. And I think and again, The Daily Show was a bigger show, but our ratings were actually higher than The Daily Show in those reruns. And again, I'm not saying the Tough Crowd was bigger than The Daily Show, but it was fucking a very watched show.
Yeah, it was.
And they got some complaints about content, and they yanked it. And me and Penn, we had that argument a few weeks ago, where he was talking about Bill Donahue in the Catholic League, and he was going, the things they did to Matt and Trey, like in South Park. But what that made me think of is Comedy Central proved that when you back a show, like they've backed South Park, and you stand up against that bullshit, now it's the biggest show they've ever had, and they've gotten complaints, they've gotten protests,
threats of boycotts,
and it's the biggest show they ever had because the network stood behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I guess, the point I'm making.
They didn't like the idea that you discussed race, and meanwhile, Chappelle's show, which was, they were ready to just back a fucking tanker full of money over to him. That was nothing but racial humor.
Well, I mean, that's the whole. Everybody knows. Everybody in the country knows that white people are not supposed to discuss race except from the point of apologizing.
Yeah, or else you're racist.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, or else you're a racist.
That's just the way it is. If you do anything but that, everybody has a heart attack.
You got to apologize.
Especially all the white people.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. But nobody will really admit it completely, or they'll go, well, it's too bad, it's payback, It's just a fact.
Payback.
Well, there's a little pushback happening with Imus getting back on radio.
I don't know. Some of those remarks he made were salty. I heard one of those girls was scarred for life.
Yes.
And then I saw her iPod and I saw the playlist. I noticed a couple of songs that might be a little saltier. A little Young Jeezy number called "Take My 12 Gauge" into your, I mean, it's so pathetic that even they have these girls being phony and going, I was scarred,
Dude, we've talked about the Imus situation, I mean, off and on for the last 6 months. And I even went down the road with Jimmy. I'm like, all right, let's try to see it the other way. Let's just sit here and try to see it the fucking other way.
All right, so you got
Have an open mind.
Got in at 10 o'clock that day instead of 6.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Wow. Great line. Super me still trying to make my point. But that's very good, Colin.
A cup of tea with 8 sugars later.
Right. Bravo.
Oh, man. Yeah, so go ahead.
I hope you enjoyed the bounce pass.
But this is kind of but this is interesting to see it the other way. I'm not even kidding, but go ahead.
But, Jimmy and I think we were in a cab on the way home, like, let's just try to see it the other way. And it just still bothers me. I can't see it their way whatsoever.
Could not wrap my head around it at all. Like, even to play devil's advocate, I just could not.
To get kicked off a radio show for saying nappy-headed hoe, it just amazes me. It amazes me.
But good thing is,
it doesn't amaze me. Go ahead.
Good thing is he got rehired, And the bottom line is, it's a great fucking thing that he got rehired because people go, oh, so now we're going to have to deal with him on the other side. It was a terrible move to
You know what he did in the end? He helped the Rutgers women's basketball team program because there was an article a couple weeks ago that recruiting has never been better for that school because of what Imus said. He actually helped their program. In the end, it was a massive positive thing for the school and every single person that was on that team, including the coaches and the stupid mop lady.
And all the
mops the fucking floor after the game's over.
And they got nice hats for all the girls so you can't see their hair.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. This is what's been happening now, you know? This is a climate that's never discussed, but, you know.
Did you see a few excerpts from the Pat Buchanan book about how the country
come on, John,
is...
this is ridiculous. Pat, that's your crowd. Oh, John.
How this country is just... pretty much done as one of the great empires of the earth that is pretty much on the downswing. And
me and philosopher Nick DiPaolo were talking about this yesterday. What Nick DiPaolo actually said, which is true, is Pat Buchanan, one thing, whatever people think about him, he has hit the mark, and he's been the most things in the past 20 years that were kind of happened.
Yeah.
In the country.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely
He says
true.
with the dollar at an all-time low, foreign countries looking to get off the whole dollar. They're looking to pick up on the euro. China owning half of our country, the housing market just in the shitter, and then the invasion from Mexico that's happening.
But this sounds like one of those things where you like this. Ready?
Yeah.
I'd like to read something to you, Anthony. Foreigners are invading our land. The economy's at an all-time low.
Yeah.
There's crime everywhere. That was written in 1840.
Oh, yes. And if you look, that was written by Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, and we still went on to blah, blah, blah.
But, but I do think there's, I don't know what's going to happen with the actual country, but it's like that, just the phoniness of what we're talking about, the lack of discussing anything, the triple-double standards that go on.
But you know what? It's not just white people anymore that are getting it, but black people don't get it from whites. They get shit from other minority groups. Like the Asian groups, because there's been black DJs fired, like Donnell Rawlins got fired for something he said. There's been other black guys that get a lot of shit, but they never get it from white people because white people still feel paternalistic. They get it from fucking Asian groups who don't give a shit. And they deal with racism from blacks in the neighborhoods, having to fucking have them scream about more duck sauce and fucking the Korean delis. They do. They deal with racism from blacks all the time. So they've had it up to here. They don't give a shit. They don't feel any guilt.
I feel sorry for your mother.
Yo, Jet Li.
Yo, what you say?
Yeah. Yo, Jet Li.
But the only people that don't
Jet
call...
Li.
Where you keep the cold beer, Poppy?
Yo, Jet Li.
I was at the Gene Simmons roast. Carrot Top was one of the roasters, and I think RZA from Wu-Tang was there. This is backstage, and he was trying to talk to Carrot Top. He goes, "Yo, Carrot Head." It really made me laugh.
Carrot Head.
Yo, Carrot Head.
Did Carrot Head use any of those muscles of his?
No, he was
to
just
fight back. Of course not.
He was fucking funny on the roast. I'll tell you that much. Carrot Top was. Yeah, he was really funny.
Yeah. What am I saying? He was really cool on our show.
Yeah.
He was funny and nice.
Yeah, he's great.
All right, we're going to take a break. Colin Quinn in studio playing Gotham Comedy Club. An amazing comic.
And, an
amazing depressed comic.
He's insightful.
That's the best comedy
I'll
to
say
see,
one
by
thing
the way.
about Opie. That son of a bitch has always come to see me. And Anthony actually showed up once, but he had to sit right behind my aunt, remember?
Yes.
Remember I badgered Anthony because Opie always came, and then Anthony's sitting right behind my cousin. She's like, "Honey, isn't he the greatest?" She's grabbing him the whole show.
That's cool. I fucked her. I'm teasing, of course.
I remember back in the day when we met you for the first time, you were on the way to bet the horses. And every time we saw you after that was you betting horses.
OTB.
And
he was worried about us giving the tip out because he didn't want the odds going down that day.
Oh, remember?
Yeah.
You were like, I got a great tip from my uncle or whatever it was.
Cousin Dylan.
And you were running to OTB. It was such a great tip. And you're like, fuck, I just told the biggest assholes in New York radio this great tip. Yeah. And you were panicking that we were going to go on the air that day.
Odds were going to drop.
Your spot and make it a 3-1 on you.
Life. But actually, they closed that OTB too, you know.
Why? Around the corner of your house? Why?
Oh, 9th Avenue's really booming, Jim. I mean, you should get up there and try to invest. You're right there by. Take a brief walk on a Sunday after Lincoln Center, you cocksucker.
And then you're trying to drag us into that world with you. Come on,
you
let's
guys
go.
wanted to bet.
I love that.
Come on, let's go bet. Let's bet.
These family bets the trotters, they probably go to the dog track.
Dude,
Anthony looks like a highlight player. He looks like a Basque highlight player.
Wow. We did a gig at a dog track.
We had protesters.
We had protesters
That was
outside.
great.
Why? We were just trying to make an extra $100 because we were making no
PETA,
money in radio. And on the weekend, we're like, could you guys do an appearance at the dog track? We're like, yeah, whatever. How much? It was like $100, $200 each. We're like, cool, that's some nice drinking money, right? We show up, there's a massive protest going on with our names on the sign. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
thanks. What did we do?
Actually, Jim's working a dog fight this weekend.
We just want
to North Fork Dog Fighting Association.
No, that's New Year's Eve. It's an 8 o'clock show at the old Westbury Music Fair. If you want tickets, you go to Ticketmaster tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Goes on sale.
There you go. See? Like, we just want to throw T-shirts out, collect a couple $100, and we're dealing with fucking protesters. Like throwing shit at our cars and stuff.
Animal hater.
Right.
The dog. And they're showing, like, they have signs with pictures of greyhounds with big open wounds on them. And
yeah, those aren't the dog track dogs. Dog track dogs are treated very
healthy.
well.
Is there any strategy
It's
to
when
ban
they
the
can't
dogs?
run anymore.
I think you have to speak to Cesar Milan. He knows about that stuff.
How could there possibly be strategy? They all look the same and they run the same.
By the way, I saw the dog Cesar Milan last night. I watched an episode of Denise Richards. She looked pretty good. She was
Denise Richards is a psycho.
She didn't seem crazy on that dog show. She seemed very normal.
Psycho, man. The shit I'm reading about her.
Why?
I gotta piss.
Are you gossiping?
Why is she a psycho?
You're a little gossip.
I want to hear about this.
Well, we can after the break.
All right, since Jim rudely interrupted us, I gotta piss.
He's got to piss too. That's why we're going to break. I'm holding my.
It really is like
Charlie Sheen.
It's like having LaMotta in the studio.
Yeah.
I gotta piss.
Well, I do. And you're like having LaMotta in studio by looking at you at the end of it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
A joke certainly needs help when you have to add two endings to it by looking at it. And I'll tell you this, Mr.
The end of it.
All right, fair enough. You're going to force me to make a comeback, Colin. Fuck you. And the horse you rode in on.
We had you guys in a good place.
And the whole cavalry behind you.
I tried, Colin.
And they had her on tour where they all hated her. Emma, 48.
48.
All that other bullshit, they all hated her. That's her intro.
I thought it was Lulu.
No, Emma, 48. She was on a big tour. They all hated her. Hey, I said, where's the toilet? He said, you're in it. Let's go. Funny guy. That's why I'm here. That's his comeback. Funny guy. That's why I'm here.
He was horrible.
The greatest.
Know who said he hasn't? Know who said he hasn't watched Raging Bull ever?
I do kind of.
A friend of the show, real good friend of the show.
Who?
Let me think. Patrice.
Oh, he's never seen it. Oh, he'd like it. He would. Patrice.
Of course he would.
He calls it one of those white guy movies that he's never seen.
He's
Exactly
very,
what it is.
He knows white guy culture, though. He's pretty.
Wait,
he's
black
pretty-
guys wouldn't
pretty smart
enjoy
about
Raging
that.
Bull? Why not?
Because their hate for white people is starting to overshadow all their normal behavior.
Just sheer hatred for white people overshadow
That's why
any.
Patrice doesn't like Raging Bull.
Is it really like movies that black guys like better than white guys? Besides, I was going to say besides the
Of
obvious.
course. Are you kidding me?
Jesus.
Like what though? Like I guess what I'm trying to say is Raging Bull
Plane.
seems like it's such a great movie that white, black, blue, who gives a fuck would watch.
They
would
give
like
a
that
fuck.
movie.
How's that? They give a fuck. And when I say they, I mean black guys that give a fuck.
Is there black movies that are really good that white guys refuse to watch?
Yeah.
Like what?
That fucking Tyler Perry shit. I don't know one motherfucking white guy that would go see that
But
crap,
was-
and it's
hold on.
top-grossing shit
But that-
every time.
But that wasn't up for an Oscar. Let's go down that
Oscar
road.
Raging Bull won. I mean, not Best Picture. That was.
But that's what I'm saying. It was up for a million awards. I'm talking about a movie that was so obviously good by all the critics and all that, but blacks refuse to see it for whatever reason. I wonder if there's a black movie that white guys are like, fuck that.
What do you call this? The Irv Gotti Show on VH1.
No, Ant's thinking. Ant's good at this shit.
I'm just trying to think, like, you got something like Training Day, but that's not a black cast. Like Raging Bull is a white. Raging Bull's a white cast.
Yeah.
You're looking for a movie that was like Oscar worthy with a majority with.
Malcolm X, a lot
majority.
of white people probably
Okay.
saw, but a lot more probably didn't see it than
Right.
saw it, considering
Exactly.
the fact it had Denzel Washington and it was as high profile a film.
Get
as it
on
was.
the bus. How about Get on the Bus? I ain't seen Get on the Bus.
Let's get on the bus.
That was Spike Lee's movie about the Million Man March.
Oh, okay.
That was
Get
good,
on the
actually,
bus.
with Ozzie Davis.
Shut up.
It was good. I
Oh,
like it.
sorry. I thought I was
Spike Lee.
Colin for a second.
Spike Lee is good. You guys, Spike Lee is a fucking great director, man. He's a great.
Okay, now I will say it.
Yes,
now
what?
Shut up.
What? No, he's a great director.
God, you're so stupid.
No, I'm not. He's a great director.
He stinks.
He's very good.
He's got all he's got is no. He's made 2 good movies his whole life.
Which
and
is
Get on
what?
the Bus. Not
Which
one
is
of
what?
I love Get on the Bus. By the way, the one scene where he goes. They explain to Richard Belzer how the white people in the civil rights movement really were not legitimate, and it didn't matter.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not talking about his point of view.
Whoa.
I don't remember.
Whoa. Point of view is not part of a great director? What is he, great camera angles?
No.
You know nothing.
No.
Shut your mouth,
I like
Tony.
his directing. I like his directing very
Point
much.
of view is not part of a directing? I thought it was the most important part.
No, it's because his point of view is
You
shitty, that's
charlatan.
fine.
Go
No,
piss.
he can have a shitty point of view.
You have a shitty point of view, that's true, but...
That's not true. He can have a shitty point of view. It doesn't mean he's a bad director.
Oh,
That's
I
silly.
can't even discuss this with you. You really
You're going to tell me that he's not innovative like fucking...
No, I think he's a fucking film school fucking amateur. Is how innovative he is.
No.
Why? Because he takes the dolly and pushes it on people's faces.
No, I actually don't like
Go
that.
piss, you
I
know
hate
nothing.
that.
No,
I
School
hate that.
Days is
when they're
fucking- was a
walking
good film.
and they're
School
just they're
Get him outta
floating
here.
through the air. I
Get him
hate
outta
that
here,
fucking.
I like Spike. I like
Get
him.
him
I've
outta
always
here.
liked him.
Get
I've
him
liked
outta
him
here.
fucking since...
Get him out.
Since when he played Mars Blackman. I like the fucking... the first one he did about Nola Darling. What the fuck was that movie called? She's Gotta Have It. That was a fucking an inventive,
Please get
interesting
him out.
movie. No, he's wrong.
I'm not even going to look at him.
And these
You're
guys
not gonna
like each
look at
other,
you.
by the way. I just
So
want to
you-
remind the
so you
listeners.
Honestly, I don't like Jim right now. What he's talking
I
about.
happen
I'm
to
going
like
to remind
Spike
the
Lee as a
listeners that
director
Colin
very
Quinn and
much.
Jim Norton
I don't like Jim
each
right
other.
now. I'm being very honest.
He
Believe it or
doesn't,
not.
because he doesn't like that I like Spike.
Are you up for a Spike Lee movie?
I've never been... No.
Oh, okay.
I met him once and he was kind of douchey to me, actually.
I like Patrice O'Neill because Patrice O'Neill, Spike Lee was like saying, "Hey man, give me a call." I was like, "Yeah man, call my agent," and he like totally sabotaged himself with Spike.
And Spike called him personally because Spike liked Patrice.
That's
He
what I love
reused the
about
guy
Patrice.
over and over.
Yeah.
And Patrice is so stupid. Spike is like
He's
trying
not
to...
stupid. He's great because he's a sabotaging comedian who's like, "Fuck you."
Well, sabotaging, yes. But Spike is like, "Look, I really want you to be on hold for this movie." And Patrice was like trying to go out for pilot season, and Spike just went, "All right, then."
No,
And hung
Patrice
up on him.
wasn't trying to go off a policy.
He wanted to be available, I think.
Patrice just doesn't like people trying to get cocky with him, and that's what's beautiful.
And help him. Patrice doesn't like help and niceness.
Well, I've got a couple more that are sitting right in this room. You don't like help or niceness.
I like help.
Yeah,
I like help. Hope he's going to get my password and fix my manifesto.
I'm going to make you famous after your death. That's my new goal.
Oh, Colin's very famous. He's just...
I'll have my
is.
name on the book, though. That'd be cool.
Colin, you walk down the streets of Manhattan on a daily basis. How many people come up to you? It's got to be a fuckload of people come up to you and say, "Colin,
Yeah, what
hey,
are you doing?
Colin."
What's going on? Yeah.
What happened to you?
What? Oh my God! You are a prick. What happened to you?
Yeah, people go, what are you up to, man? Why aren't you doing nothing?
I didn't mean that, stupid. I just meant because you got fat. I wasn't insulting your work. I insulting your physical presence.
God damn! I fucking love these guys.
I think I have to give up. I
fucking
tried
love
for you,
these
Colin.
guys.
I tried today, buddy. Let's say hi to Tony in Pittsburgh. Tony!
Malcolm X was a very good movie.
What happened to the break?
You
Tony.
like Malcolm
Yeah,
X?
right. What happened to the piss?
I don't know.
Well, what was the two good movies? Spike? I'm going to say Do the Right Thing.
I'm
was
not
one.
talking to him
But I want-
again about the subject.
This is true.
I really might.
Hold on. Well, I want to move on here.
This is true. Tony in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Hi. Look at that.
Teddy, maybe.
All right, whatever.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Whatever. Hey, fucking a white movie that black people love, Scarface.
Yep.
Yep.
They love it.
Scarface.
They really do.
Great.
Scarface just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
the
it's
blood
got
is so
the
fake.
music and the sound is really
How about the
bad.
fucking montage? Take it to the limit.
Take it to the limit.
Awful montage.
Yeah.
The music's awful. The blood is awful. All the special effects are
Yeah, the
awful.
sound of the gunfire is horrid.
bad?
Yeah, really
It's
bad.
really bad.
You got to
It-
remix that movie or something.
Now the leg, eh?
Yeah.
My fucking manager knows that guy. He's like a piano player.
Of course he does.
He's like a piano player. The
Where
guy
do
who
you meet
played
him,
Hector.
Guam?
No, I don't know. No, David, the older one.
Oh, sorry.
His name is Hector. He's like a fucking classical musician. The guy who played the fucking guy.
We will pay them back in spades, Tony.
The guy who fell on his fucking he fell on his own chainsaw. That silly
Yeah.
goose.
You called me
I
a
like the
liar,
cop.
prick? Oh, yeah, Mel Bernstein.
Yeah.
All right, we can fix that.
Yeah.
Like even after his shot, he's thinking,
Wait a
all right,
minute.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Can't kill a cop. When he fucking goes, and we'd like to go to maybe you could throw in, every month.
Yeah, every month.
And we'd like to go take the little lady to England. 2 tickets, first class.
Smile more, Tony. Every Day Above Ground is a good one.
After Frank gets shot and the cop's sitting there just like, hey, Tony, you know how it is.
Yeah, he goes, I told him. Don't make no sense killing you.
Fuck.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
There you
Woo,
go.
Here it is.
The montage.
Nice.
Oh.
It's a montage. Nice. They're fucking dealing. Money's being counted.
Take it to the limit.
Buying cars and tigers.
Yeah.
Great
the world
shit.
is yours.
Yes.
And he buys that fucking, what was she, Jewish? The one who played his Cuban sister?
Yeah.
With that fucking poofy hairdo?
No,
Fucking
Gina's your
Sam
friend. I think
Afro.
No, it's Isabella Rossellini.
Is that her?
No, who
No,
is it?
it's not.
No, Anna Maria Alberghetti.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't
Something
know
like that,
who it
right.
was.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, she was in something else.
I like
can't
Michelle
remember.
Pfeiffer.
What was her name?
Yes.
What was her name?
Well, hold on. I'm going to confirm.
Show 5 was never better. She goes, you want kids? I don't know if there's a nanny, I guess.
Who does this song, by the way? That voice sounded really familiar from every fucking movie that was in the 80s.
Yeah. It sounded like Survivor, but it's not.
Survivor? Who was it? Oh, forget it.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer was
You're
fucking
trying to
great.
figure it out.
The Babylon Club again, Frank. What a cunt. Fucking cunt. She did nothing but do coke and sleep all day, and she was criticizing where the guy wanted to go have a burger.
Maybe the catcher on your little league team.
Yeah.
Who want to kill me?
He hasn't got that base hit all year. I should kill him. Fucking idiot.
Are we ready for leaks?
Oh, yes. Piss time.
Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
I am going to machine gun this entire motherfucking building before I blow it up. Die! You're dead. Who's next?
Steve, probably?
He's dead.
Ooh, Danny. E-Rock. It's the Opie and Anthony Show with Colin Quinn, who's going to be at Gotham Comedy Club starting tonight. We're up to Thursday,
That's right,
right?
tonight.
Yeah.
Fuck, wow, where's the week going? I thought it was like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Behind us.
Yeah.
But it was
Just
Tuesday
goes
and
away.
Wednesday the other day.
It just was.
Hey,
Matter of days ago.
Got to
At least I
get
didn't fall asleep like some of you guests. I heard Patrice and Voss fell
This
asleep.
week, now Jimmy was out for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
I was in La La Land.
Right, that's what they call it, the old left coast.
What, Louisiana? Oh.
And then we had our stand-ins, or sit-ins, whatever you want to call them.
our hack-ins.
Fat Bob Kelly. He took up a couple of seats. And then Patrice came in and fell asleep. And then Rich came in yesterday and fell asleep. I got to tell you, though, something.
You're trying to justify the fact that you fell asleep.
I fell asleep
I know what
once.
you're doing.
Right here in this chair.
I know what he's trying.
Here's what I did. Let me show you my biggest mistake.
Okay.
I did this. I put my feet up, put the mic here, and went like this, and I was fucking exhausted. And then people are talking, the show's going on, and then I opened my eyes, everyone was gone, and this gentle music was playing. This gentle, like, music box music. They all left me, and all the listeners heard was... and the music.
Yeah, we got stuck out. Yeah.
I was fucking like, and then I woke up like, huh? What? And I didn't know where I was. And then when it hit me that I'd fallen
That's the
asleep during the
funniest thing I ever
show,
heard.
was I just like, oh my God, I fucking fell asleep during the show.
That is a
And we had him on Pal Talks, everybody on the
Yeah,
internet.
everyone on the internet got
It's
to
been
see.
screen capped. It's all over the place.
That is the funniest shit ever.
It was horrific. There is something about this studio, I will say. The chairs, the blue lighting, the darkness.
That is really funny.
The chairs, lean back in that car. You'll feel, it's like, right?
Oh, yeah.
You could go right out in that.
Oh,
There's the music. Here it is.
This was the actual music that day?
And here's what they heard. Wait.
Not a snore, but just the like kind of heavy breathing.
Right. That's so funny.
Yeah.
How long was he
Oh,
doing
Christ, 20 minutes?
It was over 20.
It was 20 fucking minutes.
No.
He will admit to 20, but it was a bit longer than 20.
Here's Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's about to go.
Hey, hey, really fast. I gotta give props
I
to
better not
the.
do this. I'll fall asleep.
I got to give props to the past. If you go to Google,
down, man. I'm tired.
MySpace Voodoo is the #1 search right now.
Oh,
See the power of the radio
thanks,
show?
man.
We made MySpace Voodoo the #1 search on Google.
Show's got power.
It's volcanic. The activity, they're calling it volcanic. So there you go. MySpace Voodoo.
That's crazy.
Bravo.
So how many people go to that?
250.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Google's not a big website yet, so.
Nah, it's
250 clicks and it's #1, Colin.
I wish I could have thought of some idea like that.
Yeah, no, I'm starting something else called Giggle. It's like if you want to laugh on the net, you type in a concept and it finds funny things.
And you throw a joke in when he jokes that matches it. Good. It'll go good with my American Gangster.
Maury's got missing kids.
But they're not missing.
I told you, Maury.
That
He
one,
is not the father.
The mother told
I told
her
you, Maury.
how to get away from a kidnapper.
Whatever. Hey, we got another 2 girls, 1 cup reaction. I don't know if this is good, but Danny's brought it in. It's a grandma watching that horrific video.
See the grandmother of one of the girls eating it?
Watching what?
Oh, shit.
You haven't seen 2 girls, 1 cup yet?
Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
Roll 'em.
It won't even faze him.
Really?
Like a phase 2 girls for eating 1 cup of soda.
This is like an internet sensation.
It's a
Where the fuck have you
phenomenon.
been? Stop
I
writing.
only watch the saucy ones like, that making fun of Britney stuff.
That's good. All right, here you go.
Oh,
Kyle.
is that funny?
And we like to tape it for the internet. So this is.
I'm still trying to get Kim Kardashian, ladies and gentlemen.
This is 2 girls, 1
Best
cup.
camera for Colin.
What is this nonsense?
Well, what do you see so far? It's
I see an Indian girl and a white girl, and they're pulling each other. One's pulling the top down.
That's it.
So exposing her boobs.
Just exposing the boobs. There you go. Nice, right, Colin?
Yeah, very nice, actually.
All right.
Hey, what? Oh, God! Why did it come out the texture?
Turn.
Why? Why does it come out the texture of ice cream, though? That's the only amazing part.
See, that's why I think it's fake.
Why aren't you watching?
Turn around.
Colin, you gotta watch.
Why don't you just fucking be a man?
Colin, you gotta watch.
It's making me sick.
You gotta
Colin.
He's gonna be
Come on, you
Colin.
fucking
You
girl.
made us pause the tape. Now look at it. Look at it.
He's gonna be
We're only halfway done. Look
I
at
didn't think it would faze you.
No,
What a rookie.
Colin.
Look at that monitor so we can get your pretty face on camera. Right there.
There's a
You're not
pail
gonna
just in
puke
case you
it,
get
girl.
sick. Now just watch the rest of it. You have to watch.
You got past the worst part.
It should remind you of yourself in the business.
All right, roll them.
All right.
Okay. Oh, God, no, watch it, Colin. Watch.
What are you doing?
Watch,
What's
look, they're
wrong with
kissing.
you? Colin, stop looking away. You're ruining our radio show. We had to put pause again. Colin.
Throw up.
No, it's great.
All right,
Okay,
here.
look.
Speaking of throw up, there you go.
Look, she's puking the shit up.
No.
Now watch. This is
Now she's puking
shit into the other girl's mouth. She's puking shit into the other girl's.
Watch.
Look at that one. That was a gem. She puked. Oh, look. They're still hungry. The girls are still hungry, Carl.
He can't get away from it.
The one girl ate the shit and then puked it into the girl's mouth.
Oh, that's a great
How
reaction.
many
Wow.
people have thrown up from watching
I
this?
thought you said he wasn't going to
Bob
be
Kelly,
phased.
I
yeah,
didn't think he would be.
really puked.
That stuff
That was
bothers you, huh?
disgusting.
All right. Well, with that, we got a grandma that just watched, she watched the same video Colin just watched. Here it is.
What the hell? Get out of here, jockey.
Where is it?
Oh!
audio.
Grandma.
Oh, no. No, I can't. Oh, she's throwing up. Oh, she's got up. Jackie, what's wrong with you? Good grief. You need to talk to someone. Oh, that's a Oh, one second. Oh, I'm so
What's the deal on that, Danny?
Well, the clip ends with her running into the bathroom gagging But check out the video. It's actually up on collegehumor.com today.
All right.
What is that video that we just saw?
Yeah, that's everywhere.
That's everywhere. And then the reactions to it are getting put up all over everywhere, too.
I mean, I've heard there's a lot of those videos.
Oh, is that her
now,
right there?
But I can't watch it.
Let's see old granny.
No, with this one, it's... I don't know. This one is taking off. I don't understand why some of this stuff takes off.
Reactions
Robert
to this.
Plant watching the video?
Why am I bothering to write my manifesto and put it out when this is the kind of shit that takes
look
off?
Look how petrified her face is. Holy
back
shit,
up.
she can't figure it out. She can't figure it out.
That's a great reaction.
Oh, my God. Oh, she looks like Dr. Zayas.
2 girls, 1 cup.
She looks like Imus.
Yeah, a little Imus in there.
This is what Imus has been up to.
It's a nappy-headed cup.
Wow, 2 girls, 1 cup. Yeah. God, jerk.
No, I can't.
How could you keep watching? I was going to...
Who shows their grandmother this?
Who doesn't?
Hey, let's go to O-Town. Alex.
Here's what you get for giving me a nickel for fucking my birthday. Watch this shit-eating video in Brazil. Fucking caustic old cunt. You've been wrecking our lives for years.
You burden.
Grab your chest and fall down the stairs already. So I can fucking cash in on that stamp collection. And fucking sell your Hummels. So I can fucking sell those little fucking figurines. Make a few dollars. Buy myself a good tranny.
Alex?
Hey, what's up, Oné? How you guys doing today?
Alex, you're going to be late for school, son.
Alex?
You guys need to go to twogirls1cup.com and actually click on the one that says worst reaction ever. Dude, it's absolutely fucking hilarious. You can hear the chick, you can hear her heaving and shit in the background, and she actually throws up. It's absolutely fucking hilarious, dude.
And it's just a chick watching it?
Yeah, she's watching it, but she sets up the camera like the rest of the reaction videos, whatever. But dude, you can hear her heaving, and it's just so fucking funny, dude. She puts her hand up in the middle of it, and you can tell it's real. You can tell it's very real. It's fucking great, dude.
All right, cool.
What is that behind you? What are they doing on this one?
This is 2 girls, 1 finger.
Put the fucking on all screens, Eric, before I smack you in the face.
2 girls, 1 finger?
Man.
All right, thanks, sir.
What is that, diarrhea?
No, it's puke.
They're just using, it's called 2 girls, 1 finger.
Oh, that's disgusting.
What,
They're throwing up all over the place.
Oh, they're kind of throwing up on the camera lens?
You know what they should have here?
The one girl is shitting into the mouth of the other girl. But that's at least a big solid one. But it's all broken together.
What?
So what? Those feel better in your mouth, believe me.
Oh, God, look at this.
Look, they're transferring it back.
Sharing it.
It looks like an eel going from cave to cave. I'm hiding.
Oh, and then there's shitty spit all between.
Oh.
Now, this Asian girl is covered with shit.
The duty was hiding in between, like, one mouth to the other. It was like,
the duty.
I'm going to hide here.
The duty.
The duty was playing hide and seek.
It looked like a Tool video.
Yeah, it looked like sober. So they were pushing me.
sober?
Yeah, pushing it through the pipe.
Right on, man. All right.
Oh, MFX, these are the best.
Speaking of internet sensations, we got the cherry chocolate rain thing. This is ridiculous. Danny, you want to explain this one too?
Oh, this is just this is an abomination.
Danny didn't pull this one. This is Tay Zonday, the original artist of Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain. That guy, yeah.
Selling out officially. He kind of had to, but this is the official moment where Tay Zonday sells
Well, what else
out.
was he going to do with that dumb
That's
song?
what I said.
Yeah, that's true. It's like, wow, man, he lost his fucking dignity that he had.
I don't think he's going to be selling concert tickets as the Chocolate Rain guy.
No.
So this is the only way that he could have went.
What do you mean cherry? Oh, okay.
He's endorsing what? Cherry chocolate Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Let's take a listen to this.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tay. It's T-A-Y to the Z. This is the web, and it's gonna murder your TV. It was chocolate rain. Wrote a song about that history. Chocolate rain. Now I'm paid a hefty fee. Chocolate rain. Listen to the funky rhymes that we chocolate rain. I moved away from from the mic to breathe.
He moves his mouth away from the mic so he can breathe. He moves his mouth away from the mic so he can breathe.
I want to tell you about a love that took me by force. She hit my heart like a wild red horse. I call her Cherry Chocolate Rain. I open the door and see you standing there. Cherry Chocolate Rain. Pull me in with that delicious air. Cherry Chocolate Rain. I need you right now, don't you want to stay? Cherry Chocolate Rain. Your beauty burns me like a solar ray.
Most downloaded video clips, most explosive video chicks, making big videos. We big city pros, got mad witty flows that get plenty dough. Oh, make it pop, Cherry. Whoa, tick tock to the clock, little berry flows. Ridiculous, Mr. Johnson and Tazon Day, sick with this.
Cherry Chocolate Rain. Release my love and unlock the chain. Cherry Chocolate Rain. Your energy is coursing through my veins. Cherry Chocolate Rain. Ohio's agriculture's based on rains. Cherry Chocolate.
It stinks and I don't like it.
My life will just never be the same. Dark, sweet, unexpected. Taste the secret, you're infected.
I'm not
you're
good.
My body's deepest pains. Brought the thunder, made it rain.
Right. Okay, terrific.
Hold on, 2 minutes. Hold on for 2 minutes.
My cherry chocolate rain. I love you. Did you see that jerk?
Well, there you go.
Barry from Pittsburgh, he lingers longer. Tay learns the art of shoehorning lyrics.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, fitting a few
Cherry chocolate rain.
cherry chocolate
really?
rain.
Throwing that in there, huh?
Let's go to Chicago. Joe, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man.
I actually vomited in my orange juice cup when Rich Voss was describing a girl shitting in another girl's, or vomiting shit into somebody's mouth. And I've heard you guys play that clip before, so it didn't bother me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's early in my stomach.
Well, you know what? You're making me want to throw up by confusing me with Rich Voss.
Oh, that was you? I'm sorry.
Yes,
I
stupid.
All right. I still love your show at HBO, Jimmy.
Thank you, buddy. I apologize for calling you stupid and being defensive.
I am stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right,
That was
sir.
heinous. Appreciate it.
Up. All right, there you go.
Shit.
Very good.
Dummy.
Oh, yeah, Than's showing off his picture with...
Oh, yeah. Well, you won't be getting one of those.
Let me see it.
With
Another
Tay.
one.
Tay's
now that
on
he's
day.
famous.
Where'd you meet him?
Where'd you meet fucking Drew Boogie?
He did some corporate party that my girl was a part of.
Corporate party?
What did he do? Sing
Party.
Chocolate Rain for an hour?
Pretty much.
Right.
It was a 30-minute set, and you've never seen a bigger sea of indifferent white faces until he actually got to the big hit.
Chocolate rain.
Did he close with it?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
What other songs did he do?
I don't know. It was... I don't know. I'm not familiar with his catalog.
Why not just do Chocolate Rain and then go home?
Because he's an artist.
And what they all do? Did they all sing along when he would say Chocolate Rain?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I hate whatever company she works for. Unless it's, I can't even say that. Exploiter.com. I can't even say that. God damn it, I had a gem, too.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Fat stomach, I can't stop eating. Get your big stomach out of the way, I can't see the TV. He's eating a hoagie. LaMotta's sitting there eating a fucking hoagie. You fuck my wife in his boxers with his shirt open, eating a hoagie. That's the best part. That looks like something. Fucking Pesci's trying to fix the TV. That looks like something. It looks like nothing. It's fucking snow, and then LaMotta hits it. He goes, that could be something. No, it can't be.
It's funny because it's just the misery of life. It has nothing to do with their particular. Sitting there hoping something happens. Yeah, that was good. That vomit video.
Yeah.
You know what I like to put under that? We hold these truths to be self-evident, and just show just write out the whole Constitution that was painstakingly put together under musket point in like the 1700s.
As they're puking shit into each other's
people
mouth.
Watching it.
Yeah.
If you took that off the air, people would cry censorship.
Well, you know what?
Fucking world is finished.
That's not an American thing. That video is Brazilian.
You're right.
No.
That's my point. Listen, guys, I'm going to come back in a few weeks when he goes to fucking night school. Hey, shithead. Nothing to do with this country.
See, we're even outsourcing our fucking ridiculous shit-eating pornography.
I like that. It's like our torture. If we don't want to do it, just give them the fucking cereal. That's the way it should be. We don't want to eat shit. We'll have the Brazilians do it. Have a little duty sandwich. You'll film it.
That really was
joke.
the most...
Oh, you're a fucking kid. You don't know living until you've had a fucking girl about to shit on your chest who promises she didn't use a suppository, and then it ricochets off your chest and bounces on your bathroom floor, and you realize this would be funny, but no one would believe it. and then warm cornmeal shit pours onto your chest.
Oh!
Jesus.
Why is it the solid ones are less disgusting?
It wasn't solid because solid
you
ones.
said the first one
I know.
ricocheted.
Everyone likes a fucking no. That was the fucking suppository. Everyone likes
Super Bowl.
a solid shit in their mouth. It's something about a solid shit standing up like a silo sticking out of your mouth. You almost feel like you're blowing into a didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
I know.
I had to go first grade on that one.
And the most offensive part of it all is he has to bring a silo, so you see like the image like the Grant Wood American Gothic of a great country formed by God-fearing Protestants and slept 6 hours a day, get up at dawn with a nice bitch.
Trust me, you're laying there on your back, and there's you're looking at a tube of shit standing up, and you're jerking you off. But the whole time you're like, I know as soon as I come, I'm gonna have the awful reality of a piece of shit being in my mouth.
Do you spit the shit out before you come so you're not totally
Jim,
freaked out?
I wouldn't know.
I'll have to trust you because I'm certainly not going to experience it. Why do you have a tube?
A tube?
You said a tube in your mouth.
No, I'm saying if you're looking at a log of shit that was solid, it looks like a big tube.
It's a tube of
a
shit.
silo.
I thought you might use a tube to make sure it didn't splatter in the wrong way.
No, come on.
That's rookie.
Well, it's like using a condom. That can be
Impossible.
healthy.
Like a funnel shot of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're fucking...
It's not a fucking fun fact. Wait your asshole. Maybe she can shit through a cookie cutter and have a scar on my face.
He's like Willy Wonka. He's like Willy Wonka. He has him come in. Hey, kids, here's the shit.
And there's a big piece of shit in my mouth. There's a bunch of doopa-dee-doo. What went wrong with you?
Here's where we have the diarrhea shit in this room. You should do a movie like Willy Wonka.
Only shit. The shit river. They could take the boat down it.
That's right.
Augustus Poop.
Okay.
More shit jokes. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable.
Or fucking Charlie and his disgusting incest family. They just lay there with bed sores smelling.
Old people all sleeping
together.
together, touching the kid. You know they were touching the kid.
Of course they were. They were like the fucking grandparents in Midnight Cowboy. Here's $1, lover. Go see a movie. The fucking grandmother and the cowboy woo-hoo, partying with 7-year-old John Voight in the bed.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about, Bobby Kelly told me he threw up on the show. But I just clicked.
When didn't he?
I clicked out when he goes, dude, I threw up, and I was just like doing something else. Like, well, he kept rambling. I don't know what happened.
Oh, the Bobby Kelly reaction's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's just.
You think he was looking at exercise equipment?
Well, Colin's going to be at Gotham
Yes.
Comedy Club starting tonight. We don't have a phone number because you don't supply any of that for us.
212. That's the best part I got.
Just go from there. Just dial randomly. You might hit it.
There's a manifesto laying around that needs to be
organized.
If you're Japanese German, but not the porn types, but an organized
Not the
type,
chicken
I like
fuckers. Das gut chicken. Yeah, das gut.
And you seem happier.
I am happier. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I was
Definitely.
depressed the past couple of years, but I've been past few months I've been all right.
Good. Snap out of it. Pick
I am
yourself up
snapping
by
out
your
of it.
bootstraps.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
All right, line of the day is brought to you by BodogFantasy.net. It's a football thing. Fantasy footballers.
How many?
5 runner-ups.
Wow. I knew it.
Holy shit, it's going to be
Christ,
all
never get
fucking
out of here.
Jim and Colin.
Great.
Free life scoring stats, bios, and news that will help you win big this season in fantasy football. It's BodogFantasy.net. Here is the first of many runner-up lines of the day.
She looks like Kirby from, the old Nintendo game.
Nice reference.
She's a fatty, huh?
Yeah, man, like the pictures look
She looked like
awesome,
Tyrant
man.
from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Colin, there you go.
I sounded very sexy in that one.
That was you.
Did.
That was you, Colin.
What happened?
That was all you. Another runner-up line of the day.
It says MySpace comedy, Colin Quinn, and then it says stand-up / as seen on TV.
Yeah, what?
You're an awful product they're selling on WPIX.
You're a Flowbee. All right. Nice.
Right to the next one?
It seems like a long time ago, but it was only a couple hours.
It does seem like a whole lifetime.
I guess to walk
ago.
over.
It's another one. Runner-up line of the day. Stand up. Yeah, but you got to find like some kind of angle.
He talks about it.
Here's what Colin's book should be. It should be you. Here should be the photo. Should be you, like sitting in front of a computer with like a bunch of like papers piled up and your hands in the air, like what the hell, folks? and the book should be called Colin Quinn, and then should be a colon after it, Hodgepodge.
Just when that image was out of my head, now it's back in. That horrible cover.
With the green turtleneck, with the red Christmas colored sweater vest.
And like pointy glasses and a light beard.
You don't know how vividly I picture that.
Really, I know.
I could totally see it.
Hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge. What am I going to do?
If I had that image vividly, I'd probably kill myself. I would jump.
You
off
wouldn't
the
grab the rail.
Here's another runner-up line of the day. We've talked about the Imus situation, I mean, off and on for the last 6 months. And I even went down the road with Jimmy. I'm like, all right, let's try to see it the other way. Let's just sit here and try to see it the fucking other way.
All right, so you got
Have an open
got
mind.
in at 10 o'clock that day instead of 6.
No, it wasn't. Great line. Great line. Fucker. I was still trying to make my point. What an idiot I am. We have one more runner-up. All right, here's the last runner-up line of the day.
Study at Montclair State. I have 4 classes left till I graduate.
Yeah.
And I ran away to Florida, and then came back. And
Why did you run away to Florida as an adult? Were you Ratso Rizzo?
I was raised in.
Can I, that was very good, by the way. I just got to, like, acknowledge an asshole. Someone who's not brave enough to use his real name, by the way. Calling on Howie. Shh, don't mention it. Shh, we're honest on this show. Ha ha, honest. Who gives a shit if Colin Quinn was on Howard Stern? If you know anything about this, get out! You're an asshole, you fucking douche.
Dude, he's our friend.
You're an asshole. You obviously don't know this radio show. We never cared about that crap.
Exactly. What? We're not supposed to do both?
Well, yeah, who cares?
Colin.
Well, we explained that years ago that we don't play the same game Howard does. Howard actually does play that game and fucks with people if they end up on our show.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Never did it with me.
That was the last time you were on his show. No, but he does. I mean, maybe not with everybody, but he definitely has played that game over the years. We've never played that game, you ass, and we've talked about it on our show.
Yeah, we're honest. Don't ever bring that up. It's forbidden.
Verboten.
There you go. Next time, use your real name, asshole. Here is your line of the day, thanks to BowDogFantasy.net.
That's me singing, by the way. Line of the day.
Yes, very well.
Line of the day.
Good. Did you sound like
Scott. I know examples of some great stuff, though. Who's Your Caddy? The Caveman series is terrific.
Exactly.
But I don't think that Jim's answer is correct. I'm not going to. My answer is not getting Commander McBragg with him. And the best part of the line of the day is Jim didn't get it because he's too young.
I didn't. I'm just.
That was good.
I'm a youthful boy.
Action packed.
Sometimes I don't get things because I'm youthful.
Yeah.
I want to thank Ken Fresno.
Ken Fresno.
I want to thank Ken Fresno for stopping by today.
And my girlfriend, Cristobal San Antonio.
And we have to remind people that the way to end this year properly.
Yes.
Oh, no. Don't let him promo. It's too much.
On New Year's Eve.
You're pushing it too hard now. Stop.
I have to. His tickets are on sale tomorrow. I've been gone all week.
Usually he's
9 a.m. tomorrow.
Usually he starts with a plug for his pal, just so he can,
and then
so
he
can do his own.
a nice little segue into his plug.
Nicely seg into his
But
own.
it's too many plugs.
No, it's not. It's
How
stupid.
about we just plug Colin?
How about we plug Colin full of fucking dick. How about that? We give Colin.
How about that? Should have been the line of the week when he goes, "But Bob Kelly's mouth with the black cock." What do you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck
but
him
I
in
thought
the
my
mouth.
elephant tissue paper line was a damn good one too.
Oh,
That was good too.
But fucking.
But how many are we going to
Tracy.
have, for fuck's sake?
But fucking onion paper if I'm really old. And then I could have. Tickets on sale 9 a.m. tomorrow at Ticketmaster for New Year's Eve. In, it's Westbury Music Fair, which is called the North Fork Theater.
Why do they call it that, Jimmy?
I think because South Spoon was taken. I do a lot of wordplay humor.
Who's
and
gonna
this is a
work with
different
you?
hour
Do you
than
have an
HBO,
opening-
by the way.
Do you have an opening act?
I will, yes.
I say you go with a couple of singers. What about Richie Voss?
Well, we both know he's open. I could call Voss December 30th and he'd be available. There's no rush to book Voss.
If you said you want to work New Year, he'll go, yeah, what days? I'm open the whole year.
Hey, listen, the number for Gotham for Colin Quinn is 212-367-9000. Another thing, I guess XM fucked up one of our fan sites and got a lawyer involved, so they need a plug. XMRadioGold.com.
What happened?
They got a fucking cease and desist from XM, I guess.
Why?
So I guess they're now called Radio Gold Fan or Fans.com.
We'll sue you.
Well, they're trying to start up a nice, friendly, fan site, and XM kind of fucked them a little bit.
They actually tried to shut him down. That's a good
they
one.
Sent him I guess they sent him a letter.
Well,
Did they?
From legal. We had nothing to do with that.
Was it really them? Because sometimes competing message boards will conjure up a fake cease and desist.
They spell cease, S-E-A-S-E.
Isn't that how it's spelled?
No, it's spelled little cease and desist.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
They just had to change the name of their board? Because if you go to XM Radio Gold...
It redirects to Radio Gold.
Oh, it just redirects. So they're still okay, but XM did get involved. So XMRadioGold.com is now RadioGoldFans.com.
Oh, I don't know.
They're trying to get off the ground, so we're trying to help them out a little bit.
The whole thing is it just drives you batty.
I'm going to start a thing. Quadruple A, ColinQuinn.com. This is why I'm the first one on the phone book.
Phone book.
A, Colin Quinn.
They don't even hand out phone books anymore.
Phone book. The first one in the phone book.
No one uses phone books.
Actually, they still deliver phone books for some reason, and I'm one of those like asshole fucking homeowners that just leave it in the driveway. And it got all rained on, and I ran it over 20 times, and like all my Jewish neighbors have meticulously kept houses and everything, and I'm there with this like streak of paper and tire marks up my driveway.
Phone books.
I finally picked it up the other day, but
when I was a kid, this cop on our block, we were talking to my friend, and we were talking Serpico just came out with little kids, and he goes, yeah, I was in that precinct. We used to crack them with the phone book so it wouldn't leave any marks, but it was never that bad. There's the beat guys with the phone book.
beat guys with the phone book. Yeah, that's good because then you wouldn't leave any big bruises, and you could send them out maybe a broken rib or something. Work them over to old school.
All right, we're out, Colin. Thank you.
Thanks,
Yes,
guys.
Colin Quinn, always a pleasure.
You look good. You look good. It
was
Keep
fun.
It up.
Yeah.
Keep it up. And come back.
Jimmy Norton.
Don't be a stranger.
I'll come back with my manifesto. Like I said, I haven't come around a lot because I feel like, what is there to talk about? How I sit in my house, but now...
and next time I see you out and about, I go, hey, you got to come on our show. Don't go, shut your fucking mouth.
That was a long time ago.
It's not going to help your career.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Just take it as a real thing that I wanted you back on the show.
Yeah, Carl, can't people be nice to you?
You're very defensive.
Why don't you
No,
accept
I'm
a
not
little love?
defensive. I
You're very
told you what happened a
defensive.
year and a half ago.
Shut your mouth.
I resented a year and a half ago. I told you this last time I was on. When I was calling in kind of semi-regularly.
Yeah.
And then one day I called in and somebody goes, they're too busy. They can't get to you. With a phone call,
Who
I
the
resented
fuck said that?
I discussed this last time we were on.
And you took it personally? Maybe we really
Why would
were.
I take it personally?
I would, too.
listened to the rest
There
of
are
the
times
show.
we do that to get rid of people, I'll be honest. But
Yeah, but
I
how
bet
about-
you that there was something going on.
I was calling it. Yeah, what you had going on was Bill Burr was in. He was thinking of putting a down payment on his new apartment.
Oh, shit.
Some bullshit.
So
Goddamn.
why wouldn't you go to Colin despite his little Abner tuft of hair sticking out the front?
Lil Abner.
I want to fucking cut your hair with a sledgehammer.
Sorry, gray, short, lesbian hair.
But Colin's had the same forehead since he was 22.
Exactly.
You lost it at
I'm not
22.
going to
and
take this abuse from Oxygen Network executive.
You're one of those guys, you quickly start losing your hair, and then out of nowhere it stopped, and it's
Yeah,
been
I
the
had it
same
with
place.
CD Hill when I was like 23. You're right.
23.
That's exactly right.
I remember you from remote
It's never
control.
changed.
And then that was it.
That was it. He'll tell you.
Yeah. But,
He's
yeah,
lucky
so that's
that
that.
way.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Come on. Enough already. Enough already.
Perfect finish. Let's get the fuck
Get
out
the
of here.
fuck out of here.
And he said it with total passion.
Oh, I meant it.
I know.
Most shows have a nice ending. We don't.
We never.
That's a good one.
Opie's eating a banana like it's a cigar. Anthony goes, let's get the fuck out of here. And Norton belches.
And you have your fucking sunglasses on like Dr. Octopus. Doc Cock. Fucking creep.
Oh, yes. Here comes fucking Roland.
thank
we
you.
decided, Roland, we decided, actually Bob Kelly and I decided from the back when you were walking down the street, by the way, in freezing cold weather, that fucking guy just wears a T-shirt. Yeah, he doesn't have a jacket. From the back, turn around. Turn around. From the back, he looks exactly like the warden from Midnight Express. He looks like he should have those two little fat kids leading him to school before he goes and beats some poor guy's feet.
Billy eyes.
Billy. And then hopefully you'll get a big fucking wooden coat hanger to the back of your neck.
Kelly, looks like you ever see Miller's Crossing?
Miller's, no.
Miller's Crossing, yeah.
It's the fucking greatest
Sorry.
movie of all time.
Sorry.
When
Colin.
Tom Polito's like a mob guy and he smacks his kid. He's like, here's the little fat Italian kid. He hits him. The kid starts crying. He goes, "Who hit you? Who hit you?" And hugs him.
You got your movie, Jimmy?
I do, thank
Nice.
you. We have Guy Ritchie coming in tomorrow and Jason Statham on the terrestrial side. So I wanted to promote their movie, but I didn't have a copy to watch myself.
No, we can watch it.
The way you obviously got an eye for directing, so I think.
Yes, it's great to have you back, Jimmy Norton.
Oh, you know,
Welcome
and it's
back.
good to be back, AC.
Welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
Program. Speaking of program, this is my truck.
I gotta fucking piss again. This big cock of mine holds a lot of urine.
What do we got, Dan? Something?
I thought you did.
Do we?
Tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow what?
Everything gets pushed off. The sun'll come out. Come on, Jimmy. Tomorrow.
That's right. You gotta lay in bed and die of cancer tomorrow. Like Yul Brenner. You won't be waking up tomorrow because you're a lot of cigarettes that you smoked yesterday. Now you're just a corpse. Oh, you used to be fun in the sun to talk to, but now you're shitting in your bed, and your head is full of mush like Lyle Alzado. Oh, you're going to be dead by tomorrow. Who's this fat cunt on Jerry Springer? Holy fuck. You know, if someone's that fat in public, you should be able to just to stab them. Fucking...
I always see Jimmy dressed in this kind of outfit.
Like Ellen DeGeneres? What's wrong with that? I would look kind of cute with a t-shirt with a suit. I'd look kind of sassy, like I was a fucking college guy. All right, Steve, we got anything to go over?
No. We're done.
How come you didn't call me back? I called you.
I wrote you.
Okay, well, I called you twice. You didn't call me
No,
back.
you didn't. You called me once.
I called you twice. More. Not true.
Just a little conversation. That's all right.
Steve doesn't call people
Why?
back.
Why shouldn't we just be on the
Here's how
air?
you end the show.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
See, here's the problem.
No, we didn't like
For
it.
the world of business, when a guy like Steve got lippy with, a guy like Norton got lippy with a guy like Steve, you'd be able to fling him across the room.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Not
we're in
allowed
the
to
world
do
of
that
business
You
now.
can't do that anymore.
No.
You
Too
can't
bad.
do that.
All right.
Gotta
Why is
be
nobody leaving?
gentlemen.
Just point at that guy and we're out. Just one guy point and we're out.
I'm going to piss.
Okay, that's all we got to do.
Good night, boys.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Time.
But you got a point.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We are the Opie and Anthony Show, and we will see you tomorrow.
Opie and Anthony.
Chocolate rain. Guaranteed to leave a big stain. Chocolate rain. Thought I was done, but I'm going back again. Chocolate rain. Certain parts of me are aflame. Chocolate rain. I'm about to blow a vein in my brain.
Oh boy, that was a good one.